Hello, everybody. How's it going?
Hello! It's SGDQ!
Yes. I have you muted so that we can talk intro.
Yeah.
GDQ time. So we're starting tonight with Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. It's in the middle of it. It's about halfway through, I'd say.
Yeah.
And then, what's after that?
It's the Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening DX.
Oh, that's right. Link's Awakening DX. Yes, we'll look for that. I'm going to go and unmute it, but let's go ahead and watch
The Little Drum Attic.
some
Yeah.
DK Jungle Beat. Oh, yeah.
Right?
That was for you, Quack.
We both
Be a nice chill night.
No, my bones, my soul,
Yeah.
it hurts.
No game plan for us tonight. Taking
Only
the night off.
2,800 to go. We're 99% of the way there, everybody. Let's
Yeah,
get that
always nice to have,
300K.
Oh, we got it. We are so close.
A nice
We're
chill
so
night.
We're so
No,
close.
watching other people play games.
I know we can do
Yeah.
it.
So what's your favorite run been so
Energy's
far?
like my good friend. I would love to meet her
My
milestone
favorite run
during
so
this
far?
run.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
donate.
no one hates fascism more than Donkey Kong.
Yeah, for sure. Wait, is
Let's
that how that
see.
works?
Yeah.
I believe you, but I'm gonna just do the Wikipedia.
Probably
page
the
after
Mega
this.
Man Maker run.
So,
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Thank you.
You know,
Thanks
I
for
totally
verifying.
forgot it existed, and it's been
As
out for like
opposed
8
to
years.
The prior level where we actually cared about the combo
But it's
setup,
like,
this is a
it's
level
not
very much
official. It's
designed
just like a
for,
fan-made
like,
thing.
The combo
No, I
setup
know.
that Lori
But
is
I'm
going
saying,
to
like, I
take
forgot that
pains
that
to
existed.
avoid the implied combo setup of the level, because a lot of it is like
I'm
these
wondering.
tight ropes and bouncing off of enemies and these things that lose time. So
I
generally,
saw
Lori
Mega
is
Man
trying
Maker
to
and I
stay
was like,
grounded
what?
for as much as possible and not go for flashy.
Now, is that
combo.
different
We
than
don't
the
actually care about the
randomizer?
scoring, and speed is good in speedruns.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
so actually, you know what? I've
If you
never played it
notice,
because I
we're
was thinking of the
quite close to
randomizer.
400. Yeah, we were gonna
So yeah,
be
I didn't even know
getting
this
this
thing
over here, even though
existed.
we don't care about the scoring that much,
And it's
just
been
because
out for
there's so
8
much
freaking years, and I was
kind
like,
of
what?
spare score
Where have I been?
everywhere that we
Yeah.
can just collect for fun.
You want to see something that's barely faster, but it's cool?
Maker.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, yeah.
I'll give it 1 or 2 more tries.
Yeah.
No, I'm already on my way up. I think I'm just gonna go. So
Just go ahead
it's
and download the
technically
latest,
slightly
version.
faster to do an infinite wall clap there and try and get into this like mini boss arena from
Well,
below.
that reminds me,
maybe,
it's
because
still need to get shipped with Arcanian, but I think
Okay.
I'll do that on Thursday or Friday.
Okay, what? Huh?
sorry.
Hey, you know what? I
I'm
might
focusing.
do a night of Mega Man Maker. Just play
The sooner the
some...
Yeah,
pig,
that'd be
like,
fun.
loads, the sooner they start attacking. There we go.
That'd be cool if they had it
Nice.
multiplayer.
But no worries there. That one is weirdly finicky, and again, barely
I don't
saves
know.
time.
I just downloaded it. I will...
So we're just gonna head to the end of the level.
Let's see.
And you know, nothing here to stop us at the end of the level. Surely not like
So
a giant
crazy
enemy
that it's
spider.
only
Oh, here.
2 drums that you're playing
You
with on
jinxed it.
this,
Yeah.
controlling the game.
So this actually, I'm trying to backflip onto you, and I'm backflipping into the legs.
Yeah, there's actually patterns here once.
And they were
where
also
you have
saying,
to
like,
attack, where like it is literally just luck on which eyes he blinks, and then it like is faster or slower by a little
They
bit.
were saying that like you don't even have to play it on the
Does it
bongos.
actually like
You
matter?
can literally play
in
it.
terms of time that much?
Oh, it's just right with your
Really?
controller?
Okay.
Yeah.
He has 3 possible patterns. One of them, the
Well, it's
nose
much
is
better
the
on
third
bongos.
blink. In the other 2, it's the fifth. So we just got the
You gotta play it
fastest
on
one there.
bongos. Come
That's
on.
what that cheer was for.
I mean, yeah, bongo bongo, right?
Everybody in the crowd
Yeah.
knows the spider cycles. And
Cheer if you don't. Oh no, don't cheer.
yeah.
Forgot.
Oops.
Did you like when I like skipped that bird's cutscene?
Yeah.
Okay. No follow-up questions.
Yeah.
I like how DK just like hanged there for a second, just to let me sit in that.
I did it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, that is going to be the end of the rocks taking double damage.
Yeah.
So the last one of the run, I will have to fight normally. But, I mean,
Oh.
hey, we're already getting to the point where I'm saying there's one more rock fight throughout the levels we have left. So, like, things are flying by fast.
We're going fast.
Yeah.
While we unlock more rare, how's it looking from the host desk?
It's looking great
Oh,
over
almost
here.
to
Thank you for
300,000.
asking. Hey, speaking of doing things
I know.
again, I just want to
It's
go ahead
crazy.
and mention that
When
this
did they hit
bonus 80%
300,000 in
run of The Legend of
AGDQ?
Zelda
Was it
Link's
Monday?
Awakening DX is basically the
I think
epitome
so.
of the meme
I think it was Monday,
hey,
wasn't
you
it?
want to see me beat The Legend of Zelda Link's
It had to have
Awakening
been.
DX?
So I feel like
you wanna
AGDQ
see me
started
do
off
it
really
again?
fast, and then
Because
like
it's that fast.
Tuesday
Y'all
it
definitely
slowed
wanna see
down.
this. It's
Tuesday,
gonna be
Wednesday it kind of
absolutely
slowed down a little
amazing.
bit, and then picked up again on
We
Thursday.
are at $2,900 out of the 15,000 that
I
we
think that's
need.
how it went
And
last-
don't forget, every
last time.
single donation also goes to our milestone, and we only need $2,500
so-
more dollars to get that met and stomp out some fascism.
Thank you so much.
And Lori, you're getting so much love from your community, so just let me know when you're ready to hear that.
One thing real quick here. Yeah, so this IWC is actually
This is create a profile before it started.
designed to do exactly that. This level is not quite an auto-scroller,
Whoa.
but designed to wind
Dropping
you
far
back and
now.
forth along these vines before taking an extremely circuitous path down to the bottom. But by grabbing that ledge through an IWC, we can just drop all the way to the end.
Yeah, and reminder, IWC for everyone who doesn't know.
They made
at
that
home
level look
is when
easy.
Lori
Just
brushes
drop
the wall and
down, go on a vine, drop down, and you're there.
That's like the long and short of it.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Great. Now please take.
Yeah, and Primeval Ruins is, we've got like early cycle movement here as the castle walls, or ruins walls, I guess, shift up and down.
Oh,
And there are
my
a
friend
couple
Brad,
of
who
smaller
watched
infill
streamer
wall
once in a
claps
while,
in this level that are mostly
he
just for
gave me
movement
a
and to
old
skip, like, sort of otherwise
HP
obnoxious
all-in-one
paths.
that has a touchscreen on it.
Okay.
And so I'm trying to figure out what to use it for.
Very clean.
And I found out that there is an app you can get that you can use it for free, but really the paid version
Yeah,
is
sometimes if you get
the only
really
way to
fast
really
there.
use it.
Also,
But
these are
it's
cool.
only like 14 bucks
You
for a
can jump
lifetime
like as soon
license,
as
so
the
it's not
sway
bad.
direction changes.
Alright.
But it's
And just go
a
up.
touch screen
Yeah,
app
those
that you can
swings
set up,
basically
like,
set
you know,
you
like
to
the
whenever you
stream
jump off of
decks
them, so Lori's able to, as they start going back down, just
for like
immediately
streaming
jump
where you
off
have the
and
buttons
skip.
and everything on like a
Basically,
touch screen.
It is triple as.
Okay.
You can make
I
your
heard someone
own
in the crowd go,
out of
"Ugh,
anything.
No,
nice."
I
Mobile
agree,
device,
though. Whoever that was,
like
thank you.
Android,
That's definitely the most
iPhone,
brutal, like,
iOS,
I love
anything.
fish.
You can like make your
Yeah,
own,
it's a
basically.
tongue is full.
It's a cute
Oh.
fish.
Okay.
It's kind of cool, actually.
Vote now
And-
on your phones.
And you can do literally
You know what,
anything
you
with
need
it.
to
Like
log
you can
in.
set a button that does like
You're
literally
GG
anything on your computer.
donate.
Or you can use the
It's
quick sharing
wild.
tool as well.
True.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna mess around with
the
that.
extension.
See if I can do
You
anything good
also
with that.
put your donation towards the bonus 80% run.
I need to get a
Oh my god!
solid state drive and
I love that game. I don't know. I forgot.
second
it. I'm like,
gig
It's
of
my favorite Zelda game,
or
which is
6
why
gig
y'all
of
should
RAM though,
watch it
because
after this run.
it
Donate
is
for Lori.
This is live,
light
so you
on
can
the
like, skip
hardware.
to the next run. You gotta watch it, but then you should watch Link's Awakening.
I think we have some Bongos fans in here.
I would not. Wait.
That was on me. I set you up for that.
Yeah.
You're being
got a
so
pineapple
good,
on his head.
audience.
Yeah, this is one of the trickier tusks.
What?
It starts off pretty simple, but I will let somebody
This is
else
wild.
explain the second phase once we get there in a moment.
Yeah, so basically this
that an elephant
tusk
with a cannon
introduces
for a
the laser
snout?
nozzle. So after getting
Yeah,
to
let me look.
phase 2 here, Vitusk is going to equip
Yeah,
that
let's play
laser
Mammoth.
nozzle and attempt to do a very long attack where it's a cross-screen
From,
sweeping laser, which we can skip ideally by having a pineapple ready to go. You can just like bonk it after the laser starts with a pineapple to stop the laser attack, during which the vacuum nozzle will still be pointed down at the ground. And so Lori's gonna run right
Just
to
like
that
that.
pineapple. Very
Oh, nice.
clean.
At this point, you can clap. The fight's pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
It's crazy where it has like a microphone on it, so they were like,
you probably helped with that.
"Oh,
I mean,
at
somebody
the
threw
beginning,
pineapple
like,
early, so I
please
guess
don't
I shouldn't have said
don't
that, but
clap
it was
too
funny.
only during like
Minneapolis,
certain
you're
times
doing
because it would fuck with
Yeah.
it."
That's actually kind of hilarious.
Yeah,
Wait, is this like remote drumming? Is this
Don't
what's happening?
clap.
right.
Or if you PB, are you gonna have
What
to
do you
like
mean,
submit
don't
like
clip?
a co-op with everyone in the room? Is that allowed?
Is it Debbie Downer of me to say I don't think this is PBing?
Okay, it's okay.
Never give up, never surrender.
Never
I
give up,
believe-
never what? Never give up, never what?
That'd be kind of crazy if it was like audience participation though.
Someone say no. Okay,
Someone's
All
mad.
right, I guess we're surrendering. Sorry,
Okay,
sorry.
my bad.
Yeah. So we have just one more set of levels in the main run here. The J barrel is gonna get pretty tricky. Every barrel, I would say,
The
there's like a
J
pretty
barrel.
noticeable like jump up in difficulty from
DKJ.
the last, and this one you definitely feel it. So starting off with Cherry Kingdom, we're gonna get Aurora Glacier with our first like notable use of ice physics for some skips.
Yeah, and
Ooh, ice physics.
there's an infinite wall clap in this level that has a couple
damn it.
different levels of success and one very bad level of failure, which we won't jinx by mentioning. But the goal of this,
So it has 2 levels of success, and that's it.
yeah, exactly, 2 levels of success and that's it. The goal and 1 partial success.
And
The
I
goal,
won't soft lock on it.
Okay, well,
okay.
since Lori mentioned
Boo.
it, the goal of
Famous
this
last words.
IWC is to clip past the mini boss, following that to the mini boss, and following that just before. We got the good success case, which is we clipped to the mini boss. So now we just have to
So how
deal
many times have
with
you heard this?
one
This
of
has
these
never
two
happened
mini
before
bosses
in a stream
functionally, because
during
we clipped so
SGDQ
far
ever.
as to not have to deal with the right one.
Quite a few.
Yes,
I
I
haven't,
know.
I haven't heard it
the other one, and
that
then
much yet
going.
on
It is that
this.
fast.
Yeah, so
GDQ.
there's like an absurd success case where
Sunday,
you clip
day
into
one,
this
Sunday.
tunnel
I think it
right
was like
here,
the first or second game.
which-
It was said,
How many times did you
Yep.
say you've gotten
and I
that
was
before?
like, "Oh,
Twice ever?
they said
Yeah.
the thing
So we
already,
are
right
thriving
away."
right now.
That's an adorable fish.
Yep, yep,
Close
yep.
my eyes. That's an adorable fish, though.
I like fish.
Yeah.
I've heard it a
Alright,
few
I
times. I
guess
think
I'm
like 3
overruled.
times so far, but I haven't watched anything
Well,
at all
maybe
today
in, like, the donation
until I got
comments, we
home.
can hear about how people like the
So I was
fish,
pretty
maybe.
busy
Yeah,
at work.
stupid work.
Yeah, I got to
do,
work,
like a
so
bonus any percent run of Link's Awakening DX and
That has a
good
fish in
ending
it.
milestone.
Yeah.
that's into my
Wolfenstein.
GDQ time. That's why I took
So
Thursday,
much
Friday
right
off.
now on this Monday night.
Yeah, what an absurdly stacked Monday night. Y'all, it is day 2 of the marathon.
So
It feels
I'm
like so much has
so with my
already happened this
touchscreen all-in-one
Yeah.
thing, I'm trying to figure out what I
We
was
are
gonna
only
do. So I was gonna try to
$2,100
set up like
away
buttons
from
and stuff for it.
getting that
But
300K
I'm curious
milestone
if
and
you
stomping
have
out
any
fascism.
suggestions
Yeah, I
on
don't
what you
know
would
if
use
you,
a
have heard
touchscreen
about this
computer
before, but I
for.
actually talked to
Like
Donkey Kong
it could be
before this run
literally
started,
anything.
and
I'm just trying to think
yeah,
of
he
a
said
project
he
I could use it
hates
for.
fascists.
There's your proof.
Okay, perfect.
And
I would
he
use a
wants to
touchscreen
see some
computer
fascists
for-
get stomped.
Because I mean, you could use it for literally anything,
Well, in
like
this game, they would get clapped.
you know,
but-
like a
Well, so, yeah,
security
that's it.
monitoring
He claps, but
station,
he
or
wants to make sure that he can see
Oh,
if he
you know,
gets
a
stomped.
button
With
thing
his
for
foot?
streaming,
someone
like
else
all sorts of
Okay,
stuff.
okay.
Yeah, 'cause he's stuck
Well, I'm
in
just
this
trying to think
game
of a really good
universe, but
project
he
that I
can
can
see
use it for.
others.
Yeah, okay. It's like Wreck-It Ralph.
Here.
That's a good question.
For those of you like who aren't in person, I was like making eye contact with our host
I'm not very
backstage.
creative.
I know, right? Same here. I'm just sitting there thinking like,
This
I
would
can
be
only
like,
think of
"Bro,
a
you
couple
got a
things
more
that it's like,
donations, you can keep
yeah, they're
coming for
cool,
one
but
more
I would
second here."
much
We
rather
have
use it for something
$20
like
from
really
JC.
cool, you know?
These boots are made for stomping, and that's just what they'll do. Let's donate to Stomp Fascists and go fast at GDQ.
Oh, that rhymes.
Nice.
It's almost like it's a song.
That was
Yeah,
good.
it's-
I was gonna turn it
Do we
into
have
like an
another-
emulation
time for another quick
station,
one?
I think
Okay.
that's
Start
but
it
this
off.
thing
Let's cheer
is
for
so
stomping out
old
fascists, though,
that
really.
it's not. I think it's
don't
gonna
wanna,
struggle with
like,
PS1
Go
games,
over that, yeah. Stomping
so it's
fascism
not
is
gonna
always
be able to
good,
be fast enough.
especially with
Plus, I have my laptop that
in 2
it's
runs, our
mobile
next
and
runner,
can play
Anarchy. So
emulated games. So
It's going to be a great time. Hard Rock is the first Rock boss fight that's kind of actually a boss fight, as opposed to the prior Rock fights where you could
I was
phase skip
kinda
and basically
thinking
kill
that
the boss
maybe one use I
instantly.
could have for
Lori
this
does have
touchscreen
to
is
play
I
a
could
little bit
set up like a-
reactively here in order to actually stun the egg,
Something
I
like,
guess,
for, like,
and then
online
get damage
D&D,
on the boss, and we will
where you
see
could, like,
phase
press
shift in
things
this,
and it
so
would
we're
do
just
certain
generally
things on
hoping
the-
Rock
on
commits to
the
one
screen.
side of the arena, which he is currently not doing.
very rude, honestly.
Yeah, he's not
But-
doing it. Oh,
Yeah,
I need to be
that
careful.
would
My health
require a lot of
And
setup.
I do want to mention that the other ones,
Yeah.
it was mentioned before very, very briefly that they had double damage. This one does not.
But
correct?
I do
Yes.
know you did say that she wanted to try
You can see I'm only
playing
doing
some
like
D&D online.
170 in
sometime.
that match, which is still a good
Oh,
match.
that's right.
Yeah, if you have never attempted to play this, I tried it out in the practice room earlier
Currently,
today.
my group is
if you have never
playing
attempted to mash the DK
Game of
bongos
Thrones
for your
styled,
life, Lori makes it
Pathfinder.
look absurdly easy,
Ooh,
and it is
Game of
by no
Thrones.
means easy.
Yeah, it's just kind of a throwaway one because
Floated.
the
Floated is just
main
is
place we
just
play at, their
ridiculous
basement
at
was
this
getting
video
like
game.
renovated
It's
because
very
they were
weird,
having some
'cause I
problems with
love
like plumbing and
asking,
stuff.
Like the audience for like.
Okay.
So we haven't been able to
feedback
play there
of,
for like
who
over a
did the
month.
boss.
So
But yeah,
they were like,
know they're already
let's
cheering,
just
but here,
go to
Lori
someone's
is
house and
absolutely
just do a short little campaign. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
That
I'm
was,
not gonna say no.
how do I put this? I think that is the biggest struggle I've ever had on Hard Rock that I feel like wasn't my fault.
because it wasn't.
There are some, I mean, it wasn't. I mean that genuinely.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like, I just mess up. That happens. But, like, again, we want that boss to commit to a side so we can reach them and then, like, recover after the stun to still,
409
like,
beats.
make it to the attack, like, as soon as possible. And he just did, like, so many bad attacks, like, over on top of me and, like, to really bad sides. So I'm glad
Nope,
I didn't take too much
25%
damage
to
that I lost my Silver
Zelda
Crest,
run.
because then we would have to back it up.
It's like they gotta hurry.
Yeah, fortunately, there are some late levels that we can
They have
go for
plenty of time
further
on this one,
crests
though.
on, so there are viable backups, but like
Yeah.
They have plenty
the
of time on
margins
this
can
one.
get a little scary.
Is it
For
next?
sure.
Especially like going fast in this speed run.
So it's a bonus run. So they're not upgrading or anything like that. It's just so they have until the
little bit
end
snapping.
of
The absolute
the Zelda
troll
run to
snapping
make the
for the clap sensor. You love to see it.
Yeah. So this stage has a little bit of
No,
Like this one had to be.
swimming
The
at
incentive
start,
is the Zelda run,
but
is what I'm
once
saying.
we're out of the
No,
water, we
it's
have
not.
another one of the hardest
it an upgrade too?
IWCs.
No,
mainly
it's-
due to the
it's-
geometry we do it off of.
So they're
And
running
once
the
I
Zelda
get it,
Link's
the level
Awakening.
is
They're running that one no
far
matter
from
what.
being done being cool.
However,
so
the incentive is to run
Yeah, as we
a
get into like
Oh,
80%.
80%.
segment of
Gotcha, I
levels.
see
at
it.
the end of this next
I
level.
see it,
So
which is
a
like
lot of these
3
levels are
minutes
just-
or
they
something
have
like
a
that.
bunch of
Is the
features
run.
just in
Yes.
a row.
Okay, I
So
get it.
Everything's so
I get a
fast.
full
Gotcha.
run,
Gonna keep ramping up.
like
as we
glitchless,
get
and then
later
it's
and later in.
yeah, I'm trying to get
Watching
back
them
to
beat it in
attempt this
3
one
minutes.
again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the ice physics in this game
Nice.
are brutal. And
Yeah.
in
I
case
would like
you've
to see that.
somehow forgotten, we're playing on
That'd
a
be
pair
cool.
of bongos right
Yeah,
now.
we're actually using like one of the special layouts where like the
this
camera's
game
really big. I don't know if you
was a
noticed.
bonus game.
Yes.
You gotta.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
gotta for the bongos.
Of course.
So this,
I know,
know,
right?
because of the ice physics, and also as Lori mentioned,
How you doing,
because
Hewitt?
the top of that platform like slopes up a little. That looks
Whoa.
good.
Yep.
Got it.
It's like a zip.
Nice.
They're doing like a
Very
zip.
muted claps.
So,
So imagine
crazy.
you're like watching golf. Like,
yeah.
Whoa.
But we're not remotely over. We need to play tennis with this mini boss, but we have to do it while the mini boss is facing away from us. That was so clean.
I'm surprised I hit that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the first hit comes from the mouth
that
there,
fish.
but if you're too
Right.
close to the fish, it will like not play with you. So the positioning to get the fish to fire at you from behind without the projectile just like running into a wall and getting destroyed is. It's kind of tight, and I'm really surprised the position I was in worked, but I mean, that just makes it look cooler. Aw, dang.
also in this segment, I just want to shout out we are getting even closer, and even mega closer to that $300,000
Oh yeah.
milestone for
Almost
Wolfenstein 2.
300,000.
We were only about $1,700 away from getting that.
I was just about to ask because I
Yep.
can't do math. So
Very, very close.
I don't have to do that. Do the math. They do it for me.
That's so winnable, chat.
I could have done math,
this
but
run,
I'm
like pretty please, pretty
preoccupied.
Yeah, if you are anywhere near the stream room right now, the pop-off for that will be absolutely legendary, and it would be an honor for us to share it with you.
Yeah, it would mean the world to us.
Every single
surprised how many
donation
people
that
are
you put in
there
right now
tonight,
goes
actually,
towards that
in the,
milestone.
crowd.
I know.
So get those in.
There's usually
and
not
go
that many
ahead and
people on
also
Monday.
apply it to that bonus any % run incentive.
Yeah, do not sleep on that incentive. It is super cool. You do want to see it.
I feel like
Ryan Ford is an
they've
incredible runner
started
with
off
a
doing a better job of
floated
having some
couch.
bigger
You
games
don't wanna
on
miss it.
Monday, though.
So
Yeah.
that,
Because in previous ones,
real
they
quick,
kind of had
in
games
this
that were
level,
not
Lori
like,
did a
super
strat
big
known
on a
as,
Monday
and
night.
I'm absolutely making this up. Do not the bird. Basically, if you actually grab the Helibird in this level, it changes the cycle of the
Ooh,
mini boss
the
that Lori
John
just sort of
Cena
very
movie.
casually ducked underneath there, because the mini boss likes to open up with like a gust of wind attack.
Which movie is that?
Knocks you all the way to
Which
the
movie
left.
is this new movie?
So by doing those multiple IWCs, she was able to just simply skip it. So I guess this is life advice. Contrary to my name, do not the bird.
Do not the bird.
And if you thought this level was done with IWCs, this one's funky.
Yeah, because we got these like moving and rotating
Wait,
platforms
did they remake
here,
Running
but we
Man?
still need the extra claps.
But what?
I see a movie called Running Man. That's
Got it.
like new.
Yeah, and in theory, if you didn't have lungs, would you be able to just IWC forever and ever and ever?
Cena. Let's...
Because I know you're pausing, and is that just to catch your breath?
Yes. Although
Is it
it's
Heads
not
of
the
State?
longest pause. We'll talk about that soon.
Okay, yeah.
That's a 2025 movie.
All I'm saying is, like, if like someone had like an air compressor, is that like a TAS?
Ask me in 10 minutes. So this is Torch Tusk. I said the strats on the later Tusks in the game were funny. This one isn't funny because it's hard like Grave Tusk. It's funny because this
Okay,
guy is
it's
just
not
getting
out
put in
yet.
the washing machine.
Gotcha.
I do rock with the washing machine.
Me too.
So yeah, it must be that one.
So, for some reason,
Or
unlike the first two
Yeah,
Tusks,
it's
when we
safe,
put
okay,
a pineapple
cool.
in here,
looks
when
pretty
we
good.
get to stun,
I'll watch it.
it doesn't matter if we attach all the pineapples. That phase will just always go on that long. So I grab that pineapple before the attack ends and hold on to it, and we're just gonna like loop this guy.
Yeah, it is a perfect stun lock as long as Lori gets to the other pineapple spawn in that extremely generous stun timer. There's literally nothing
Alright,
Torch
Hyper.
Tusk can do.
I need to figure
What's
out
up?
what
I
type
love
of
Wobble.
memory this thing takes.
Less than 900 for that 300K.
What?
Let's
Wait,
go.
that is so
My
close.
touchscreen all in one.
That
I
like
just
popped. I like was watching. I was watching.
But unfortunately, I
Going
have to
even
open it
now.
up.
Holy moly. We can
Because
Oh.
I need to see
Oh, right.
how many
Oh, okay.
slots it
What
has
kind of
and
RAM?
I know
what
something
kind
was
of
that
RAM.
snipe.
Because it
I
might
say
use
so
laptop
close.
RAM,
Put it
I'm not
over so
sure.
we can all
Some of the
pop
all-in
off
ones
when
use like,
there's
you know,
no
smaller
bongo
laptop
gameplay
parts.
Yeah,
happening.
there's like 30 seconds
yeah.
cutscene. Go, go, go.
No, I have
Oh, come on, please. Go, go, go.
I have not had a chance to yet
Just
do
go,
it,
go,
but I am definitely going to watch it.
Bongo,
707, I think.
bongo,
Bongo, bongo.
Ooh, it's almost there.
How
getting
did
close.
the crowd get bigger? What?
Oh my goodness.
700.
I will say, the next stage we have is another all hoofer stage, like the start of Orange. Y'all can get loud during that stage. I don't mind. This like next ice stage, get loud.
Yeah, we're gonna make some noise for that 300K.
I thought this would be hard to open, but it actually has like
626
things
to
that release
go.
that just slide off.
And remember to put it to the Zelda any percent run incentive. That's going to be coming up right after this, and then also the next run. But still, you don't want to sleep on that. It's so cool. Oh, we were
under 600.
Oh, yeah, that is so close. I'm positive we can do that.
I'm waiting with bated breath.
You ever
Oh,
run
my heart's
Invasion?
pounding right now.
You want to look up the serial
Exhilarating.
number?
Yo, under
Oh,
5.
Well, I can just tear off the back right now. It's really easy,
Under
actually.
3.
Oh yeah.
Come on, for the bongos.
Yeah, I can just take the
chat.
back
I
case
believe
off.
in you.
It just slides right off with the
86 to go.
2 clips. So
Hurry so we can pop
So might as well
off
just
at the
look.
right time.
Oh, it's almost there.
Hofer
Almost
hates
there.
fascists too.
So does Orko, I guess.
So does
Yeah, it basically looks like a
Orko.
laptop, and it does
I'm
use
fighting
laptop
this guy,
memory.
so I don't know if
The
that's about
entire
Ah.
DK
We want to get rid of
crew.
the worst
Oh
guys
wow,
you've
it
ever
has an
seen.
old
Yeah.
5.25
This
inch
lizard
hard
and
drive.
fascism.
Wow.
146.
Terrible, by the way.
Like I knew it had a spinny drive, but I didn't think it was like a giant drive. That's
You're
crazy.
right there.
We're right
Oh, I
there.
believe
How
it.
much?
Do it. Who's gonna be the one that
how
puts
much?
us over?
Just space.
It
Who's-
could be
just
you.
512.
Who's gonna be the ones to say I defeated
512 gigs.
fascism today?
Which I am looking at a 512 SSD to
And
replace
like
it.
jaunty music to it too. You love
This
it.
is
It's
intense.
DDR3.
I'm
I
about
did
to
look
tell
up the
you.
type of memory,
Yeah, and
but I
if
just
you're
didn't know
watching on Twitch or-
if it was
or,
laptop
like,
or
you don't
desktop
have the donation page
RAM.
pulled up, you can still donate through
And
Twitch
it's
chat with the
laptop.
Twitch charity tool.
It's
And
laptop.
make sure to download the extension so you can
Yeah,
put that
most
money
all-in-ones,
towards the
you open it up and it
116
basically
to
a
go.
laptop inside
You're
of
right there.
the case.
Final 100. Come on.
91.
One.
$92.
Almost there.
The lizard just blew up. We have one more
We're racing right now.
y'all.
We're racing.
All right, I got it in my.
Yo, sub 50.
11.
Chat, you better be so
Oh
ready.
man, it's
I'm
got
gonna do a big jump
$12
for
left.
300K.
$7.
Yeah!
Hey,
300K.
there it does it.
Oh,
You don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, sorry.
There's plenty of
Let's go
stuff I can use
chat.
this for. You must not have been here for my conversation on the touchscreen button thing. Like I can turn this into a
Make
stream
some
deck if I
noise
want
in
to,
the
kind of
audience
thing.
Right now. Because you
For
won't be able to soon.
for
but
free.
I didn't know that
Or
minigame like
three,
sloped
he
down like
says.
that and gave you an extra like 800 on that jump.
Yes.
I've never done
yeah,
that well
I
on
was
it.
about to
Yeah.
say, was that a PB?
Yes.
DDR3
I had my memory
1200.
card in, yes.
That is $300,000
Yes.
raised for
1600
Doctors Without
megahertz,
Borders.
which I know is
Thank
crappy,
you,
but
everybody, so much.
it'll-
You are
it'll be fine. I
incredible.
can use it for
love
something.
This.
Oh, thank
Pop
you
an
so
SSD in
much.
there.
Thank
There
you
you
for
go.
being quiet with like the scattered
Oh my
cheers.
god. I can feel the energy in this room and the urge to like pop off for Lori, pop off against fascists, and thank you for letting us do the speed run. At the end of this run, we're gonna let it all out.
Feel free to get loud for like a couple seconds once I get on the bird later.
Yeah, this level is also just sort of general movement, nothing we haven't really discussed before. So Rara,
Except
if you
figure
want
out how to
to
get the hard
send
drive
some
out.
of the love that got us to that 300K, now is a
Screwdriver?
great time.
You betcha. $25 from EV.
No, like the
Shout-outs
mechanism
to
to get the
Kongs
thing out.
Against Fascism. Also, shout out
that.
to Kongs for
Smart
trans
ass.
rights. Woo! DK is a great guy. $20 from Wiggly Type. Lori's BPM skills are amazing. BPM meaning bongos per minute.
I only see one pair of bongos. Two,
And
is that the-
$25 from Selamiri. 300K. Hype!
Hi.
Oh, you guys got me 8 beats.
Hey, far.
Oh, wow,
Co-op
that's right.
run.
Perfect.
Hey, got it out.
I'm just a fan of that move. It's like
I might
not
have to get
hard.
a
It's very
SSD
intended
cage
by the
thing
game,
to
but I
go
just like
inside
it.
of it.
Yeah, sometimes stuff is just chill, and that's
Yeah.
okay.
I don't know. Sometimes I just put it in there, plop it in there in a
This is the
certain way. You know,
weirdest
I don't
situation
really
we've
care
ever
too
been
much
in.
about an SSD moving around a
so
little
much
bit.
energy. Like it is inexplainable. to
It
anyone
doesn't
who's
have
not in
mechanical
this arena
parts, it's
right
fine.
now. Like if you're watching in the hotel room and you're like on site.
Oh my God, how do I get the
down
thing
here,
out of the
genuinely,
cage?
There's huge energy right now.
Oh my
The
God.
vibes
When I
are
say the last level
impeccable.
is awesome.
How the hell does this come out?
But we do have a small mini boss here. Hopefully I can grab it from here. Hello?
Oh,
There we go.
pull out. Okay.
Nice.
Nice.
There we go.
Oh, hey, it's the fruit that lets you get loud.
Got it.
Yo, let's go.
I don't know if that's coming in through like the crowd mic or through our mics, but we are so loud right now. We are about to get into a boss though, so maybe not.
What if I like
Yeah.
pigs,
Maybe-
even?
This boss, I mean, it's a hog, so it's not hard. But the problem is, this arena
Little
is
teacup
like
piggies are
made
cute.
by evil forces.
This looks like Melee.
Yeah.
I like Melee.
Yeah, this melee's no fun.
Wait, you never seen a teacup
much
pig?
like with Hard Rock, Lori has to play
Nope.
reactive.
They're little tiny
to this
tiny
hog
pigs. Like they're
because
pigs that
mostly
are like
because of the
cat
stage
size,
layout more
basically.
than anything else.
Yeah.
The hog just
Okay.
has fast jumps and DK
They're
cannot
adorable.
move quite that fast.
you say so.
we're reacting to all of these attacks.
Pigs
Yeah,
are
we can only
smart
do
too.
so much. We're playing literally on the bongos. Again, look at the camera. Again, thank you for all the generous donations for both 100,000 and to unlock this run. That's incredible. But
That was really good.
Nice.
really good. But again,
See how
yeah,
much
we can't
RPM
move that
this
fast.
thing
We're
is.
playing on the bongos, so you have to play super reactive.
Yeah.
How fast is it?
It's also just the attacks too. That
What?
electricity
Are they
attack
seriously
that
gonna make me
Warthog
look
gets
up the
at start of
model?
Phase 2 does like 50
Yeah,
damage.
it looks like it.
It doesn't say it on the hard
so-
drive. What the hell?
That's 50 beats lost if you get hit there.
Ugh. It's because it's Seagate. That's why they fucking suck.
Yeah, we have one
hate
set of
Seagate.
levels left for the cactus.
We have one
Seagate
kingdom
is
left
the
before
worst
Cactus.
hard
Yep.
drive manufacturer
And it
that
is
exists. Hands
a level
down.
you're gonna recognize.
Why do you say that?
And a level that you might
They
not
have the
recognize,
worst
but you will
reliability
love,
record of
I
any of
promise.
them. Their
Yeah, and
customer
so
service sucks ass.
As we get into
Their hard drives are
Durham,
constantly
this
going bad.
Next level
I've
is something
experienced
that
it
we've been
personally
sort of
many
calling in
times.
Practice hold forward but hard. But I do want to set
Not a fan
something
of
up
Seagate.
for the level after this.
Western
which
Digital
is
is
there's
way
one
better.
last bit
They're
of
not the
tech
best, but
for this run.
they're way
called the
better than Seagate.
extended IWC, the like infinite wall clap. So Lori's been pausing a couple of times throughout this run during IWCs in order to just catch her
well-
breath. But also, this game has like a clap limit where there's
No,
only
I have seen
so
it
much
personally,
vertical
Hewitt,
momentum
okay?
that you can get with an IWC unless
Every
you pause
single
and
Seagate
do
hard
it.
drive that
And
I've
for
come into
this last
contact with
IWC,
over the years of
we'd
my
like
IT experience has
everyone
gone
in
bad
the room with
eventually,
us
and like way
to
faster than it should.
Also blow into your DK
We need your energy.
bongos. We need one
Everyone in the crowd, everyone at home.
massive IWC
Yeah.
from everyone here
I also
on
had
Durian 2.
bought
So you know,
two
guess how many minutes ago?
two
I said
Seagate
the thing
drives
where
to
we
use
said
as a
asking 10
backup
minutes.
mirrored system,
We're
and
We got it.
within
We're locked in.
we're
It's
locked
a
in.
week
I think
they
I'm going
both
too
went
fast
bad.
for my own comments.
and lost all my data.
Wow.
It's not this IWC, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah, we're
okay.
gonna do one minor IWC for movement, but it's towards the start of Durian 2.
It's gonna be after the.
So yeah, I never
Spider.
buy Seagate hard
Yeah,
drives.
Why is there
'cause
another one?
Our second and final
with not the time when I stopped buying Seagate hard drives was when I had virtually little to no issues
for,
with
like,
hard
the
drives
2 claps.
going bad.
It's
let's just
so
say.
good. It's so good.
Oh, look.
My Toshiba ones on the Plex server every once in a while go bad, but it's just like one here and there,
We're
and
getting louder every single
it's
time.
under warranty and I can just get it swapped. So
This is
Not a big
how
deal.
it's Cons against
Yeah.
fascism.
All right, here we go.
All right, here's the extended IWC. Minneapolis, are you ready?
alright, let's open my SSD.
That is hilarious.
This was only $30. Might as well. Nice. Oh my god, that's crazy.
Okay, over again. This is like the anti-ASMR.
No.
When we get to the end of the level, that will be another pop-off. Thank you so much, Minneapolis.
That was great.
That was
Thank
a
you
lot of
so
fun.
much.
That was beautiful. And now we have this like forced wait. It's so funny. I love this. I love this game with my whole heart.
Imagine a circular platform with a gap in the middle.
Yeah.
Rotate it
That's
in your mind.
Yeah, exactly.
I do love this level, just aesthetically, especially at the end when it starts like the burning climb.
Do I even have to say it? We've been here for 53 minutes. You know a big fruit when you see it.
There's 3 of them on stage. Someone liked that joke, thank you.
I think I found the exact
We have some gigglers in the
RAM for this thing.
Yeah,
That's the
so
4 gig
Ninja
stick.
Kong is a pretty cool
Yeah,
Kong
I
fight.
found the
idea
exact
is that
RAM.
he has an attack sequence where I have to like
It's
throw a punch at him.
$7 for 4
Yeah.
gigs. That's how old
This
it
is
is.
actually like very cool
That is-
back and forths. I would argue that QTEs and boss fights have not improved since Donkey Kong Jungle.
Oh yeah, no, we peaked here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, maybe like Hi-Fi Rush.
That's fair.
Yeah,
Hi-Fi
yeah.
Rush
How
has
do you
some
play
slick
that?
ones.
I have it on my RGL. I can let you beat the game while you're here.
Oh,
All right, we got one more
I
three
can
hit
get
to
a.
dodge. Nice.
Nice.
I can get two 8 gig sticks
I still feel
for
really bad clapping over here.
So
$17
it's
that has
scary.
slightly better
But we're into the final
latency.
2 levels of the run.
Cache.
The final level.
Cache
the
latency.
final, the final level,
Final
at
level, but
boss
there's like a
fight.
couple sections.
Yeah.
That's fine.
But it's
You
time
get it.
tech. I've never heard of that
We're
company.
under the
before.
run. Get excited.
Yeah.
So remember at the very beginning when I said we need 22 crests to
I think I'll just
beat
go with
this
the
category.
original
Oh, look,
one.
it says 21.
'cause that way I know it'll work.
We did it.
We did it. Wow.
Our routing was good.
You think it'll work?
I played the game I practiced.
Well, it's like I'm looking at it. It's the exact.
So Cactus
Same
King
RAM
is the final
module.
boss of the Cactus King run.
Like I'm
Funny enough,
looking at a
wouldn't have
picture of it.
guessed.
The sticker is even
might be
exactly the
surprised.
same.
I see.
Basically, there's a very
Hey,
short
Jeanette.
walk up to the boss. Lori's going
Hey,
to do
Jeanette,
one
how's it
final
going?
IWC, lightly extended
Welcome to a
IWC.
chill night.
Basically to just try and click
Yeah,
into
add
the
to
trigger
cart.
that
There we
actually
go.
starts the boss fight. It saves like a handful
So my
of
total
seconds
cost of
over taking the
upgrading this
bird
thing
up
to
into
be
the trigger the
somewhat
honest way.
decent,
I don't
usable
want to honest here because I
is
think IWCs are difficult.
$40.
This is true.
Yeah,
Not
this
too
is
bad.
more honest,
Not too
honestly.
bad.
And I nearly had to spend over 10 times that amount.
Yeah, well, you were having building a gaming PC. This is just a
I
touch screen
upgrading
PC.
I'll
so-
go with one more time though.
Yeah, for the
Yeah.
I
people.
forgot I hit chat.
So,
One more time. One more time.
There it is.
There it is.
Yay!
So, Cactus King goes super fast. Time is going to be coming up. It is
Oh,
as
so
soon
I'm
as
trying
the
to get
boss's
a Mega
health
Man
bar
Maker
is fully
account, but,
depleted.
I
There's two
am
quick parts
sitting
to this
here
fight.
waiting
First,
on an
We
email.
have to knock Cactus
Oh,
King off
that
of the
sucks.
mount, which
Yeah,
will just
they
be
had to
one
verify
attack
my
cycle
email.
to destroy it. And then Cactus
Oh,
King
nice,
has
Jeanette.
multiple
And
vulnerable parts
online
all
service.
over his body.
Yeah,
Jeanette's
Breath of the
and
Wild.
set up a
Breath of the
stun lock
Wild,
against
very
the boss
nice.
by throwing
Very
Cactus King
cool.
into the wall and then clapping
Very
at the
fun.
back of his neck, which will enable a stun
Are
where
you playing
DK
it
just like
on Switch or
overhead
Switch 2?
throws him back into
Yeah.
the wall, rinse and repeat until dead.
Yeah, it is genuinely just that. You're going to be seeing the most
Oh,
violent combat in Donkey Kong game
nice.
probably
I
ever.
can
Hey,
get
we're
both
still
of them
locked
on
in.
Thursday
Don't laugh.
together.
This is serious business.
But in about 140
nice.
health here.
And time.
That'll be a nice project on Thursday.
Load.
Won't take long.
okay.
Thank you so much for the donations. You
Thank you so
paid
much
for
for beating
this.
the bonus game.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Nice order.
Lori, you might want to look back.
I know.
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
Regular Switch? Okay, nice.
Yeah.
It is really hard to like talk about the scale of what's happening in the streamer right now. For people not here, it is genuinely like electric.
Yeah.
It is day 2, y'all.
Ew.
It's Monday night.
It's like 8 on a Monday. So I have a few
It
things
is
I
8
want
on
to
a
say,
Monday.
so I will let you two say any.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
if
is.
you'd
That
like
is,
to
that is
first.
exactly
I will
right.
keep it
You are
super
correct.
brief. Thank you
It
so
is.
much, Lori, for letting me come up here. Thank you so much, Minneapolis, for all of this hype. Trans liberation, yesterday, today, and forever.
Yeah.
Ooh, you know what I'm just thinking of?
What's up?
I just wanted to say thank you for
This
everyone here
actually
for
fits
literally defeating
hard
fascism.
drive.
Like I can't really say that
'Cause
for
it's
most
like a
runs.
specific
And thank you,
slot
Lori, for
it's
having me
got
on. I've known you, like I
Oh,
said,
yeah,
for
okay.
so long.
So
It
long.
does mean so much as your self-proclaimed best
I could
friend.
just use I could just not use the cage.
Yeah, you've known me
I mean,
since,
I
like,
could probably still use the
2014.
cage.
Yeah,
I'll see if I
which is
can.
like the
We were
But
both
if I
sweet
can't
buds
use the
when
cage, I
kids
can
beat
literally
our
just
women.
plug it in on the
Which is-
thing and it'll sit in there.
2014
So
is the first
yeah,
time
that'll
I
be
like
fine.
watched a live GDQ run,
That'll be
and
fine.
ever since then I wanted to be on the stage, and it took 11 long years.
Placing
I
order. for
I've traded them for the world. I'm
40
happy
bucks.
to be, again, with this game at
40
the time that
bucks.
I am. So just thank you so much for having
40
me.
bucks to upgrade
I'll try
this
and be
thing.
as fast as I can, but I want to shout out a lot of
Nice.
people. First off, I want to shout out this game's speedrun community. It's a very small group, but a group that has transformed this game into something amazing. Shout outs to Boone, Pie Pusher, and Blunderstab. Again, just like a really solid group of people very dedicated to the game. I also want to shout out a bunch of the speedrunning communities I've been in that have helped me build up like my love for the community as a whole. Shout outs to groups like Speed Stuff for Charity, Midwest Speed
Not
Fest,
to break
of course,
my
Frame
current RAM
Fatales,
stick.
and Fastest Furs. All of you mean
So I'm
so
not
much to
stuck
me.
with just the same amount of RAM when the
I'm
new
gonna
one
shout
comes
out a
in.
bunch of individual friends in the funniest umbrella possible. I just want to take a second to shout out anybody.
Why the hell is my
in the
RAM
speedrun
so
community,
expensive?
Any sort of creative or just
'Cause this RAM is
anybody
super
listening
old.
to this who has autism, because it can be a struggle sometimes, but I wouldn't trade who I am for literally anything.
Do
And
you
I
realize
think it's
this is
beautiful that we're all
DDR3?
different.
Laptop memory.
The last
4
few
gig
shout-outs
stick
I want to make
from, like, years
I want to
and
shout
years
out
and years
to
ago.
the people I've been hanging out with at past and current GDQs, the Discord servers, CF, SH.
It's
you
because
two
you had
know
to
what
have the
servers
latest
you
and
are.
greatest.
Oh,
I mean, I'm just
Appreciate that.
googling it.
No, I
wanna
know, it's
Shout
just-
out
the
the
current
funniest name I
memory
can think
is
to shout
more
out this person
expensive
with. I want to
than
shout
it
out my
used to be,
special
sure.
son bunny. I love you very much, and I hope you enjoyed the run. And the very last person
And, like,
I
there's
wanted to
just
shout out
all these
was
brand names
the
that I've never
Yoshi
heard
Egg,
of.
because I just really
Oh,
want to.
yeah, there's a
again,
lot.
just
There's a
thank
lot of hard drive and
everyone
RAM
who's
brands out
important to
there
me
now that
ever,
are just
and
ridiculous.
Inspire everyone to be
It's like,
yourself.
do I trust them?
With that being said, I won't hold you
DDR4
here
is
any
only being
longer.
made by
Thank you so
one
much
company?
For meeting this bonus game once again.
What company
it means
is
the
that?
world that you all wanted to see this. My favorite Zelda game is up next, and who am I to
Let me
stop
look on
Fort
Amazon and
from
see what
doing
we got
amazing
here.
at
I don't
that.
think
So
that's true,
thank you all
because
so
I'm
much
looking
for
at
having me.
DDR4.
Enjoy the rest of
Well,
your SGDQ,
and there's, like-
and of course,
hold on.
trans rights.
It's saying made, because maybe there's still some available, but not being actually manufactured. Maybe.
Thank you so much, Lori, for that run. Thank you, everybody, for helping us hit 300K and for helping
Is
stop
that
out
why it's so
fascism.
expensive? Because I'm buying quote unquote used?
We have $25
No, you're buying.
from
You
the
bought DDR5
Bongos.
RAM,
Hit
not
me,
DDR4.
baby,
DDR4 is.
100 more times.
My machine only, my
poor
motherboard
Bongos.
only takes DDR.
Oh, it's
Yo,
only.
we will
It's
be right back.
DDR4.
We're going to take a quick break, but
Yes,
don't
my
go anywhere.
motherboard
Do
is
not touch that
DDR4.
dial. We have
You know
an
what? Let's look at the
incredible run
DDR5
of
RAM.
Legend
See
of
if
Zelda
they.
Link's
You
Awakening
got
DX
two 16 gig
coming right up.
sticks, right?
I'm right now it has two 8 gig, but I'm gonna.
But you bought the two 16 gigs, right?
No, not yet, because
Oh.
I'm
Was
upgrading my
getting
motherboard
so
to
much love during
and
that
it
run,
takes
and I would love to
DDR5.
take this quick moment to shout
All right, so let's
those
see.
out
You
for
were
her.
looking
We
at
got $25
the two
from
16 gig
Common
sticks in
625.
DDR4, and it was
When you
really
clap,
expensive,
stuff
right?
happens.
Yes.
Okay, so how much was it for?
We also have $50 from
It was about
Shizu.
75
Hi,
bucks
GDQ.
roughly,
Want to
right?
shout out Lori, a longtime
Yes.
friend who I'm happy to finally catch
Okay,
a run of yours. Sorry I can't catch your run in person, but excited to see you at the event later in the week. Show the power of the best rhythm game controller ever made.
I mean, you can get.
$5 from
Oh, no, that's
Pro,
886.
$38.93. I'm going $5 mode.
Yeah, it looks like it's about the same
Good
price.
luck,
honestly.
Lori. You're going to do great showcasing Jungle Beat. You got this, gamer. And you know what? She did
Yeah, it
do
looks
great
like it's pretty much
showcasing
about
that,
the same
didn't she?
price.
Everyone give it up one more time for Lori.
Okay.
We have $10 from Satan herself, Lori. As I've gotten to know you better over the past year or so, I've learned that you're one of the
And
most
that's why I'm asking questions like,
dedicated,
so what's the benefit
compassionate,
between
and welcoming
a
people I know.
mini ATX
and
and
you
a
like
full
mice with
ATX?
yo-yos, so that's awesome.
Just the
I'm
size.
so proud of you for
The
getting
mini
this game
ATX,
in and
it's
living
literally
your
just the
Donkey
size
Kong
of the
dreams.
motherboard.
Let's
That's the only
Bond
difference between
go.
them,
Right.
and like different ports
And-
available, kind of thing.
And it's
$10
mini.
from Van.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
so happy to finally see you on main stage.
So
you deserve
what
it
do you
so,
use
so
in
much.
your
Lots of love from
box?
the back couch, and I'll finish Purgatory
I
soon,
switched
I
over
promise.
to. Let's see, I can look at it.
And $50 for Mr. Shasta. Lori, I'm so happy to see you running on the main stage for the first time ever. And
I
with
switched
such
over to a normal
banger
ATX
run as
board
this,
because I went to a bigger
I'm so
case.
proud of you. You're
But that was
doing
because
so
I
well.
was
Keep it up.
upgrading my motherboard
Now
anyways,
put your
kind of
hands
thing.
together if you want to clap as she takes you through these bongo slaps. Boom!
Hey, Skylar, how's it going?
Hey, Skylar.
Thank you, audience, for clapping
So-
along. That made me feel really good.
Skylar showed up? I don't see his.
Everyone, we only
you
need
just like the stream.
$8,900 more dollars
Oh,
to
you
get
just
a
like-
bonus
okay.
80% run for The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening DX. You do not
The Legend of Zelda
want
Link's
to miss
Awakening
this. It's
DX,
going
that
to be
was for the Game Boy Color
absolutely
originally,
incredible.
and then they remade it for the Switch.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So if you upgrade my motherboard, I might have to upgrade my CPU and my RAM. Blah.
Well,
Okay.
you know, you might not have to upgrade the CPU. You might want to check the socket.
Everybody, don't forget that we now have that button where you can donate directly to MSF from our
Because if it's the
Twitch
same
channel.
socket, then
Click the donate
you
to charity
shouldn't
button
have
above
to
the
if you don't
stream,
want
and
to.
from the pop-up menu, you can donate directly to Doctors Without Borders. If you're on a desktop,
Well,
be
it's
sure to
an
authorize that Twitch
i7.
extension within 15 minutes of your donation in order to be able to apply your donation to an
Which is
incentive.
really good.
And while you're choosing an incentive,
It only
hit
has
that
6
bonus
cores,
80%
though.
run incentive.
oh no, only 6 cores. Oh,
Or only 4 cores. Or I think it
whatever
has
will
4
you do?
With that,
Or maybe
money,
only
we
has 4
have
cores.
now
Well,
passed
like whenever I try and run a game, it's like you
$24,000
only have
just
4
from
cores to
Twitch
run this game
donations.
optimally. You need one with
Y'all
6
saw that
cores.
button,
Like,
you hit it, you
Wait,
donated.
what? Really?
yeah, whenever I run.
So they're
the,
actually
Oblivion-
wow. So they're finally actually using the cores, huh? Because for the longest time, like no one was really using the cores optimally very much. So it was like, you know, I had like a 12-core processor, and it's like, oh, we're only going to use 2 of your cores while you're playing, and it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, so Oblivion Remastered does that. Like whenever I run it, it says your processor only has X amount of cores, but in order to run optimally, you need more. It's like, okay.
All right, so we got Link's Awakening DX next. Nice.
Yeah, where's the
Yo, while we're looking at the Twitch chat in general,
What is the next
y'all know
Zelda
that you
game
can
coming out?
gift subscriptions on Twitch?
that's a good. So the
Did
last
you
game that came out
also
was
know
The Legend of
that
Zelda: Echoes of
gifted
Wisdom,
subs are
which you actually got to play as Zelda.
currently for
Yes.
the
But
next
there is
7
no
hours?
new Zelda
By
game
gifting subscriptions to others, you can help them
announced at the moment.
come into the stream, no ads, and you also help Games Done Quick support their year-round content.
There's only
such as
speculation. There hasn't been an
hotfix.
official announcement yet, Jeanette.
Are you enjoying SGDQ?
I don't know if she's talking about
Make sure
the
to
run
check
that's
out
coming
GDQ
up or
hotfix,
the
our
actual
daily
Zelda
speedrun
game.
Oh, sorry, you're talking
programming
about
right here
the
on
run. I think you're
Games
talking
Done
about
Quick Twitch
SGDQ.
channel.
Sorry. I thought you were
Hotfix
talking about
features
like
a variety
like a
of
new
shows,
game.
events, and community
Yeah, it's Legend of
showcases
Zelda:
highlighting
Link's Awakening
speedrunners
DX,
and their
which is
incredible talents.
coming up.
Which I already
Whether
answered.
you're a seasoned
Yes.
runner or a
It's
casual
coming up.
speedrun fan,
Give it the
there's something
program
for
tonic.
everyone.
I know.
Type
I was reading
exclamation
about
point
the new
hotfix
stuff because I
for
thought
more
she was talking
info.
about that.
Welcome back, everybody, to Summer Games
Must
Done
have been a
Quick
lot of DK
2025,
lovers
powered
that
by
were there
Twitch.
earlier,
We
'cause
are here
there was a
supporting
lot
Doctors
of
Without
people in the
Borders.
crowd.
We have raised $300,994 for them. Thank you so much for all
Well,
of that
maybe they're getting
incredible
dinner,
love.
maybe they're just taking a break,
Coming
getting
up
up, stretching.
soon, we have
That could be.
The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening DX.
Oh,
And that is
for
one
those of you
do
that
not
don't
wanna
know,
miss,
they're
so
watching.
Make sure that you stick around for that.
SGDQ, they added this year on the stream, on the Twitch stream, if you open it in a browser, you can donate directly from Twitch.
While we get set
And
up
the
for
minimum
that,
donation is $1.
let's give a
So
shout
you
out
can
to one of
donate
our
literally
lovely
$1 if you
sponsors.
want.
Hell yeah.
Which is nice
The
because that kind of
iconic
gets people, you know, it's like, oh, I
Shinobi
can throw a
returns on
dollar at it.
August
And let's
29th
say
in an all-new
50,000
2D
people throw a
action
dollar, you have
platformer from
$50,000.
Sega.
You know?
With a unique hand-drawn look
Whereas I
created
think
by the
on
team behind the
their
hit brawler Streets
site,
of Rage 4,
it's a minimum
you'll
of
journey through a
$5?
stylistic
Yes.
new world,
If you do the normal
execute
donation
the
on
ninja
site, it's
arts
minimum
with
of $5.
precision, and
So,
master the way of the shinobi.
let's see, where's that? Is over
Pre-order
here?
Shinobi Art of Vengeance today,
Where
and
is
get ready
the
to avenge your clan.
thing at?
I don't know. Are you in full screen or?
No, I'm not in full screen anymore. I just got out of it.
I mean, there's a purple button that says donate to charity.
Oh, right.
We have $30 from Barry
Yes,
Sean. Let's
so
get that Link's
if you're
Awakening
on
incentive met.
The page,
Good luck,
if you just
Lori,
go
and
down
let's
to the
crush
donate to charity button, click on
fascism.
that. Then you can switch it to $1 or whatever you want, and you can put
We
in
have currently
custom amount
raised
too.
$6,500
But you can do a minimum
for
of
that out of the
$1.
remaining $15,000.
Wow, they've
We
raised
need to raise
$24,000 so far
$8,400 more
with
dollars
that-
before
with
the
this
end
spread.
of the Legend
Yeah.
of Zelda: Link's Awakening DX to
Which
get
is
that
amazing.
met. I don't know if y'all heard
Yeah.
about my friend Ryan Ford here, but he's a gamer. and he's really good at this game, and he's going to beat it super fast. So I want to get that incentive met as soon as we possibly can, so we can see
you know what, actually,
more Link, more Zelda, more
I need
games,
to
more fun.
move Anne's donation.
And we are
out of
ready for the
PayPal,
Legend
so
of
that
Zelda
I
Link's
can,
Awakening
then
DX.
donate.
80%, no wrong
that-
warps, no out of bounds. Clean, classic speedrunning on a Game Boy Legend. Keep those donations coming if you want even more Link. Ryan Ford, let's wake the windfish and dive into the dream.
Okay, here we go.
All right, that feels great. Yeah, Alice.
Yo. All right, welcome back, everybody. Yeah, if you've seen any of the 2024 GDQs in the morning,
It's the actual Game Boy
might have
Color
seen me
version.
before.
Yes.
Hope y'all are doing
Yeah,
well.
it's not the remake
I'm
one.
Ryan Ford, and
Or the
got
remaster.
the couch over here. Want to introduce yourselves?
Hi,
Uh-oh.
I'm Masters Evolution.
Oh, no.
I used to run this
Okay.
game
What?
a lot back in the day. I mostly run Undertale and Deltarune now, but I'm happy to
What's
be
happening?
here.
I'm Ice Blue.
What do you mean,
I've run
what's
this game in
happening?
the past. I also ran
stream.
LA, the Switch version. But I
Must be
mostly
you.
now
It
just
looks
run,
good
like,
to me.
RPGs and other stuff.
No, like
What's up,
there's no
TGH?
one sitting at the couch or
I
at
am
the
a
gaming
big
chair.
Zelda person,
Oh.
just in general. I ran
Oh,
this.
they just
quite a
cut
bit
to
of
that,
time ago,
okay.
And ready for this.
Yeah,
run.
what?
Okay,
Oh,
Okay,
wow,
they're-
so
Oh,
modest. Got the
oh,
world record,
they must
so-
have messed up the feed. Like, must have been an old
that.
video feed or something.
Right, all
There we
right,
go.
So everybody
Now they're
welcome
back.
It's okay.
Are y'all hyped?
There they're back.
All right, let's
I was
get
looking at
this
my
started.
phone,
So,
looking at PayPal, and I was like, "What are you talking about?"
I'm gonna pick somebody to start the timer. I didn't think about this.
I can do it.
All right, you can do
Want
it.
it? Three.
Go ahead.
Three?
Yep.
All right, so 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. Yo, I'm so hyped for this, actually. All right, so what was I gonna say? So there is about 25 seconds of downtime before I'm actually moving. So whoever wants to cover the rule set for this category?
Yeah. So first off, we're playing in Japanese. The 1.0 version specifically, there are some 1.0 exclusive glitches in the run, and Japanese is just for faster text. Any percent no woob, as we affectionately pronounce it. No wrong warp, no out of bounds. So wrong
No whoop.
warping. There's a very peculiar thing that happens if you enter a transition from submap to submap, which I guess we'll get into as we go. But from submap to submap, if you enter it at a weird coordinate where you're not
I love
supposed
how
to,
PayPal
it'll
tries
bring
to
you
trick
somewhere
you,
completely
hybrid.
different.
Oh,
You
yeah?
can't do that.
There's
Out
a
of bounds
when you
is
try
a
to
little
transfer it
bit
to your bank
actually
account
more complicated
from
to
PayPal.
explain.
It has two options. It says
So out of
instant
bounds
or
is,
within 3 business
there are
days.
actually a couple of things that stipulate out of bounds.
It doesn't say anything
So
about like
you
charges. It
can't
just says
transition
instant.
screens
So you're like, oh, I'm
being
clicking
more
instant.
than 3 pixels
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
how much instant cost?
that is
there's
one
instant is
definition of out of bounds.
charged.
Another
Is
definition
charged
of out
too.
of bounds is
How much?
if you are.
I think it's
oh
usually
boy.
like at least like
okay,
$3.
so if you are more than one tile adjacent
fuck you.
to
I know,
a
right?
tile that you
Right?
cannot
Oh, I
access
transferred
without
values.
glitches. So in other words, you just can't be on a tile that you're not supposed to be on. So here we
So I
are
need to link my
collecting
bank account.
rupees. Actually, 5 rupees on the coast is not the
That
worst,
is
but also not the best.
Pretty average.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
I've
not
never done that,
ideal.
but apparently
So
I
what
did.
Ryan was trying to do there, he was trying to do something called rupee duping. So by
I figured
holding out the
donating
shield,
during a Zelda game would
and
be
then
good
picking
for
up the
Anne.
rupee, it just basically like dupes
Yeah,
the
but,
pickup. And you can kind of do that with like other pickups, like
If-
hearts and things like that as well.
So
We're not
1 and
doing
2 chance
instant,
for it to
then we
work.
can't
Yeah,
donate.
Basically, the idea
Oh,
is
Yeah.
oh, I see what
you
you're
land
saying.
I could do it on.
Link
I could still
and
do it.
his
It's just
shield
I
or
wouldn't
sword
get
at
the
same
money
time.
from PayPal
And because
until.
of frame rules,
I
since,
don't think $30 is
Link can
gonna
only collect
bankrupt me.
something once every 2 frames.
I know. I took a minute like, oh wait, you can just donate the $30.
$1
You don't get $30 back in a
We've
few
become
days.
co-hosts
Yeah,
of
exactly,
Landscaping.
exactly.
There we go.
All right, so there's a flashing lights warning coming up here
Yeah.
as soon as we re-enter the shop. So once we steal the shovel and go back in, there's a big flashing
Yeah.
lights warning.
Yeah, so right here. So avert your eyes.
Oh no!
Goodness.
It is quite rough.
Yeah.
I think I lost like, what, 40 seconds to...
To the rupees, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So we can do a neat trick here where if you save and quit right as you buy something, you can just get the item for free because it puts in your inventory as you buy it. But
The hard
if
drive for
the
my
rupee
server,
counter
I
does not
don't
tick
use
down,
Western
you
Digital or
still
Seagate,
keep your
actually.
rupees. So we can just buy a bunch of packs
I
of
use
bombs
Samsung.
for
Yep.
free.
And then steal more.
I
Yeah.
use Toshiba actually.
Yeah, so we don't have to die again. So steal it last.
So life lesson: if you do steal, you will die. but you can steal
You
again
will
when you come
die,
back.
but
Yeah, just never come back. They can't find you.
It's Yoshi.
Alright, so here we're getting magic powder. This is mainly for Dungeon 2. In fact, it's pretty much exclusively for Dungeon 2.
Yeah, we literally only get this for Dungeon 2. It's
Yeah.
really funny.
Yep.
Yeah, so you're supposed to actually sprinkle magic powder on the raccoon in the forest, but we're going to handle that guy a little differently.
Yeah.
Yeah, so one of y'all want to go over bomb triggers?
No.
No?
Yeah, I can go over the bomb triggers.
Bomb triggers are confusing.
So normally
There's a chain jump in the Zelda world.
LADX, you're only
Yeah.
supposed to place one bomb.
I remember
on the
that from
screen
this,
and it
'cause
counts
I've
out
seen
of
this-
that.
seen this game
But
ran many
if
times.
you
It's
place a
kinda funny.
bomb at the edge of a screen, it counts as on that one screen and on the upper screen.
Oh, it's the owl.
And depending on the sprite slots, if you place two bombs on the same screen, it will activate the first trigger, which happens to be the cutscene. So we're going to see this coming up here where we're going to manipulate the sprite slot by killing this moblin, then going up against the trigger, and then placing the bomb.
Now, is
and then
that
it will activate the
is that
trigger
data
cutscene
looking
just like
at
that.
enterprise
Yeah, so we
versus
don't even need to
commercial
use the
EWIT?
powder on
Because I know that
Terran,
makes a
just-
big
Terran
difference.
just blows up and turns back into a human.
Yeah, we'll see multiple ways of doing bomb triggers in this run. Upwards transition.
Because
I
I personally had
depends,
problems with Seagates
which
well
we'll get
after
into when they come
2010.
up.
Let me just say.
And then you're also going to see Ryan is going to be like opening the save quit menu quite a
I mean,
lot.
I hope this game is fun
when
on
we
the
open a
Switch
chest with a
because they
key
went through
or
the trouble of
nightmare
remaking
key,
it.
It's just
Yeah.
to skip text cutscenes, things like that, and then we save quit with the tail key.
Usually for a game to get a
Like another
remake,
owl
it's
cutscene.
pretty fun.
Also, they only
Yeah,
check and see if you're
exactly.
facing upwards when interacting with the key blocks, so you can just go diagonally and
God
still
knows for
open
when
the
you
door.
suck.
Enter the key through the wormhole.
Oh, right.
Yeah, Link doesn't like actually like entering the key
Is that your bank?
into like the hole itself.
Yeah.
It's just like on the side. It just kind of
I'm sorry.
Bit of
I
a
know.
germaphobe.
I know.
So Dungeon 1
They
is our fun
were my
house
mortgage
of
company
tricks
for a
where we
while.
get the most broken
Oof.
item in the game.
They are not my mortgage company, let me tell
The
you.
Rock's Feather. In a game where there's no 3D, so you're
And then
all
they
on the
sold
same
my
layer. And so
Then they sold my
that
mortgage
leads
to Mr.
some
Cooper.
fun results when you're able to jump.
And then about 1 week after that,
And we'll
they
see
got
that in a
hacked.
sec.
Ugh.
We will see a lot of
That
jumping
sucks.
in this run as well.
And
because,
then
not
just
only
like a
is
week
the
or two
feather
ago,
broken, which we'll get into, but it's also very useful for diagonal movement.
Yep.
Because
Someone
so usually when Link moves diagonally,
tried
so
opening up a
nice
credit card in my
boost
name
there
with Wells
off the
Fargo.
trap. Usually when Link
Okay,
moves
thanks, Elliot. I'll
diagonally,
check
he
it out.
slows down
Here a little bit.
So
on both the X and the Y
I had
axis
to
when
take
he's
care of some
moving.
identity
But
theft bullshit.
when you
that
jump with
sucks.
the feather, that doesn't apply, and you move.
All right,
at full
let's see if
speed
it
very
actually
quickly.
connected
Hold
my
on, hold on.
account
We
this
have a
time.
really hard
If
sub
not,
boss
I'll
coming
have to
up
just
there.
figure it out later
in a
and I
little
can
bit.
still
In a
do
little
it.
bit,
Yeah.
get the nightmare key first.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's a really, really tough mini boss coming up, so we're
Yeah,
gonna let Ryan
Brian's going to need a little bit of
All right,
focus time here.
and that's a super jump.
Yep.
Oh
So
my
if you're
god,
going
it
to a
didn't.
wall, then jump up against
So
the
it went through
wall
all
and
this
then change your
confirmation
direction
crap, and
in
it was like
midair.
basically done, and it
makes
was supposed to
you
just
think-
reopen
makes the game
PayPal
think
to
that
then
you're up on
say,
top of the
okay, it's
wall,
linked,
which
and it
is
would
a
error
ledge
out.
in dungeons,
It's like,
and
nope,
you
you
can
can't.
then
Yeah, it would
just
just error out, and I'm like,
jump
what the
over
fuck?
everything.
So
Alright, so
it's
coming
not
up here,
there.
we have
So
rolling
I'll
bones
have to
here.
just do
And
something
he's gone.
else with
Yep.
it then.
So the bow is really, really overpowered in
Yeah.
this
Fucking
game,
dumb.
and that's a good example
I had
of
linked
it.
it at
only
some point.
intended
It was
as,
like they
starting,
de-linked
Dungeon
it or something.
5,
That's really
so
freaking
we're
weird.
getting it super
that,
early by
that shit
stealing
does
it.
happen.
So I'm
Yeah,
pretty
we
sure I
need
had it
980 rupees.
previously
Well, 1,180 rupees
for
to
like
get the
tax
shovel first.
purposes, but
Then you
nope.
can buy the bow for 980. But we have sticky fingers.
Sticky
Yeah.
fingers.
Sticky
Also, that
fingers.
was a really clean Moldorm. Normally,
you're a
Moldorm can
thief.
be a little bit of a pain, but that was really
Right.
good RNG there, so great execution as well.
Yep.
Yep.
And now we have the guitar.
The guitar, yes.
Yep.
The massive guitar.
Yo, Guitar Hero. bro.
Get it?
But yeah, to kind of like circle back, the feather is just like, they were not expecting us to be able to just do the things we were able to do with the feather. And this feather just kind of
Can
like
I
blows this
send this to
category
a
wide
Venmo?
open, just
Because
like,
Venmo's
what you
linked
can do
to my account.
with all the tricks.
It is why the out of bounds rule set exists.
Yes.
Sounds like
Yeah, the out of bounds
a
rule
lot
set
of
is
unnecessary
actually
extra stuff.
different in
Yes,
Link's Awakening,
I
the
don't
original
understand
Link's
what's
Awakening.
going on with this, actually.
The two
That's crazy.
speedruns are different enough
Weird.
To warrant two different out of bounds rule sets, which I think is pretty neat, actually.
Yeah, also, one thing right there. Normally, those kids talk for like a million years. On the Japanese 1.0 version specifically, or I think it's just the Japanese version, if you press B, you skip
that's good.
all of that dialogue.
So far,
in the
actually,
original Link's
I've had really
Awakening,
good
it was
luck with
on any
Toshiba
language,
hard
you could just
drives
press B
for
and it goes through
my
it.
media server.
But for some reason in LADX, it's only the Japanese version that gets the short.
So I get those.
Ryan, if you grab this hard piece, I'm leaving.
It's 8:30, so I'll be right back.
Okay.
By the way, who here likes dogs? Any dog fans in the crowd?
Okay.
How's
so you
HTST
like dogs,
lately?
right?
I know they used to be
might not
one of
like
the
them by
top
the end of
ones
this
back in the
round.
day, but that was a while
This dog
ago.
in particular, you're just.
Oh,
no.
let me look at that link.
We are here to save. What is it, Madam?
Oops,
Madam.
no.
Meow
Madam
Meow?
Meow Meow's dog.
Yeah.
Bow
Don't
Wow.
open it there.
Bow
That's the
Wow.
Twitch stream.
And Bow Wow is the worst dog on the planet.
Can
And
I
you'll see
cut
why.
in for a quick moment?
Yeah.
He can be good, he can be bad.
Yo,
we'll see.
you've already raised over $10,000 for that bonus any percent run.
Nice.
Whoa. Nice.
Nice.
We only need $4,800 to get that met. I am floored. Your community is showing up.
Huh. Yeah, it looks
I
like
love it.
HTST is
Thanks so much, everybody.
not used as much now.
All right, so this is our first instance of why Bow Wow is the worst.
Let's see.
Oh, well, he. Wow. Okay.
There he goes.
Also, we just had blink and you miss it. If you move diagonally up against an object that gives text, you can clip into the wall and you can just like skip the entire swamp.
Yep. Yeah,
That-
Bow Wow being a good boy. He's
That RNG that Ryan just got, you'd never see.
You can
Oh
spend like
my.
30 seconds there just
There's some
sitting
HTST
contemplating
models
your
that are.
life.
Yeah,
Oof.
Bow Wow will just sit there and just bounce around for like 30 seconds and not eat the flower.
Yeah. The worst is when he
Looks like their
misses.
12 terabyte
And
for
sometimes
HTST
when he
is
misses,
terrible.
out.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the little practice I
124
was doing, then
failures.
He actually did miss once, so
Damn.
sometimes he gets the double miss and then
Psych.
you just reset.
Except for this model, whatever this one is.
All right, so coming up here, we have a little
This
short
one
little side-scrolling section,
12
and we're going
terabyte
to be
one
entering
for
the
HTST only has
second
2
hardest
failures.
sub-boss in the game. This is Hinox coming up. Hinox is
It's
a
nice that they give
Cyclops
the
that
actual
runs around,
models
throws
so you can
bombs, picks you up
compare
and
'em.
throws you. And
Toshiba.
it does a lot of damage, and he's
Let's see,
gone.
which one did I have? Which one did I have?
Just to show you how strong arrows
I think it's
are
one
in
of
this
the
game. I think they
14
do, what,
terabyte
4
ones.
damage?
They do a lot. I don't know
Yeah, I
exactly
wonder
how
if
much,
it's the
but I
one
just
that's
know
got
they
the
do.
high
They
failures.
basically one or
That
two
would be
shot
funny.
like everything in the game.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
they're really strong.
Yeah, so I think the Hinox has 8 health, so sounds
And
about
then you
right.
just shoot these guys off screen and you're good.
Yep.
Well, to be
So we're
fair,
actually
some
gonna
of
be
these
splitting
that
them
have
into
really,
two parts.
really low
We come
failure
back and
rates
finish
have
it
only like
later. This is the only dungeon we split
834
the two.
drives, so that's not very big sample size.
Oh,
All right, let's see.
I'm a little nervous.
All right.
crazy.
All right, good. I don't have to
Ice
leave.
remains on stage.
I don't have to leave. All right.
I had to overthink it. I'm not gonna lie.
See, you overthinking
The
it. You
pressure
would've
is
grabbed it.
on.
All right, so who wants to explain Villa Skip?
Villa skip, oh boy. Okay, so whenever you fall into a pit, you do this little wobbling animation before you completely fall in. But if you open the menu right as you're about to fall in, you end up being at the bottom of the tile. But if you do that at the edge of a screen, you can just transition down. So
Yeah,
what
but
we're gonna do
even
here is
so,
we're gonna go
like,
to this conveniently placed
really
hole
tough
that's supposed
to-
to stop you. Not
like,
a wall, but a hole.
This
so you cut
this
it open,
data
you
is
jump
really
down,
good to go
then you
by.
wait
I'm
for a
not
little
saying it's
sound.
not. It's definitely something I'll be looking at, but
Like that.
with hard
You
drives, but
transition
I
down and there you go. You just
like
fall
it's not the
straight
same
into
amount of drives.
So
though.
neat thing about
The drive count is
LADX,
all over the
as
place. So
opposed
how do you
to,
know
Link's Awakening,
what
the
actually
original
has
Link's
high
Awakening,
failure
is that
rates or
you
not?
can
Because
just frame advance
like
essentially with
if this
the
was
pause
an
menu.
actual
You
scientific
cannot
study,
do that
then
in
why
LA, at
did
least
they not try to
for
have like
at least not
similar
used to
sample
be.
sizes and
Yeah,
things?
but
Like
it
that doesn't
makes
really
that
seem very scientific
much
to me.
more viable to do as a strat, at least without the mushroom.
Yeah.
But
And then we can just clip in here. If you clip into a tile, it sends you straight to the next
Hey, nice, dude.
tile to walk on, so you can just fall.
Yeah, I
right
think
back
I'll
out
be
of the door.
donating.
Yeah, so we never
Here, a
get to
little
see
bit.
Richard, and we don't save any of his
This is
golden
weird. It
leaves.
doesn't want to.
so remember
link to
Dungeon
my
1
bank
where
account,
we
damn it.
like didn't even come close to the
That's
keyhole?
dumb.
Well, this is a funnier
Okay,
version of
I
that.
am back.
Yeah, Link's just gonna open it with his back.
He's got like noodle arms
Welcome back.
around the back.
Just
You-
it's just the whole like reach
you
around
did a
to the
Twitch sub.
side of the keyhole and
Yeah.
just unlock.
Hell yeah. What about you,
And then
Tonic?
throughout that little section in the overworld, Bao's been eating little enemies. And that's going to be important here because we want to get an important item called the Piece of Power,
Wait, don't.
which is going to boost our speed and
You're
our
not gonna sub
attack.
to
So
Twitch?
that will allow Ryan
Nope.
to do some
No.
things that he wouldn't
I'm
normally
gonna,
be able to do.
I'm gonna
or at
donate.
least not
I'm not
nearly
gonna
as
sub. I'm gonna
fast.
donate.
Yeah, so right there, killing those enemies.
But if you sub,
just
you don't have
because
to
PC
watch
power is tied to
commercials
your kill count.
or ads.
Well, they only do the
So,
ads and the commercials
we
during the
wanna kill
breaks.
as many things as possible
Okay,
here, basically.
avoid the acorn.
Yeah,
because
we
you're
have
gonna
to
get
also-
So
one
it's not that
soon.
big.
Yeah, so
I think
we
one's
also have
gonna
to
drop
And
like
Oh,
they get more
yeah.
money
Yeah,
for
we
the
also have to
ads
avoid
too.
the
So
guardian acorn that drops here because
I would give them the same amount of money, and they would get more money because the ads being watched generates money.
Yeah, there we go.
all the way at the on the
Yeah,
bottom.
you're gonna give them like a whole
far
5
away
cents.
Walk around, yeah.
All right, so
Hey.
this is the Dongo skip. Watch closely.
If
There we go. A super jump with a
200,000
little
people give them
sword
5 cents,
click,
that adds up. Each.
To to
Or
get over the ledge and
I can
out
pay
where you're not supposed to complete
and not
the
have to
skip.
watch
And
ads.
then we're not done yet. We got another trick here.
I'm
the
fine.
French press.
You're not fine.
Oh yeah, I am. I'm perfectly fine.
Aww. Yeah, you're supposed to do like a super jump into a shield bump, and it looks really, really cool.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
You can't have that.
Oh
Go
my
down.
gosh, John's what?
Yeah, but I'm just talking about like
thumb literally
from
slipped
a
off the wood.
statistics
Yeah.
study standpoint though. Like
It's kind of funny,
down.
but
It's
hey,
not-
It happens.
All right, well, if you didn't
you
see the
can't
Dongo
say
skip last
this
time, you can
drive
see it again,
fails
because
way
we're
more
gonna
than
do
this
it
drive.
one
You
more
can just
time.
say it had
Dongo
more
skip
failures,
And those Zols are back. 'cause
but
they
the amount
failed
of
French press,
drives
so had to kill them
is
again.
way
Yeah,
different.
enemy
So
spawns are like tied to what room.
maybe
Also,
if the other one.
So if you skip going into that
So
one room, you
that's
don't
why I'm
have to
saying
worry
it's kind of
about,
tough to see though,
killing
because
the
like let's
Zols again.
say, like I'm
By the
looking
way,
at
we skipped
HGST
over
right
this a
now.
little
So
bit, upon
so
entering
this
D2,
one
we did
you
something
can
called a
surmise
block
certain
flip.
things. Like
We just
so
did it again right
the
there to-
the
Yeah.
third.
specifically to show you again.
The lowest one lists that's
But yeah,
12
so, like, when
terabytes.
you
That
go
one
up
is a
against
drive
an
count of
interactable
10,195.
object, like a block,
Has a
and you're holding
failure
to the
of
side,
124.
You can move.
Okay,
a couple
that
pixels
is
over,
perfectly
and, that's what
terrible.
allows us to
And then
bypass
above
it.
that
Here we
is
have
one that's
Slime
got
Eye.
All right, let's see, is this
13,435
good
with
luck?
93
Ooh,
failures.
good luck there.
Okay, you can say, hey,
Yeah, there's
that
a
one above
chance
it is
that
more
the
reliable,
Slime Eye
or
just
seems to
does
be
not
more
split.
reliable.
You're
That makes
just sitting
sense.
there
But
just swinging like,
let's look at some other stuff
That
here.
was actually a very
You
solid
got
very,
Seagate,
very good.
9,078
Piece of
with
power can
51
make that
failures.
boss
The one
fight
below it,
kind of
247 drives
weird.
at 0
Yeah,
failures.
even without
Yeah.
piece of power, it's also really
Hey,
jammed,
Skylar,
too.
how
You
you
need,
doing?
like, what, like
I mean,
4
you
more
could
hits or
say that
something. It's rough.
You don't
so-
know what if the other one
Very
got to
good fight
9,000
there.
and had like
Brian, you're
200
getting so
failures.
much
You don't
love
know
from your
that. You know,
community,
that's
so
why I'm
just
saying
let
it's
me know
kind
when you're
of
ready
hard
to
to
hear
tell on
that,
some of them.
alright?
Yeah, actually perfect time.
But it does. I mean, it gives you a good
Excellent.
idea,
I
but
love that. We have
it's not
$25 from Mighty
accurate
Mouse. Hey,
enough
Ryan,
of
good
data
luck on
for
the
me to be
run.
like, oh,
Hoping
this
that the
drive's bad,
groupies
this
are
drive's
kind
good.
And a first try Goomba Surf.
I'll say that.
I know you're going to crush it. Also, hope y'all are having a lovely day
Skylar.
because y'all are
Nice.
wonderful.
Nice. You almost got
Hey,
your
thank
Sims
you,
hat
Mighty.
ready. Nice.
We only have $1,389 left to get that bonus.
Is it,
money run.
is it this Friday that the
community
con
is
is?
incredible. I
think it was this
love
Friday,
the Zelda
right?
community right now.
All right, thanks so much, everybody. Holy moly. Yeah, sorry, how far are we from the goal? That's all.
$1,300.
It's happening.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
It's happening.
Damn.
Oh, it's happening.
All right.
I know.
Y'all are in for a treat, probably.
You hit prime time.
All
If-
right, Ryan, are you gonna safety save this or?
Right?
All right, I'll safety save.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna make a safety save here because there is a
And also-
chance that this trick coming up with this bomb trigger.
People are interested in
can
watching-
soft lock or hard lock the game, basically. Nice.
All right,
wow,
well-
thank you.
Zelda.
That's an instance of Bow
course,
Wow,
it's Zelda.
being a little mean.
Why would you-
Because he
why
can
would
just
you not
eat
wanna
stuff
watch
that
it?
you don't want him
I mean,
to,
did
and
you
then
see-
he eats.
You see the
doesn't
stuff
eat
with
that
the
you want him
Quest
to, so
64
it's double-edged sword.
remaster?
All right,
Yeah.
so this is
No.
the Walrus skip here. We mentioned bomb
They
triggers
also had a
earlier.
15,000
This is
incentive.
another type of bomb trigger, sideways bomb trigger.
did
So
that one
as long
already-
as you're
did that
holding
run already
vertically,
happen?
It'll work.
That was last night.
Just the way we mentioned
I'm gonna have to
earlier.
rewatch.
But
I'm gonna have to watch
it
that
forces
VOD.
cutscenes
No.
to play that you don't
Like,
normally have the requisites
they
to force to happen.
said that you have to make
we're
the
supposed to
incentive
have
by
mirror
the
here in
start of
order
the
to
run.
avoid soft lock
and
Yeah.
then they changed it
to the
to,
side.
okay, well, you can make it during the
You
run.
have to leave
Mm-hmm.
the screen on the same exact frame
Which,
that the cutscene starts.
guys-
which Ryan did successfully there.
This is how streams get held
Yeah,
hostage.
to actually skip for that one particularly.
Yeah, and then we have to
What?
die here because the
buttons are
cutscene
locked.
takes away your buttons
They
and your
didn't. I mean,
menu,
they
and you can't
really
do
haven't fucking
anything,
learned their
so
lesson.
you
It's
die
like,
here and then you
if
come
you don't make
back.
the incentive,
So had to hug the cactus.
you have to kill it.
Yeah, or if you have a
Yeah,
half
oh,
heart, you
yeah,
can,
yeah,
die
yeah.
to the little spinner.
Well,
at the
the
bottom.
thing
Yeah,
earlier,
yeah.
they weren't really keeping it
Yeah,
hostage.
the,
They were going to do
Bow
that
Wow was a
segment
little
anyways. It's just
The shark thing in the 2D.
I know, but I'm talking about last
Never
night.
had Bow Wow eat it before I got hit, so
They
When did that
were-
happen? When did that happen last night?
Bow Wow,
It was
giveth
for the
and
quest
taketh away
run.
something.
They were upgrading
My
to
favorite
all
boss.
secrets.
You don't
See,
They
I
had to
wasn't
make
th- I wasn't there
They
for
had to
that
make
one.
them. So they had to make the money
I love sand.
before the start of the run. Otherwise,
we're
they weren't
just
going to
fighting
do
the
it.
ground.
Then they
Yeah.
changed
And it
it
just spits out a
to
key.
okay, well you can make it during the run, but you have to do it by the end of chapter 2.
Yeah.
And then
Normally
they felt that and said like, okay, well,
but Landmola's
oh, that's
hitbox
not the
is
fucking
actually
window.
active the moment you enter the screen. And of
that's a
course,
shame.
you know,
It's just-
arrows are
So they changed it to
billion damage here. So
make
we're
them
just
make
able
them
to just
instead of by the
take
end
out
of the run. It's
Landmola in
like,
2 hits
guys,
and
you missed the
go
fucking
about our
point.
day.
Like,
Yep.
As we're making
this is
our
why you
way
sit there
to
for 4 fucking
the
hours waiting
Master
for
Armos, I guess that's what he's called.
an decision to make.
I want to talk
Like,
a minute
either
about
just
the menuing.
do
of
the
this
fucking
game.
run,
So
or don't
your
put an
typical Zelda
incentive.
game like Link to the Past, Zelda
Yeah,
1, for instance,
exactly.
You know, all the items
Yeah.
are static in the menu. They don't move around. Like they're
Anyway,
always
that's
in the
my
same
rant.
place. Not this game. Not the Game Boy Color Zelda games or the Game Boy Zelda games, just in general. The items move around. So Ryan
It
has
becomes a
very
problem during this
specific menu route that
GDQ.
he's going through.
I may bitch about it more on
and
Thursday.
His
Yeah.
menus can be very punishing because of that. So he's keeping track of where everything is in his menu. And now here we have a really cool strat on Master Armos.
Nice.
Yep. Perfect.
Yeah, and the menu routing is actually kind of like, it's runner specific, really.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone has their own little flavor of menu, so it can be
Yep.
really neat. And that's like you can really tell who's running based on what their menu is.
It's really individualized, which is really cool. Really cool thing about running this game.
All right,
This
let's see.
game-
Bow Wow, are you going to eat
You are
any of the
not getting a
Armos?
single, wow.
The drought here. So we want Bow Wow to eat these Armos. So normally,
Not that
when
one,
you
though.
kill the Armos, they give you arrows. And we really want a lot of arrows for this run just because we use the bow so much. So we generally want Bow Wow to eat as much as he can in the Armos maze so that we can, 1, use the shield to dupe, and 2, have as many arrows as possible for future dungeons. And it kind of adjusts like our decision making later on like how many arrows do we want to use.
Yeah.
So you might be wondering, like, you don't have the flippers, Ryan. Why are you going to Dungeon 6? So you can just get into Dungeon 6 by doing that. By pausing on the same frame you land on water, it can behave just like you're touching the ground, basically. And you can jump off the ground. You can transition while you're touching the ground. And here we have Bow Wow
Yummy
getting a cutscene.
yum. I love me a nice cutscene in the
Yeah,
morning.
by the way, Bow Wow can eat cutscenes.
Yay!
Hey, that technically it's an entity. Bow Wow can eat it.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's true.
Good boy, Bow Wow.
Don't say that. Bow Wow's not a good
Don't
boy.
push your luck.
Yeah, don't push your luck.
So we're doing Dungeon 6 first, by the way. Why are we doing Dungeon 6 first?
Okay.
I don't know, you tell me, you asked.
Sorry.
Because 7, 8, 9.
I mean, you're pretending like I know. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my gosh.
So we're doing Dungeon 6 first because of an NPC in the game called the Ghost. Those of you who play this game are probably familiar with the
It looks like the lifetime filler.
that ghost.
Let's see.
right?
Not the sound.
Those are
I mean, I
lifetime?
can't. My voice can't go that high, but basically, so there's a ghost that follows you around
go.
after Dungeon 4 normally. But if you do Dungeon 6 first and specifically get the L2 bracelet, which we just got,
So what is
Uh,
that?
a flag is set that causes the ghost to never appear. So we
the
just completely
AFR.
just skip that.
It
side
just
quest.
deletes the ghost.
Yep. Or mandatory side quest, if you can even call it a side quest.
Yeah,
Zoinks!
and that side quest, like if we actually activate it, we can't enter dungeons, we can't do anything until we do this side quest. And it's like, what, 2 minutes, 3 minutes or so?
It's very
more
long.
than it's like 4 her.
Yeah,
I
because
was
like you have to
I
bring the
think.
ghost all the way to the south side of the map, right where like the beach is,
Yeah.
to like the old like decrepit looking house, and then the ghost looks around the house, is like, oh, I remember living here.
Yeah.
Also, that super jump skips like half the dungeon.
Yeah, we're just casually doing the second half of Dungeon 6 just backwards.
Yeah, so
Yep.
even though like out of bounds is banned, super jumps completely break the game.
Shack jump.
Shack jump. That is a very niche kind of super jump where you move diagonally up against an interactable object, so like a pushable block or a key block.
That bonus any percent run just
Hell yeah.
got met. Let's go.
All right. Woo.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Zelda community popped off. Thank you
Oh,
so
yeah,
much
there
for
you go.
this
That's why
$15,000
they have a
raise for
community.
Doctors Without Borders.
All right, I'm saying fifth try.
Oh yeah, for horse heads, eh? All right, take your guesses. This is try 3.
Third.
Try 3, yeah. So that is a 1 in 4. Yeah,
Supposedly.
Supposedly.
I don't believe that.
Hey, so
Another shack jump.
I think the 20th try Horseheads says otherwise.
Love you,
yeah,
Mouse.
I've had like 3 different marathons where it's been 20th try. So, oh my gosh.
You know what you
Yes.
got to do, right?
I'm petting you and loving you.
Oh, God. Okay, so here we have Facade, and tell me if anybody has watched Nick Jr. before, because here we have, hi there, Face
Face
here.
here.
The boss of Dungeon 6 is Face
Wow.
from Nick Jr.
That's a
And
reference.
he's kind of pathetic,
Right?
actually, because
It's a
you
deep
can
cut right there.
you can actually lay 3 bombs on him before he
Hi,
even
we're
spawns,
old.
and from there it's just 2 bombs
Is Nick Jr. still a
for him to
thing?
just dive. So that was Dungeon
I don't
6.
know.
That was Nick Jr. right there.
It is? Do they still have face?
Gone in a
I
flash.
don't know.
It's really funny because in the Switch remake, they even like make his face all wobbly too. So it's the comparison.
It's even more.
You're
Here
free
we
to
have
go.
Bomb juggling.
I'm not holding you against your will, Mouse.
Time for a quick donation.
Yeah.
We have $1,000 from Ben Hamilton.
Oh.
They say Bow Wow is clearly the goodest boy in this run. Thanks
Okay,
for
you
keeping
think-
the dream alive all these years later.
You take that back.
We also have $50 from Bow Wow. But the flower is so pretty.
Hey,
He's
it's
been
so
good
fast,
so
though.
far.
All right, cool. Time for one of the hardest sequences in the game here. You have to do roughly 3 to 4 consecutive Jesus jumps here. Very nice. Some really good buffers here.
Yeah.
Let's hope the Bomb Fairy does not get in the way. Ooh, wow.
Okay, buddy.
Aww.
You went too far.
Oh my gosh.
That's crazy, though.
That's really unfortunate.
Yeah, reminder, all of these are frame perfect. So, like,
Yeah.
each buffer is another 2 seconds, and half of those were frame perfect. So that's crazy.
They got like 3 of them frame perfect. Oh my gosh.
Let me just say, like, to do what he just did is really, really difficult because he did it too well. Because basically, when you pause like that, you don't move. Like, you don't move at all. You just move, like, down a pixel into the water. So if you do it too well, you will move actually further than you're supposed to, and that's what happened there.
Yeah.
So that deserves extra, I'll call it brownie points, I guess.
All right, let's see the bonks. Nice. Got the
Nice.
first one.
This way is actually, what, 0.2 seconds
0.2 faster.
Yep.
But it's swag. We gotta do
Nice.
swag. Nice.
Yeah, the French bonks or le bonks.
Le bonks.
All right, we're going to make a little pit stop here into the Telltale Heights cave just to set a respawn point.
Yep, this is really creative routing right here. So, yeah, the next thing we're going to be doing is unlocking Dungeon 4 because we did get the
Hey.
angler key from what boss was that?
Mouse.
Yeah, we did get that angler key, right? We're going to go unlock Dungeon 4 and then save and quit and just end up back there. So that
Yeah.
eliminates a lot of travel distance.
Yeah, thankfully, Ryan remembered to get the angler key because it's very easy to do walrus skip, die, and then immediately go to D6. You're like, oh, hey, I'm a minute ahead. That's crazy.
Been there before.
No, nobody's done that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another silly thing I've done before was like unintentionally backtracking here instead of save and quitting for like no
That's
reason.
easy to do.
Yeah.
When you get the wires crossed between categories.
Yeah.
Come here.
That's exactly what happened
Come up
because I was
here.
running no squoob for a hotfix show before
Come here.
before that. So then I was playing this again and then bleeding muscle memory together.
All right, let's see obstacle skip.
Ops, there it is. Not
Saves
what,
like
a quarter of a
a few frames
Yeah.
just to do that.
2 pixel window, quarter of a second save, and if you fail it, you lose all the time you saved.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep.
Yeah.
1 of 2.
So yeah, 1 of 2. So half valid run already.
I have an announcement whenever you have a moment.
Absolutely.
Yeah, quick.
We just opened up a new bid war for the upcoming game Plants vs. Zombies where you get to name the file. So far, we've already gotten some donations in for that. So sitting in first place with $75 is Water Me Luigi. And in second place with $25 is Dandy Zayabi. If I pronounce that wrong, donate and tell me how to pronounce it, please. Thank you.
Barbie Luigi. I kind of want that.
All right, don't go out of bounds. It's very easy to end up at the bottom of the tile, transition, and then go out of bounds and invalidate your run.
We're good, though.
We're good, though.
Yep. Oh, I got the Helmasaur kill. That was...
And you got the good pattern, too, so that's
Yeah.
real nice.
How many different patterns can you get there?
I don't know.
I think it's 4.
4, I think?
Too many.
Yeah.
4 too many.
Right. Coming up is actually a really, really impressive looking series of super jumps involving a clink off of a P-hat. So normally you're supposed to go through a staircase in this room, memorize the pattern, but instead we're going to do some really cool looking super jumps here.
Nice.
Really nice.
Yeah.
That was cool.
To me, that's the coolest looking thing in the
The super
entire run.
jump's
It's
cool.
so clean.
Flashiest super jump.
And it
for
feels so good to do, too. It's amazing.
Glad I got that first try because
Okay.
there is an easier
Let's see,
strat,
let's
but
go.
I like that one and it's a bit faster.
All right, let's see.
Oh, whoops. Okay.
So I know Saturday is fucking stacked.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Hardest boss in the game.
You've got a Mega Man, not Mega Man, Final Fantasy 9
Did I
cutscene.
touch the Cravone skull down there?
So that'll be
Shoutouts to
beaten
the,
like under 4
Soybean
hours.
Switch German translation of that boss.
Then you have like
Killer.
Celeste, you have Super Mario 64. I think
Butter.
Bloodborne is being ran.
Damn.
What's like the
Like,
full
just-
dialogue for it?
Blubber, blubber. Blub,
Yeah,
blub,
lots of
blub.
stuff.
Futter. Futter. Piranha killer.
And I have
Oh my
like
gosh, that was such a good meme when
D&D that night,
Link's
so I
Awakening
ended up
Switch
missing
first
like
came out.
Oh, it's Saturday
Piranha
night.
kills, or does he kill
yeah,
both?
so I'm gonna end up missing like
think it's
some of the
Yeah,
best
both.
runs.
Yeah,
I'll
probably.
check out Friday because I'll probably be playing.
Yeah, it's kind of
D&D
menacing
Friday.
either way.
It definitely is.
So Friday.
It's really funny that you're doing that because we
posting
got
a link
$100 from
to the
Murphy
GDQ
a little
schedule
bit
if
ago, and they
anyone wants
said
to look at
blubber,
it.
blubber, blub, blub,
I
blub.
put it on Discord before, but
Blubber, blubber,
Well, I'm
piranha
putting it in
killer.
the chat, so
Fantastic.
that way anyone that watches can.
Oh my gosh, you almost stole your spotlight for
what?
reading that out.
All right, Dungeon
sorry,
5
what?
time.
Yep.
I think
What?
this is probably like the best dungeon in the
On
entire
Friday
run.
morning
Yeah,
at
it's
5,
really cool.
45
Especially at like a
a.m.
top level. It's one of the
We
most
have
flashy dungeons overall in terms of
Mega
just, like,
Man 3
execution.
80% co-op.
No
What?
save and quit. You get a heart attack playing it, but in this it's nice and chill, so it's really fun.
You also get to see, you know,
Is that what I think
pirates
it
from
is?
Undertale in it.
Undertale.
Because
8%
what game isn't
co-op.
Papyrus in nowadays?
Speaking
Okay, I
of
think I
Papyrus,
know.
I don't know if you guys know.
Do you
the
think it's
Deltarune
do you
run
think it's
coming up,
someone holding the
this is
controller
your
for them to
homework
like be
for one of the
invincible?
chapters.
Yes.
Because that's the
That's what
co-op I know from
Yeah,
Mega
check
Man
that
3.
out at the end of the marathon. It's
Hold
the
right to give you
finale.
like super jump, hold left to like slow down time.
Wait, you can slow down
Deltarune
time
fans
if you
in the
hold
back.
left?
Hey,
There's button presses you can do like that
yeah,
makes like
all in the
enemies
back
like
are enjoying this too.
stand
I-
still. Like
I
they don't
only-
act.
I only knew about the hold right when you go into a
Oh,
pit and
oh,
die, and then you
don't
become
forget the
invincible
key.
and can jump high.
That's kind of important.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I
also
knew
mention
about.
frame rules with the keys that fall down. 'Cause
Oh yeah,
it's happened
so
for a few times already.
so if a key
So I'm
falls
actually gonna watch
down
that.
from the sky after
Yeah,
activating
but
and
you
falling
know,
down,
they'll probably be the schedule will probably
you have
get pushed
1 in
back a
2
little bit,
chance
so that
to
might
do
actually
things
be at a
of
decent
rules.
time
So
Friday.
there's nothing
Yeah,
really
yeah.
too
Everybody say hi to Papyrus.
I might be able to watch that one.
So
Wake
another
up
really
early
funny
enough
thing
for it.
here is that you're not supposed to be able
See, Friday has
question
also
mark to
Pokemon X and
kill
Y,
this
hell
mini
yes.
boss, but it's still very easy to do with bomb arrows. And he drops a key for like no reason.
It's the default object in the room, and so he's
Hey,
supposed to
Donna, I
drop
don't think I'm
something,
gonna get
but
the
because
email
there's no
for
hook shot in the room, he
Super
drops the
Mario
default
Maker.
item, which is a
Oh,
key.
that sucks.
Oh.
But that key
What's
is
that?
very useful to us
Yes.
because later on we need it.
I'm not.
yeah, I think it saves like 3 seconds.
Mega
over
Man
the
Maker.
no
Jeez,
key
what the hell am I
grab.
talking about?
Hey,
Also wanna point out that the game
2:22
stopped playing the
p.m.
mini
on
boss
Friday,
music, so we can play the mini boss
Balatro.
music.
Yeah.
Balatro, I can see someone who actually
Wait,
knows how
wait,
to play it good.
Play it again.
I've been having
The intro
a
was
hell of a
too
time
good. You
playing
gotta-
that
gotta
game.
replay it.
Oh, you ended up buying it?
Yeah, and my luck
because,
has
when we
been
overkilled it the
horrible.
first time, then the mini boss music doesn't stop until
Like
you
I've gotten
get a music
the
change. So we
worst
just replace
starts.
it with the
So
mini
there
boss
was
music.
there was
Master Sophos too,
the
after.
first time I played it,
We fight-
terrible start.
We fight this mini
Lost
boss a
right
total of
away.
4 times, by the way. So
I
this
realized
is number
really
3.
early. second time,
And the
got
fourth
on a
time, he
really
dropped
good
the hook
run,
shot. Spoilers.
So
and then since
Alright.
then I've been on terrible
out.
starts and
how
runs
many
the whole
times do you
entire
fight
time since then.
Papyrus in Undertale?
I'm not gonna.
No,
I'm not gonna
you
get
gotta
into
So
answer
your
this right now.
best run was whenever
How
you're
many
playing
times
with
do you
me.
fight Papyrus in Undertale?
No, I'm
So
talking about
anyway,
when I
this
was
is
playing by
trick-
myself.
It's super jumping.
I see. Okay.
But yes, that one was the best one that I've had.
one second.
So
I haven't
this
had
is-
one
this is naked
as good as
super
that
jumping,
since.
So, as
But
long
I
as
had
you're
one that was
facing the correct
close, but
direction,
not quite.
You can still super jump even without the sword to change your direction.
Alright.
Hey, Squall.
Oh, this.
Yeah, it's fine. Like they can't make everything a randomized.
Also, you're
GDQ.
supposed to have the hook shot before you come here.
Yeah, but randomizer
so that
is
you
fun.
can get the nightmare key, but instead we're just gonna boots jump.
The
Nah,
the
That
Mega
is
Man Maker
incredibly
was pretty
tight
cool.
right there, and Ryan just nailed it first try, no
Yeah.
problem.
I recommend watching that if you missed it.
It's
2 or 3.
the reason.
Mitch Flower
the reason
Power
it's
was the one that
difficult
ran it.
because it involves like an in-between tile.
Yeah,
you
I like
have
Mitch. He's cool.
Like quote unquote
Yeah.
climb up.
So like
basically.
if you get the weird thing where you just like fall directly.
Super Mario
and you-
Maker
you fall.
2.
So you
Yeah, we
really
got the
gotta hit
teams
that
again.
perfect window.
Nice.
Yep.
That'll be a fun one to watch. 4 o'clock on Friday.
So anyway, we're fighting Master Stalfos.
No, you got it right the
for
first time.
Team Fast Frames versus Team Perfect Pixels.
That brings into question who is the Sans of this game?
He's on vacation.
Oh wait, no, it's the guy who summons the eagle.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh yeah, you are totally right.
Sans Tower.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Oh, yeah, right.
This time the
We have to
the
be
lady
very
that
careful with
was
this,
really good
this
at the
specific
last
drop
Mario
here.
Maker team run
I
is
don't
not in
remember
it
the
this,
reasoning
this
why,
time.
but the hook
Shoju?
shot takes a little
Yeah,
bit
Shoju's not
longer
in it.
to spawn into your inventory there. So we have to kind of like.
I would
delay
think
the
she would
save
be in
there,
on a team,
otherwise we
but
have
she's
to go all
not.
the way back for that hook shot.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
reason why, by the way, is LADX.
Lay down.
Seriously.
You know what? Good point.
Hey.
Thank you.
Because she
Hey,
was
Val, you ever wanted
she was
to
one of the
flip
best
through
players
a
during it.
block?
Yeah.
So that's crazy.
Zelda 1, eat your
Maybe
heart
she couldn't
out.
come.
Well, if you got a hook shot, you can just do that.
Yeah, I don't know what Goma is.
That trick is literally just mash the hook shot.
It's like they're
into the
doing
block
Pump It
and
Up
You are through it.
on
As long as
Friday
you're a
at
little
night.
bit clipped into the side of it. Like as long as you're a little bit clipped into the corner of it.
Yeah.
Also, Ryan just like did a
Bloodborne.
quicker hook shot there. If you have the hook shot on
Bloodborne's
the B
on Friday
button
night.
and the feather on the A button, and you press them both at the same time.
Oh, okay.
You said that
What
was
the hell
You have
Saturday.
priority over A.
I don't
I thought
know.
it was
Do the
Saturday.
hook shot and then
Nope.
immediately jump. It makes you move way faster using the hook shot. So it's a nice little optimization there.
Let's
Yeah.
see.
This is
Friday.
everybody's
Saturday.
favorite boss. RNG.
It's
On
even worse in
fantasy
Hundo where you have
8:30,
the red tunic, or if
3
you have the
hours
red
and
tunic.
45 minutes.
and
Super
in-
Mario Bros. 3.
Yeah, there you
That's
go.
a very
All
nice
Fortresses.
fight.
Yeah, because you want to hit 8 total hits, and you have to hit
Nice.
4 times per cycle.
And
On the later
Kirby,
cycles, it
Superstar
becomes
Ultra,
RNG, whether or not
Celeste,
it's a
Super
fake
Mario
one or a real one.
64.
Yep.
Don't mess up too much.
Oh
Mario-
Don't want
man.
to feel
Mario
too
Kart
psyched.
Oh, that
World.
sucks, Sonic.
Yeah.
What?
Okay, this is gonna be a little embarrassing, but
So Shoju
for
is
the
at the
longest time,
event
I thought this was like a
this year.
harmonica.
Oh, then why is she not in the Mario Maker race?
Because she's doing a Kaizo
Right?
Mario
I mean, you could.
at
play it
6:20
like
on
a harmonica. It
Thursday.
wouldn't make any noise though.
Oh,
So there's a chance that we actually get to see her.
Also,
yeah.
Everything's a
Things
harmonica if you
back a little
try
bit.
hard enough.
Is it 6:30
I was also gonna say
a.m. or p.m.?
Probably could get it like
6:20 p.m.
two
on-
iterations.
6:20 p.m. Oh,
Yeah,
there it is.
absolutely. We
I
have
see it.
$50 from Gray
Shoju.
Nice.
and
Hell yeah.
Argentus.
Nice.
We're watching the stream with our
I like
dog.
Shoju. She's
I
cool.
sure hope he gets to see some positive canine role models.
I follow her on
We're
Twitch.
about to find out right
I'm
here.
not subbed, but I follow her on Twitch.
We also have $50 from Justin. I've been trying to
Yes.
go on Hyrule's website, but it
If you
isn't
enjoy
loading.
watching
It said something
Mario
about a
runs,
missing
speed
link.
runs, then follow Shojo.
Oh my gosh.
And finally, real quick, $25 from
She wears
Ganon11.
Yoshi
Good luck, have
hats.
fun, Ryan.
Yeah,
Don't have
yeah.
any nightmares
She's
over
always
this
wearing a
ride.
Yoshi hat too.
Yo, thank you, Ganon.
Oh, Ganon. Oh, Ganon.
Wow, looks like
It's another-
looks like our
it's
Thursday
another
night
fun
will
home.
be pretty
So,
stacked.
Yeah,
Always much appreciated.
We've got
My one and only tier 2
Kaizo
subscriber.
Mario.
in my stream as well.
yeah. I know, Squall. I saw that there was a Blue Prince runner, and I was like, what?
I would love to.
I mean,
We have $30 from
I'm also trying. I'm still
Latino
trying to
Loki.
like
If Link
beat
became a
Blueprints on my
rapper,
own.
would
Like
he
I don't
become
want
the hero
spoiler.
of rhyme?
So I'll probably watch the VOD eventually.
I love these jokes. Please
I'll
give
watch
me
it
some
because
more.
I'm interested to see what the speedrun of that game looks like.
Hero of
Yeah.
So that's a tough
times,
game.
You know, your seasoning references.
We have
It's only
$100
tough in
from
the sense
Sleepy
that, like-
Foo. I see Link. I donate.
You have to learn
much
what the
appreciated,
rooms do
everybody.
and then get lucky.
Got time for
Well,
one
yeah,
more?
you gotta get lucky a lot.
$25 from Lightning Sizzle. This is my most favorite game of all
That's
time.
why it's so tough,
I'm
'cause it
excited
relies
to
a lot on
see it
luck.
be destroyed live on stage.
Yeah.
I hope we get to see the bonus any percent run, and we do. Entering dog houses
You made
from
a second
behind
business
can
in The
lead to
Sims. What
amazing
was the
results.
business you made?
I wouldn't necessarily call it amazing result. It's definitely a sight.
All right, so
Is
we're
this a
readying up
glitch?
here for
I missed
Rooster
this.
Skip. This is
That Link has
a
the chomp
double
chomp
frame
with him, or is
perfect
that
trick.
supposed to
It is
happen?
Very, very, very
I
hard.
don't know.
Because
So there's a buffer
I just
method,
noticed
method,
that they're
and
just
unbuffered
carrying around a
method,
chomp
and
chomp,
we're
and
gonna
I don't remember if
see
that's like an
Ryan
actual
goes
thing
for
you
the
can do
unbuffered
or if it's a
method
glitch.
first.
I think-
See?
I think
Fingers crossed.
Because I don't.
That was like the only
Did
got-
you
got
see
the
it
really
in the
unlucky,
item
pit.
list when he showed the
so
item
when you
list?
hook shot, we'll call it a property of the hook
I'm
shot.
watching. I'm watching now.
loosely.
I think.
But yeah, so okay.
I think there's a mechanic where you
when
actually-
use the hook shot over a pit specifically.
Ooh, laundromat, nice.
While the
Yeah.
hook shots are tracking back to you, and
Or is this
when-
like an escort
exactly
mission,
when it gets back
basically?
to you, you have one frame to jump because the game essentially thinks
So I
you're on
think
solid ground.
There's a
so
legitimate case.
We use that to get over the
But I don't
instead
see
of
it on
rooster
the,
when you're
list.
supposed to. That's why we call it rooster skip.
All right,
Here
I
we go.
saw
There's also
Bow Wow
a
was
buffer
kind of
method
close.
right here.
Yeah,
So I think-
in the unbuffered method, you just have to keep doing it until you do it until you fall.
I think there's a segment in the game where you
And Bow
carry
Wow,
the chomp chomp
after
around.
the first buffer
Maybe-
can be
maybe they glitched it
a
so you're
little
constantly
fun and
carrying
get
it around
right in your
those, so I
face
think-
and
Yeah.
clink your
Yeah.
hook shot.
Yeah.
So
that trick is a lot
no-
harder than it
Yeah.
looks.
Out
Bow
of
Wow can
bounds
absolutely
and
just
no-
kind of like Bow Wow's jumping around.
Okay,
is
it's a
just
quest
completely
item, is what I was saying.
And
That, yeah, you give it
Bow
to
Wow
an
can
old one
just
for
jump
check,
right in
so
the
I wonder if
direction
they're
of the hook
trying to
shot,
keep
and
it
your hook shot's
for a
just gonna
while,
bounce right
maybe.
off of him.
Yeah, and even with the
'Cause
buffer
it's used
method,
as-
I think there's-
Bow Wow
for
will
glitching
just
or
get
something.
in your face and
I think it's
you just
well,
fall.
Yep.
Unless they're gonna
It's
go
nicer
turn it
in
in. I don't
Hundo
know.
because we actually bring him home in that
Yeah.
Yeah, thankfully.
instead
Okay,
of
so
him
this isn't glitchless.
coming around the
Okay.
world with me.
Yeah,
This
it's
is
not
just no
glitches.
out of
So you're
bounds.
actually
Like,
supposed to
so there's
chop Bow Wow
there's just
off
certain
right
things you
after
can't
D2.
do.
Yeah.
But in this
Alright,
category,
so-
we just kind of take
nice.
Bow Wow on a journey.
A laundromat.
Because we do Villa
That's-
Skip, there is literally no reason to bring him back home.
Good catch there, by the way.
Left and the right.
Wait for a second.
I can't tell you how many times I've done that.
Every now and then I'm like, oh,
I remember one
God.
time I moved right instinctually and I like went to like check my phone and I'm like, why am I up against the wall?
All right, so as we make the trek towards Dungeon 7,
nom.
we're hopefully going to get a setup where Bow Wow's going to eat this cutscene again, just like he did in Dungeon 6, or before Dungeon 6.
Let's see.
There.
Yeah.
Good boy. Whoops. There, good boy.
Nice. Finally does something right.
What did that do?
So Alex would
I
agree,
don't
sending in
know.
$20 saying, good boy,
I don't know what,
Bow Wow."
what it was. Oh, it's gone now.
This time.
All right, so Dungeon 7 is probably going to look a little
He
bit
served his
different than it
purpose.
did in your casual
Yeah.
playthrough. So remember bomb triggers, right? Those are returning a lot in
Yes.
Dungeon 7 because each of the pillars that
Aw.
fall are actually cutscenes.
Yes, it's all cutscenes.
So we're never going to touch the ball that the game, wants you to. Instead, we're just going to do this.
I mean, these are metal balls of some kind, right?
Sure. So there goes that one.
What the hell?
We get the sideways bomb trigger. That's a really hard one.
I'm so
Don't
confused
fall
on
into
what
that
that
pit
was.
because you will get sent all the way down to the first floor.
oh my gosh. I wasted all
You have
my
just
bombs.
about you have just enough bombs.
Yeah. So I have to not miss this.
There you go. Nice.
Okay.
Oh, they throw in
Probably
bombs?
Good allocation of
I
bombs.
don't know what.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
okay,
then what
yes,
Ryan just
they're
did there
throwing
is called
bombs,
a
I
pit
guess.
bomb trigger where you have to mash the bombs into the pit, and that
Oh,
can also
man.
activate a bomb trigger.
Damn.
It's pretty situational,
harsh.
but
Aw.
here it's
That's harsh, Skylar.
it's a
damn.
really good alternative.
Sounds like
to,
your
say, if you
Sims
miss,
are
the,
living
transition
dangerously.
Trigger.
Have you
So
ever
many-
played The
so many
Sims?
disasters.
Coming up here is going to be
Yeah,
the hardest trick
V
in the run.
used to be obsessed with it back
and
in like
what
high
we like to
school,
call
so we
Goomba
played it
surfing.
a lot back then. But that was like the
And
original
it's,
Sims.
it involves a super jump.
So you know
but
that
it's a
you
super
can,
jump on a
cause a kitchen
Yeah,
fires
grabbing a
trying to
Wasted
boil
all my
water.
bombs, so
Yes,
grab this.
yes, you can
Smart
cause
move.
fires pretty easily.
All right, so pixel perfect lineup here on the Y coordinate, and let's see how many tries this takes.
Goombas.
Oh,
Okay,
nice.
All right.
One and a half.
That's cool.
It wasn't even the right Goomba.
Watch.
Wow, that's crazy.
Ryan doesn't need us.
Hell yeah.
All right, y'all want to just go? Y'all want to just leave?
Does he really need us
I
after
don't
all
think
that?
Ryan needs us anymore. Y'all want to just go?
We could go crowd surf.
Yeah,
if you want,
I think I'm good.
The delayed first try.
Vulture.
I think our crowd surfing would go as well as the Goomba surf just did, though, to be fair. All right, so because we save and quit in the Rooster Skip cave, we can do this. Don't ask questions.
Okay.
The boss is there. What do you mean? Actually, Ryan was just hook-shotting the crab.
So yeah, you can't hookshot through the HUD if you don't save
The
and quit
employee
in that
died
cave.
in a
And,
laundromat fire.
The reason
It's funny,
why
this
goes
is,
beyond
no-
my scope of knowledge
no
for
out
this
of
game, to be
bounds.
I think it
perfectly
goes
honest
beyond
with you.
anybody.
But it's so
Whatever
glitched.
WW is.
Something to do with
Yeah, I'm
the
not sure what that is.
teleporter.
But it's so
Yeah,
glitched, the
rooms
run,
with
even
the-
without
The
that.
screens with the warp tiles, if you never visit one from the last time that you loaded your save, then yeah, I don't know why
the warp
that's
tiles, yep.
broken. But, yeah, so we save and quit to make that work in the Rooster Cave. So I wasn't even saving and
that's
quitting
why
just for
it's
like
like
safety
glitchless.
in there.
Yeah, it is a
Yeah.
nice safety save though.
Yeah, in case of failing Rooster Skip like I did. So
Oh, it's still
So,
there.
yeah,
It just
if you
doesn't go
save
to
and quit,
dungeons.
you can just get
Oh.
free fall,
The
so
chomp
you don't
chomp.
get
It's
locked to
back.
the falling animation, which is really nice. We've seen that a couple
It's
of
Link's
times,
pet
but
now.
that's the one that saves the most.
yeah, it saves one Jesus jump when we left the dungeon 6 as well.
Yep.
I think we have time for a few more donations
Yeah.
before the next notable point, before Dungeon 8.
I would love to. We have $50 from the Sound Defense. How did Princess Zelda measure the size of her kingdom? With a high ruler.
Oh my god! Whoops!
We also have $1,000.
Ooh.
And forgive me if I butcher this, from Sorelier. Played Link's Awakening as a kid. Great to see it at a GDQ. Let's follow this with some glitchy blueprints. And y'all, we have opened up an incentive for blueprints to get a bonus bequest glitch run. You have already raised $4,000 for that. Let's go.
Huh.
Awesome, thanks.
When we meet this, we'll get an additional any % run of blueprints to show off just how quickly
Well, it's probably-
you can get to room 46.
That's
This
probably
is my favorite part
because
of the run,
the
Bow Wow just gets
GDQ is all
taken
on
off the
Twitch.
screen.
You know,
Bow Wow's not supposed to be up here, so the game just does some very interesting things with Bow Wow.
like I get that there's
Okay, we
probably
don't have the
streamers
mirror
outside
shield
of
here, but if you
Twitch
hold
that
up and
would.
right from entering the room and
be
dash,
good
it
for
puts you on the
GDQ, but
perfect pixel
I-
to just
Right.
go right
I'm
through
sure
it.
it's just because they're all within the Twitch
there's a
ecosystem,
mirror
so
shield?
it's probably just some like
Yeah, even in Hundo,
Probably just some stupid, like,
because it's slow using the mirror
corporate
shield
thing.
too.
All right, so we do bomb trigger instead of getting the frog
I
song
don't
of
know.
All
soul.
right, this
and-
is
I don't know
actually the
about that.
hardest
It's
boss
just-
in
Yeah,
the game.
Yeah.
So
I don't know the
This
inner
is usually
workings
tough
of
when you
GDQ,
plant
so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, like, oh no, GDQ, which is on Twitch,
Hey,
has people from Twitch run.
I mean, I don't.
Funny enough, if you're actually
I'm not
late
really
on that,
involved
like,
with it, so
as
I
his
don't
neck
really
have a
turns
problem
with
out,
it,
you can
but-
get
And I
stuck
also
in his
think-
neck
I
and
think
just,
I've also
like,
seen,
get
like,
stuck locked to
non-Twitch-
that, so-
Oh,
I
yeah.
thought I have
Amount
two.
of damage, which is
Like, people who don't have Twitch accounts
drowned in land.
will
There we go.
still
Okay.
get into
Were
the
you ever just
run.
drown and land?
Yeah, I think it's.
Is that like a
I
not
mean,
a
it's.
normal thing?
No,
I
we're
mean,
not.
I
we're
feel
not
like
allowed
it's
to
more of a
clip in
rare
this
thing, but it's
category.
probably more of
Oh,
a rare
you're
thing
right.
just because the
But
fact
we are allowed to
that
drown.
since GDQ is on Twitch,
Yeah, not
that
more
it's
than 3
just
pixels.
a lot easier
Oh
for
my
people
gosh,
to
I
be
don't
on
know what's
Twitch to
happening.
get the exposure
So
for their
here's a trick called
streams.
bookshot.
Yeah.
We're gonna use that to
So
skip the
I don't
key
think it's a
here.
nefarious thing, Squall, but
We've already gone
you
over
know,
bookshot, actually, but it
I
allows
wouldn't
you to
know
do
for
that.
sure, but
Yeah.
There we
it
go.
doesn't
So
really
you can
feel
just
like
clip
it
to
is.
the little key block there.
Yep.
And then shoutouts to one of the biggest differences between the original Link's Awakening and this one.
But I will say that I
you can
learned
skip Leno in the
recently
original Link's
that
Awakening, but
when
not
it
in
comes
this
to like
because of the
payouts and like
very
the ability
slightly
to make
different
money
out-of-bounds rule set.
on a streaming
Yeah,
platform,
those so in the
YouTube
original LA,
has the best payouts,
we just kind of super
like,
jump and
from
get
what
on
I
top
saw
those two
for the
tiles under
stats.
the block. We can't do that in this
Which is
category
interesting.
with, LADX.
Yeah.
Those are
Yeah, so
considered
apparently
out-of-bounds.
YouTube is like
Speaking
the
of
one
LA,
where
by
you
the
would
way,
make
we're
the
grabbing the mouse
most
grab.
money
Now we can despawn bosses, right?
if you can manage their freaking algorithm.
In traditional LA,
That
you
is.
can, in this one
Yeah.
you can't.
Okay,
Maybe
so
that's why they pay more.
That's the trade-off.
Or, well,
Maybe that's why they pay more, is because the
fortunately,
algorithm.
if you like
The
fighting the
bullshit.
bosses.
Yeah, yeah. I
And
think
who's ready
Twitch
for a
was the
nice
lowest
hot
paying, if I
bath?
remember
Yep.
correctly.
Yeah,
So-
we're gonna
Between
swim in
Twitch,
some
Facebook,
lava.
and YouTube, I
doesn't
believe
sound like
Twitch
a
was
good
the
idea.
lowest paying.
That looks fine.
Based on
look.
based on ad revenue.
Ad
it's a little bit of lava
revenue
swimming.
and
I don't know
views
a
and
lot
all that
about
stuff.
a lot of things, but
'cause
I do feel like swimming in lava is a bad idea.
Well, it worked out here, so that's
Okay.
nice.
I stand corrected.
It's nice and toasty though.
Wait, who's this guy?
So it's the cue ball refight, but
Yeah, but we didn't fight him the first time, so here's the cue ball fight.
But we don't really have to worry about
We skipped
monetization,
it in Dungeon
Hybrid,
4,
because
so
we don't have any
before I
monetization.
got the flippers.
So it doesn't even matter to
to
us.
the pit, or are you gonna make it?
Yeah.
What's monetization?
Yeah, so you can just jump around as
Yeah,
you push the
exactly.
lava
Squall
Roomba around with
said the
your,
same thing that I just said
to
about
the
YouTube. That's right. Yeah, yeah.
But you can
So it
use
must be
that
true, right?
to jump over to a nice close position to open the chest from.
Yep. Didn't fall in the hole
Yep.
with the early jump. I did that for Astra just to tease her a little.
I kind of feel like I
Please
don't
do
think I'd ever
not-
be
do
able to
not
make money on
softlock on
YouTube
Hothead.
just because of the principle
Very
alone of
nice.
like
So,
having to
Jesus
manage
jumped
the
there off the
algorithm
lava
and
to
like
move
not
a pixel lower,
have
which
not cuss
Jesus
and not
jumping
have
does,
like
or the clip
adult
into
content
the
in
wall
your
by a
streams.
pixel to do that super jump.
Yeah.
Here's Hothead.
I would just be like,
Hothead
out of
does a lot
principle,
weird
fuck you,
ways
YouTube.
that- yeah, like that. Like
Like that,
none
yeah.
That's
of
why I
those
will
hits
forever
actually
be
damage them because
demonetized.
Hothead's weird.
The iframes are really strange.
Yeah,
Ah, dang.
not
Yeah, you
quite.
can also soft lock on this. That's fun.
Oh
frame
yeah,
perfect save.
yeah. I
Nice.
fully agree with you,
So that
Squall.
actually
Like
skips
Twitch
Hothead's
definitely
ending
the
dialogue, so we
company
saw no
and
text
the
from
streaming
Hothead during
platform
that
is not great for the
It
streamers
normally
because
saves 3 seconds
we
if you text
we learned that
Yo,
the
my
hard
favorite
way
instrument, the Tides
when we
Tambourine.
were
Tides
affiliates to
Tambourine.
Twitch when we first got
Complete
affiliate.
graphical glitch.
They fuck you hard with the ads.
Can't say the name on GDQ.
Like, oh my god, the ads! Holy crap!
What?
Because like they,
Let's just
in
say
the
Wolf was
text of
happy
like the
because
affiliate
of the
stuff,
Thai tambourine.
it said that you could manage the ads like when they were
so we're gonna be
playing,
heading
how
back to
long, kind of
D2.
thing.
We
And
need
I
to
get that
finish
they
this
probably wouldn't
dungeon
want you to
and
be able to
wrap
do
up
it
our
too
six
much if you're an
instruments. I'm like,
affiliate because you're just the first tier.
Thanks.
But we couldn't do any editing of it at all.
So far.
And so it was
The
playing
Tides
ads
Tambourine, the harmonica.
in the middle of our stream, which I didn't want. I wanted it at the beginning and the end, but we couldn't change it, even though it.
Yeah.
Like I went into the
Conch
settings
shell.
Magic.
and it let me change it and apply it, but it wouldn't actually apply
So,
it to
yeah,
the stream.
We're just doing a bit of
And it
cleanup
wasn't
here.
like it was just
But
broken,
we're
it was
entering
just
this
it just
dungeon, and
I
it's
think
gonna be
they just didn't
significantly
allow it
faster
and
than
didn't tell you that
otherwise
they didn't allow it.
because We have the magic rod and
Yeah.
the boost,
And it was kind of dumb because
which
like
are
I'd be
the,
having a conversation with someone
items that
during
make
the
this
stream,
faster. So,
and right in the middle of our
then
conversation, it would
first
throw an
off,
ad to
here,
them,
you
and
have
they
to
wouldn't
kill
hear
these enemies
my
in a
reply,
specific order.
and
Pulse voice
the
first,
the
then Keith,
the
then
conversation would
Stalfos,
just die because
just
I
like that.
I wouldn't hear anything back from them.
And now,
So I was like,
Yeah.
this is
a
dumb.
2D side-scrolling
So
series here.
so from then on, I was like, fuck this. We're not gonna have
Usually,
ads
you
on
have
any of our
to
platforms.
hold a
So
pot
we
in
got
order to
rid
lay
of
down
our
the
affiliate
platform,
status
but
and
now that we have the
decided to
boost,
just go back to
we
the base
Now that we have
tier
the-
Twitch.
now that we have the magic powder, now that we have the boots,
And now
can
we have
do
no
this.
ads.
Yeah,
We
what
strive
Ryan
to
just
have
did
no
there as
ads
well
on
is,
any of our
use the
platforms.
hook
'Cause
shot
fuck
right up
that.
against the pot to get
Okay.
invincibility. So you
I mean, I
can
get
just,
that that's the
get through
monetization,
without
but
taking any damage.
hey,
Which is really nice.
you know, that's we,
This
we,
boss
we
is
like
funny
having
as
our
well.
viewers have
So
a better
nor-
experience
normally,
than us making
this
money.
takes
So
3 phases of
Yep.
smashing the face into the wall, basically.
And millions
But-
of text boxes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But if you're clipped into the wall, even if it's by a pixel, which you can just do by walking into the side of it, just like always, the bottle will shatter instantly. And since
my
we have the
God.
magic rod, we can just
That's so
kinda
funny, it
spam
turns
magic
into a
rod here, and he's dead.
Yeah, it just makes
That
very
was
quick
easy.
work of Genie.
That was a genie?
There's a genie in a bottle.
And just for y'all.
Yeah,
did
in
look
case
like
you
a
didn't see
genie.
it the first time.
Yeah,
The side
yeah. I didn't
version
think it
there.
really did either. Oh well.
Yeah, did that one on purpose, just to show both versions.
Speaking of quick work, quick donation.
Go ahead.
$1,000 from Dr. Dake.
Ooh, $1,000.
I borrowed my
Nice.
friend's copy of Link's Awakening at camp one summer and forgot to give it back to him. Never saw him again. So Sam, if you're out there, I'm very sorry. But thank you
No,
for
you're
letting
not.
me play
You
the
are not
best
sorry.
Zelda game that's ever existed. Happy GDQ,
You were like, yes, it's
everyone.
mine now.
Worth it.
By the way, you're not getting it back.
GDQ donations turning into misconnections.
Right?
We're
It's
about
probably
to play
worth
our
a lot more
favorite
money now too.
instrument, A bomb.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, maybe not.
I thought I had it.
There we go.
All right, yeah, we're playing the bomb. The
Yep.
bomb.
Oh, damn.
Wait, this is an Ocarina of Time.
It's the end of the run.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a short run.
We'll just be quiet here for the music.
Welcome to one of the worst endings of a Zelda game. Link
Oh, yeah?
destroys an entire world by waking up.
Oh yeah, I know, right? It was all a dream. What? No, no, not the trope ending.
You You know who enjoyed that the most was Bow Wow off the screen.
He's still here, by the way.
So
Bow Wow also donated again.
the windfish egg, all right, the windfish egg, the path is predetermined unless you go and read the book in the library. So since we didn't read the book, the path is just going to be the same path every single time.
So left, up, right.
Let's see. What time is Blueprint
Right.
start?
Up,
That's
left, up.
Left, up. Lurulu, as we
I
call
think-
it.
Yeah.
not until after 11.
All right, so as we begin
Oh,
the fight,
yeah, then
we're
we'll be
actually
ending
gonna
it
do a
before
bomb
then.
trigger entering the
Unfortunately,
fight. So
10:52
Ryan's
is
dashing
when
A
it's
here,
set for right now, but it's
gets the
probably
bomb
going to
trigger.
be slightly
That
pushed
makes
back.
a lot of RNG elements in this fight consistent.
It might be close to that, I don't
including,
But no, yeah, we'll
making
be
the
ending it before then,
manipulation
unfortunately.
of
Looks
Aghanim
like
and
we
his
got
famous blue balls to be done here.
Yeah, the
like a
music in this
checkpoint
fight
next,
actually
and then after
cycles
that,
the
Wolfenstein
RNG.
2, the new Colossus.
Yeah, so this is the only time in the
That'll be a
entire
good one
game
to
where you
watch.
can manipulate anything, just
Well,
because
coming up next
RNG does roll
is
every
the,
frame. So
Yep, so Ryan's actually
80%
using an
run
app
of
here
this
to,
game.
as well
Oh,
as
right,
Aghanim's
right.
positions,
First 80%,
and also not moving diagonally.
then
at all,
checkpoint, then
to
Wolfenstein
not
2.
influence his own
Nice.
subpixels. In order to know exactly where to stand and how many pixels to stand away from the wall. There we go, perfect.
it took
You're
a
all blue
lot of
balls.
RNG out of
I
this
love how
run,
they
which is
just
really
straight
nice.
copied the fight from
And Moldorm phase, match sword, match sword.
was it
match sword, match sword.
Aganon or whatever from
Yes.
from Super
Link to the
Nintendo
Past.
Zelda
That's a
Link to the
beast
Past.
Here we have the Ganon phase.
And then they just took
Or
the
just gonna
Ganon
dash into
phase.
him, dashing
Yeah,
into him,
that's
or,
funny.
Spinning
They did not
are the
change
only
much
two
of
that
it
damage him here.
from the
Because we
Ganon
only
fight
have the
and
level one sword
Aghanim.
Still. There's a Land Mola phase. It doesn't exist.
It's just like the
That's
sand.
incredible.
Getting kind of sleepy. Y'all getting kind of sleepy?
Yeah, well, hopefully someone here is not getting sleepy.
Whoa, music.
Because here's the final phase. This is Death Eye. He can open his eye.
Oh,
whenever
finally
he
something
watching
good.
Summer Games done quick.
Unfortunately,
So this is good.
It's
that was a pretty quick
Ooh,
first
quick,
open.
quick,
We have 4
quick.
shots in.
Speedrunning marathon for
Each
charity.
time he
Yep.
opens,
Ooh, okay, there we go.
there's another 4.
This is Link's Awakening DX.
He is taking his time.
on the Game Boy. Game Boy
Still
Color,
not bad.
actually.
Still not bad.
Sometimes like this cycle can just take a full minute. It can be a little rough. And nice.
The quad. That's hard
That's
to do.
really hard, yeah.
The
We have
4
time
cycle's
coming
really
up
good.
here the moment the screen goes white upon entering this staircase.
Yep.
Yep. So,
So is the 80%
We get to see
run
the
like
best sound on the Game Boy.
and
the Link to the Past speed run where you don't fight anyone?
Yeah, I'm curious about this. Because 3 minutes means you're gonna just
Got a
be
very good sound effect
skipping
coming
so
here. It's
like
probably the best on
everything
the Game Boy.
basically.
Yeah. Because
Love
like
the windfish sound.
in Link to
I
the
won't try
Past,
and
there's a
imitate
glitch
this.
where
You
you
should.
just basically walk into the
all right, cool. Yeah.
Triforce
pretty
room
content
in
with
the
that run.
game.
Yeah.
I think I looked up and saw it was like a.
Well, in
It
Ocarina
is
of Time,
54, so.
it's basically just setting up a wrong
Not
warp.
bad, not bad.
At the very beginning,
But,
you set up a wrong
thanks
warp,
to
and then
all
you
y'all.
warp to the end.
Which is crazy,
But
by the way.
yep.
Probably about to set
That's
up
the
soon
whole.
for
That's the whole
the,
80% run.
80%
Oh yeah, we're running
unrestricted.
80%.
Look,
But that
the
run
whale.
takes-
The flying
80%
whale.
Restricted bonus run. So I don't know if we're gonna go into intermission for the setup. Okay, okay.
What is going on with this well?
Here, I
Right.
can-
Crazy.
Okay, because yeah, I had to take
Now we're
a
going to
screenshot
80%.
to remember the file names. Okay, okay.
Yeah, there's some specific stuff
Mustaches.
that needs to
Good
be
work for
referenced.
mustaches.
Yeah.
Winning. Plants vs.
Yeah.
Zombies.
We will be right back in just a quick moment while that bonus 80% run gets set up. In the
Okay.
meantime,
I'm
we
gonna go
got so
refill my
much
drink.
love from the Zelda community.
Okay.
Y'all are incredible. We had $10 from Mega Wacky Max. The Sands of Link's Awakening is the shopkeeper.
Oh, that would
An
be cool.
unassuming NPC
Swall.
that
Let me
will
see. I
one-shot
don't
you
know
if you
if there
try to
is.
cross
Let me see.
Keep it up, GDQ. We also have $25 from Bow Wow. Bark,
looks like it's
wow,
just
this is
regular
such
Super
a
Metroid this
good
time around.
walk. Bark.
Unfortunately. Low percent ice
And
race.
of course, Ryan
it's a
was
Super
getting
Metroid
so
race,
much
what
love
they got.
during that. He is incredible. And Corey Amon agrees with $100. Some people know Ryan Ford through speedrunning. I know Ryan Ford as a
like they
legend
got
of the
Metroid and
Toronto
Metroid
Smash
Zero
Brothers
Mission
melee
in
scene.
the
Whether he's competing,
the marathon this year.
commentating, or just plain vibing, Ryan brings his unmatched skill and insight to every part of the game. His impact goes far beyond what happens on the sticks. He's helped shape the scene
Yeah,
itself.
Majora's Mask.
And don't get me wrong, he's a demon on the sticks. One time, he even
All
won a
Masks
tournament without
NMG.
dropping a single stock.
That is
Donation goes to Ryan's
on-
pick. I'm used to him taking my money both in bracket and now at SGDQ.
That is on
Much love.
Tuesday night, or Tuesday at
We also have
around noon.
$250 from
That's
K
nice.
Alamode. Greetings
I'm
from
gonna
Las
miss that one. I'll
Vegas.
be at work tomorrow.
Ryan introduced me to the
but
wonderful
I'll watch
game
that
of
later.
Gimmick with his run at AGDQ 2024, and I've had a blast getting to watch him grind
They really
out
do
his
need to
runs
have
when I
that run,
wind
though,
down
Squall.
after work.
Super
Happy to see you
Metroid
got
and
accepted to run, and
Zelda
happy you made it to the event.
Link to the
Getting
Past
back to a great event, great
randomizer,
cause,
that would be a
great
lot of fun.
game, and great runner. Donation goes towards the bonus
Oh yeah,
run.
they got Phantom
It's,
Hourglass
as you say,
as well
a
in
piece
it.
of cake.
Looks like it is.
We have $25 from Addie donating
Phantom
during an
Hourglass one is
awesome
Thursday
run of
morning
my first Zelda
at
game. Many happy memories learning to play this
9:40
with my
a.m.
grandmother.
Okay.
Let's go, Ryan.
Okay.
All right, everyone, you donated for it, and now we get to see
Any
it.
percent.
Let's check out that bonus any percent run of Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening.
Any percent? What? Everett's gonna miss it. It's gonna be done before he comes
All
back.
right, welcome back, everybody. Thanks for waiting. So yeah, we're still here. Thank you all for donating for this any percent bonus run. So we needed the files named in a specific way for it to maybe work. So full disclaimer, this might just be a crash percent if we're unlucky, but we'll see.
Yeah, it's a 50-50.
Yeah, more or less. So, all right, who wants to do the countdown this time?
I'll do it.
All right.
All right, let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
All right.
All right. Regardless of what happens, y'all are in for a short but sweet treat.
Oh, that's
here.
crazy, Squall.
You're in for something.
Let's see.
I honestly, I am not up to date on the technical explanations here, but basically, this run is.
You know,
like 2.5
GDQ does have a
minutes long.
YouTube channel
Yeah,
that
so
they
the
do
last one
post
was
their
like
VODs
50
to as
minutes.
well.
This is
I don't know if
2
are you
minutes.
saying that on.
And this takes
Do you have that happen
advantage
on
of
YouTube?
a lot of very, very specific elements of the game. So the file select and
I'll send you the
specific
link to it.
interactions, both
Yeah, they
in
post
the
all- they post all their
doghouse,
VODs on it.
entering transitions, and talking to NPCs so that we can set up everything exactly right for the arbitrary code execution to send us straight to the end.
Yeah. So
I'm missing the run.
I know. I was like, Hyra's gonna miss the
Oh
whole
my
thing.
Right. So
Actually,
okay.
far
So
we'll see though.
the category that we
But
just
if you
ran
go to
at
the
random
YouTube
was
channel, they
80%
post
no run
VODs
without
actually
a
during
bounce.
the marathon
Here's
too.
What happens
Yeah.
when you can
So you can
run
watch
warp
them on
and
there.
You can go out of bounds.
Yep.
Essentially,
And you
just
can
think
do
of it
other
like that.
There's going to be a lot of junk data on the screen and a lot of squiggly lines.
So
that,
they
like,
are on YouTube as well.
you know,
They're
we
not just on
drew it
Twitch.
from like our childhood.
Yeah.
And they do post
this is
their
silly, but I
other
have to
stuff
actually,
on there
like,
too,
farm
not
out,
just the
'cause I might
the
die.
GDQs
So
on
if
YouTube.
there's
Yep.
one,
Basically,
glitch
anything
that
they
you might have
stream
known
is
from this
eventually
game,
uploaded
before
to YouTube.
This
Yeah.
this GDQ.
And you know,
run,
it's funny. There are some
it may
streamers
have
that
been
do
something called the
actually stream
doghouse
to
glitch.
YouTube as well.
So I did mention entering
like Kung Fu
way,
Fruit
like,
Cup, she actually
way at
has
the
a
beginning
YouTube
of the last
channel.
round, I did
But
mention,
but
entering.
I know that on her
sub
channel
transitions, or
it's not a
overworld,
live
underworld,
thing
and
with
vice
her
versa
on
weird
YouTube.
coordinates.
It's the
So you
Twitch,
can enter the back of this
the live
doghouse
Twitch
right here
feeds that are
after
then
getting a certain
re-uploaded to
amount of
YouTube.
kills, and this happens.
Her Twitch VODs get uploaded to YouTube. Much like our VODs get uploaded to YouTube.
I love
Yeah.
this soundtrack. It's my favorite part of the game.
Oh, are
What
you
am I
talking about
looking at
the
here?
Twitch chat,
don't
Squall?
know.
This is LAD.
You actually read
Magic.
Twitch chat?
We were in like a weird version of D3.
I usually
and
just turn
we're
off the
still in
chat when I
4,
watch
now
it.
we're in D5, and now we're still in D5.
Oh, glitches.
Ryan's doing
Yeah,
very good stuff here, by
glitches.
the way, like we might want to give a little bit of quiet time for what's going on.
Hey, the mini boss music.
Hmm.
And maybe.
I had a feeling it was going to be something
So,
like this.
I was told
Yep.
that you should kill these.
And we got a
There we go.
Well,
So there's a chance of it just warping us straight to the credits here, or there's a crash percent.
yeah. So
Oh,
it
that's
said-
funny. It's a
We got to stop the
percentage
bass
chance.
Well, sorry, y'all.
That's funny.
Oh, that's it.
So it would have
really
it would
well
have warped
done.
to the credits. Okay,
A crash
gotcha.
is technically an an 80%.
Or crash.
right?
We got the crash.
Yep, we got the
Yeah,
crash.
exactly. That's an 80%. Let's go. Woo! Give it up, everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, give it up for Ryan, everyone.
I really hope y'all enjoyed that. It's like, yeah, and with Doghouse Shenanigans, I definitely recommend checking out 100% Unrestricted. That's a wild category, which I think I've really only seen TGH run it, honestly. So
Wait, what's this now? Sorry.
100% unrestricted.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God, yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
If you think this is a weird sound, wait until you see that.
right. All right.
When
so
you're
I
trying to
guess,
watch it on
to
Twitch,
sign off real
Squall,
quick,
are you watching it on like your
yeah,
PC
so,
or are you watching it
as
on
you
like
can see
a
on the screen,
TV
I'm
or
Ryan
like a
Ford, and
streaming
if you
device?
would like to shoot a follow, I'm at Ryan_Ford522 on most socials. And
Oh, I see.
yeah,
Squall.
I run a variety
I
of
see what you're
games.
saying.
To
Yeah.
date, I
Yeah, watch parties are
about
fun.
15
That's why we like to do them for,
different games,
for GDQs.
lately been grinding like Super Metroid and Mario 64, and then
Well, thank you. Critical and discerning.
this
Thank you
to
for the
practice
compliment.
for this
Thank
event.
you.
So I did my due diligence.
I mean, I guess.
But yeah,
I guess
I'll
critical
want to close out
discerning.
as well. Oh,
It's
also,
a lot
thanks so much for
easier
the donations, everybody.
when you're not
By the
playing
way,
the
and,
game.
keep coming.
Yes, exactly.
I've been TGH.
It's
I'm
kind of
TGH
nice
underscore
sometimes
XR on
to
Twitch.
not be the streamer,
Shout outs
so
to my friends
the
from
one
the
playing the
LMX
game, so we can be like,
shout outs to
"Ha."
Ryan, amazing runner here. Shout outs to the rest of the couch. Y'all made this a ton of fun. I had a ton of fun just sitting here, and I hope y'all had fun too. But yeah, shout outs to y'all too as well. Shout outs to the crowd. Y'all have been amazing. All the donators. That's it for me.
I'm Ice Blue. I run a variety of Zelda games. You could find me on twitch.tv/iceblue and xiceblue on some socials. But yeah, I run this. I run RPGs, and yeah, shout outs to all y'all for making this bonus sound effect happen.
Yeah, shout outs to the bass that's still going.
Yeah. We haven't dropped it yet. But yeah, keep on donating to a wonderful cause.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, and then I've been Astrus Evolution. You can find me on all the socials under that. I speedrun Undertale Deltarune. Shout outs to all my friends in the Undertale Deltarune community. They have been looking into Link's Awakening because of Deltarune, so this is really fun. And I'm happy to be here
I was
from
asking
like kind of
Squall
having both
because I
perspectives.
know
so I'm happy
that
you had me
my
on, and,
Shield
it brings back a lot of
TV,
memories.
NVIDIA Shield TV,
Yeah,
all of a
thank y'all
sudden
so
stopped
much, dude,
working
'cause,
with it because the
yeah, y'all
ads
made
don't
a
load
focus
properly on it.
Since y'all were explaining everything.
So I wonder if it could be
on the
related to
run,
the
so
ads.
definitely made it go smooth. So I appreciate that a lot.
You and your first try Goomba Surf.
So you might want to try it on a different browser
Right.
that you don't
Okay,
use
and
for
with
anything
that,
if you have
yeah,
like ad
peace out,
blockers,
everybody.
one
Thanks
that's like a
again.
clean browser, just to see if it helps. Maybe like Edge or Chrome doesn't have any extensions on it or something.
Incredible, Ryan Ford. You did
Might
an
do
awesome
something
job
different,
with
you never
Link's
know.
Awakening DX.
I don't know.
I mean, it's kind of
It's just something to try.
So I really enjoyed the run. Great work again. On,
Fortunately,
I guess,
the
technically
app on
Facebook.
my TV
I can't believe we've raised over
for Twitch works for
$300,000
me, but my
today,
NVIDIA Shield does
overall,
not,
so
so
far
I
the
have
last
to
2 days
use my
for
TV app.
Doctors Without Borders. But hey,
Only
anyway,
for
I am Kung Fu
Twitch.
Fruit Cup, and
No other
today
app
I am
do I have
joined
to do
by
that with.
Rad Ringtail and Bobby Byrne. And we're going to be talking about
Oh, those are cool
some
earrings.
of the
I just noticed Kung
blueprints
Fu
things
Fruit
for
Cup.
the upcoming Blueprints
She's got the Hylian shield and the
Bingo.
Master
That's
Sword
cool, too.
earrings.
It's great.
Yeah.
Awesome. We're so
That
excited.
shield
That's the
looks
answer I wanna hear.
like it's metal and it looks like
We've
it's
been
heavy,
waiting
but I
so
don't think it
long. We've
is.
been putting so much work into this.
So
run. It's actually, we're so excited.
Yeah. Yes, I imagine. All right, for those in the room, I just want to give you all a quick heads up that we have a special thing for everybody here and everybody watching. That's we're going to talk about in just a couple minutes. So, first of
Ooh,
all,
something special.
I heard, Rad, that you were a Blueprints playtester.
Correct.
What was that like?
So early speedrunning was missed community, which is weird.
Oh,
but
that's
it's
crazy,
awesome.
Squall. I
Missed the
wonder what
game.
the
Yes,
issue
Mist
is.
and Riven and
Huh.
such.
Right.
And in mid 2022, I was reached out to by a member of the community, like, "Hey, do you want to help me playtest a game? My friend has a game," and I'm like,
I guess I'll say the last
"Sure."
thing that I would try then
I'm
would
picturing
be
this little 2D, you know, like
Sure.
Link to the
maybe
Past
be on a
clone,
VPN and
then,
try
I
connecting
got
and see if
sent
that
an
does
NDA.
anything.
I was like, okay.
Maybe your ISP is doing something weird.
All right, no, I'm gonna have a good time. I'm gonna make some coffee, put some headphones on. I'm gonna take this seriously and record it. And it turned out the game was awesome, fantastic, almost
Yes.
complete. I was blown
So
away
good.
by it, and I couldn't talk about it for 3 years.
Wow.
2022.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay, so you've been with the game early. So this is a versus thing. How do you think you're going to be able to keep up with that?
I have been asking myself that question for literally weeks.
Which game
and
are they
months at
talking
this
about?
point. Ever since it got accepted to be in the marathon, I'm like, this is the GOAT.
Do you have any clue,
I
Hybrid?
wish it helped. It does not help. It does not help this format.
Well, I know there's
Right.
going to be a lot of
Did you
RNG,
step
but
out?
what I
Hello?
want to get into
Hello?
Hey, you there?
how-
There you
okay,
are.
Okay, sorry, I went
Blueprints
into
bingo.
mute mode and then
Bingo. For
Okay, I was gonna say, I was like,
How is
where'd
this
you?
gonna work?
anyway. Okay, so the guy who's talking, I guess he was
the popular formats are like
a beta tester for Blueprints.
Oh, Blueprints beta tester. Nice, nice.
He just said that he couldn't talk about it for 3 years.
The game's RNG and sort of the ethos of the game is to open as many threads as you can,
Right.
and then let the progression of a day or the run kind of figure out like which path you're going to go down.
Oh, you can
And,
install a
in Lockout,
VPN
you
on
get
just
stuck
your
going from
your
one
PC
square over
yourself
and
if
over, and
it's
it
if
just
it's
didn't
your
work.
computer.
Right.
So we
That
flipped
is.
over to non-lockout,
Or you
and
can
then
also
right before
try as
submission, we're
well
like,
if you don't want to try
you know,
VPN,
the game
even though I'd
has this
recommend trying that.
9x5 grid.
You can also just
And,
try
yeah, the rest is history.
like
we gave it
a
a shot. We demoed it. It was super fun.
It was
the
so
proxy
fun.
We
in
just
the
been playing
And
browser
then you
as
now have
well.
one of the most unique looking layouts that we made.
But you don't have to install a VPN like on your router or
And
anything. You
just
can
to be
just
clear,
try it on
like,
the PC.
what we're doing on the map, it's literally
There's
again,
free
a 9 by
VPNs out there.
5
I
grid
pay for
To
one, but
represent, like,
that's
the
because I
roots
use
of
it
the
for
manner.
a lot of
Yeah,
stuff.
like,
but
so here,
Yeah, yeah,
here's
yeah.
a clip. This is a
They
great.
do have
so
some free ones
this
out
is
there.
Rad's stream.
Yes,
and
ignore the video. Just the bingo on the left. Yes.
Exactly. And on the left-hand side, you'll notice the 9 by 5 bingo board. We will be looking at 45 different squares.
It's a lot.
Of random, of
All right, a bingo
pre-generated
race.
Squares that we.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm gonna
it's a
have to- I'm gonna
bingo.
have to- I'm gonna have
It's a
I'm gonna have to
bingo
watch
race.
this.
No, it's not locked.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna have to
Oh
watch this
man.
VOD.
Square.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
So,
definitely gonna have to
our
watch
two
this VOD too.
commentators,
I didn't realize it was a
Project,
bingo
made
race.
us a
Damn.
board that we will be
That's
seeing on stage
crazy.
that we have never seen before. We have seen
What the hell is
a
with that?
multitude of
What's with that
combinations
table?
of
Why is there
different
dirt all over
squares.
the
We have not
place?
seen the exact
What is
configuration
going on?
of this
Glitches.
tonight.
This is
Right,
probably
nor can you
glitches.
have- apparently
Yeah,
this game
what
is
the
not
hell?
accessible to be seated at
That
any
is,
time, so it's,
In no
this
way.
is
Yep.
mega
Crazy.
RNG that you'll be dealing with.
Exactly. And to Rad's point, like we have to like the game will tell us which threads to follow. It's not
Correct.
the other way around.
Sure. Okay.
Yep.
And are you trying to get the 5 across? I would assume rather
No.
No.
So
it could go either way.
Yeah,
That's
so
a
go for
good.
it. That's
That's
a
a good
great
point. Yeah.
question.
So just
yeah.
like in the game, in the 9x5 grid, you start in the center of rank 1, like the bottom row,
Right.
and you try to get to the 9th rank in the center. And so we're going to do the same thing. We're trying to draw a line in any, only 90-degree turns.
So tunnel.
Technically, yeah.
If you can,
If you get a
but we
straight
have
line.
safeguards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the whole goal is to make a path from where the entrance hall would be
Yeah.
with bingo squares to where the antechamber would be on our bingo board.
I'm so excited to see what the types of bingo squares are. I'm
Yeah.
very curious. I haven't seen these yet. I know that a lot of them, I mean, you don't know what's going to be on there, but I'm sure you know some of the types of options, of
Right.
course.
Absolutely.
That's going to be really, really cool.
Nice skull.
If that's not enticing enough to watch this incredible bingo run coming up, I know you all have a special like surprise for
Yeah.
the audience as well.
Yeah, so we thought, how can we make this special?
Sometimes
for the
it's
people
fun
who are
cleaning
here
up a
at
PC.
SGDQ,
Other times it's
even
annoying.
more so. So a few weeks ago, we
Yeah.
were like, and the minor spoilers for our room in the game. So if you haven't beat the game, maybe close your ears.
I mean, you
Uh-oh.
know
Close
about
your
this
ears,
from
Hybrid.
the beginning, which is good.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
All right, I'm.
So
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
we have a room 46 foam
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
in which we
Well, I wanna
have
hear it.
100 of them for the folks in
Oh.
the audience. So if you are in the hotel right now and you want to watch this B-Quest bingo run, you got to come down. You got to get one of the 100 foam fingers that we're going to be giving out.
I will be there.
It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I know, right, Skull?
Yes,
I was thinking
I'm
the same
so
thing. I was like,
excited
what
for
the
that.
hell
It's
is
gonna be
going
an
on?
incredible Bingo, an incredible run. And okay, not only that, but part of this segment and the reason why we really wanted to do this, to shout out this run, but another reason was like, what if we did something for you all?
Yeah.
What if we did something else for you all, I would say. So Bobby and I
You
came
can come back
together
now,
and we
Hybrid.
put together a puzzle.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
inspired
They didn't
by
actually say
Blueprints
anything. I didn't hear
that
any
we're gonna show you
spoilers.
right now.
It said
that
something
you
about
all
spoilers,
get
and then
to
they started
solve.
talking about something else, and so I don't even think they said anything.
Massive shout out to LLK.
Unless they said it really
Let's
quick and I
get
didn't
some
hear it.
applause in the room for
She's
LLK.
incredible. So,
Oh, that's some
if
cool
you
art.
look at these images here, these images are inspired by one of the rooms in Blueprints, known as the gallery room, that we all
Oh,
know
this
and
is the
love.
spoilers.
Everybody loves this room.
Oh, this is Delta
Definitely-
Room.
Definitely, there's no sarcasm in my voice. But we have these images here for you. Feel
Well,
free to screenshot them right now
okay.
here, or you can go to our socials on GDQ. Go to our Blue
Well,
Sky
I think they said something about
and
blueprints.
check out the images. They're going to be posted on there as well, so you can get a closer look and zoom in and all of that stuff. Now, these are relating to the marathon schedule. So this is our puzzle for you. It is a multi-part puzzle, and you will find that out. Along with this, we do have a letter that I would like to read you as well to go along with these images.
So they're basically doing
So
a
let's read out
blueprints
a little
thing,
bit
but
of
with
letter.
GDQ is what they're doing right now.
A little bit of letter.
A little bit of
Let me read the letter. So that we can just, I don't know, hopefully it will help inspire you as you're working on these images. My generous viewers, ending this mystery will not be easy, but I have faith that you will acquire the answer to bring you to the truth. My generous heart is offering you this letter to grant you another piece of the puzzle. Seemingly ambiguous in nature, I trust you'll pierce through the facade. Now, input the answer in a common place and look a little deeper.
There it is.
So all of these images, plus the letter, will be up on our socials channels for you. Again, you can also screenshot this right now, especially those who are watching over any
An
kind of
incentive for this,
device.
for reason to do the puzzle.
Yes, for those who solve this puzzle, you will be given a secret phrase. You'll know when you arrive at the conclusion to post on socials. So go ahead and post that phrase and tag GDQ so we can know that you have solved it. And then tomorrow we will be announcing on the recap.
Is anyone able to solve it?
5 people, or maybe more.
Who knows?
Well, we're at least planning on the first 5 people that we see who have posted this phrase. We'll be announcing you. So you can, if you want to give us a different name than whatever your username is, there we can do that as well.
Good luck, everyone. We
so
worked really hard on this. Hopefully,
we did.
Again, massive shout. We asked LOK.
I wasn't paying
LOK just
attention.
absolutely
What's
just
the
whipped this up.
puzzle?
Oh my goodness.
So wild.
Incredible.
This
so
is
we're really,
like
really,
a-
really
this
excited
is the
about
puzzle
it.
right
And yeah, feel free to go ahead
And
and
it's
dig
related
in
to the
and,
letter.
have fun with the puzzle. And get excited for Blueprints.
what
Bingo
did the letter
coming up.
say?
It's going to be amazing.
It was
but
long.
before that,
I
we have
can't,
Wolfenstein
like,
2, the
repeat
new
it to
Colossus
you.
coming up with that 80% cutscene skip.
Nah.
And it's going to be
Fine.
amazing.
Anyway,
Anderson's
so
gonna
okay,
do
so
an incredible
apparently
job.
Mega
He's a
Man
wonderful
Maker
person, and,
like .net.
just get excited for everything coming up.
I know, I'm so
emails.
excited. What,
Always
Hmm?
what a Monday at SGDQ. I'm
So I ended up using
Man,
my
the things
Gmail
that have been happening
on
so
Good to
far
Go on
at
Mega
this
Man
event
Maker,
have been
so I can
Nice.
play that
I'm gonna
sometime.
pass it back off.
Mega Man
Rara, I'm gonna hand it
Maker.
back up to you. Thank you all so much.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going
I'm-
to try to solve it. I don't feel like thinking tonight.
Thank you, Fu. I don't
just
know
here
the
to
answer
relax,
to that puzzle,
okay?
but I also don't know a whole lot about blueprints. Admittedly, that is on my to-be played list. Welcome back to Summer Games Done Quick 2025, powered by Twitch. We are here raising money for Doctors Without Borders, and we are getting ready to pass that
Mega Man Maker.
$320,000 mark. Let's
So
go.
next up we have Wolfenstein 2,
We are currently setting
Yeah.
up for our next round of Wolfenstein 2, the new
Which will probably
Colossus,
close us out for the
80%
night.
cutscene skip. With the good ending, thanks to your generous
Yeah, it's related to the
donations, We
schedule.
are going to stomp out fascism.
I'm wondering
but
if maybe
before
it's
we
like the
do
first
that,
letter of the game or
fascism
something. I don't know.
stompers
I'd
need
have
to
to
take
like
a break
spell
also.
it out.
So we'll be right back in
Each
just a
game
little bit.
had like multiple
Thank you to
It's like
everyone
the first
that was
picture had like
sending
5
in
characters,
some
the second one had
Zelda
4,
jokes
then
during
3,
the
then like
previous round of
6.
Link's
So
Awakening.
Yeah, but it had
Like
multiple
$10
things in
from
the
Blue
each
Cat.
picture from
How
different
did
runs, so
Link
it wasn't
win the
all one
basketball game for
run
his
in
team?
the pictures.
He used his hook shot.
So I don't know. I was just
To
it was
anyone
just
who's
a
booing,
shot in
you
the
can
dark.
leave. That was amazing. You can thank Nintendo
wrong.
Power for that joke.
You're wrong. Damn.
We also have $25 from Thalfon. Unfortunately, Bow Wow ate this message before we could read it. That's okay. He's still a good boy.
So you have to make a account with this?
Mega Man Maker?
Yeah.
Yes, because it's online.
Oh, it's online. Okay.
What?
We have
what,
$50
what the
from
fuck do you think it was?
Sparkus87. Link's Awakening will forever be my favorite
An
game of all
offline
time.
thing
I
that you
still
can
call
download
Chain
maps to?
Chomps Bow Wows because of this
Oh, okay,
game.
I see what you're saying. Okay, that's
You know, like I didn't know it was just purely online thing.
We also have $25 from Tomato Walrus. It is my wife and I's favorite time of the year. We love Legend of
Does it
Zelda
prompt you
games
when
to
you
the
open
point
the
where
game?
we use Zelda's Lullaby during our wedding.
yes, whenever you actually launch the
yes, I know
.exe
Zelda
file,
isn't
it'll ask you.
technically in this game, but
Then-
anyway.
Okay, gotcha.
Happy anniversary to my lovely wife. Happy anniversary to
If
Tomato
anyone is
Walrus and their
curious,
lovely
here's
wife.
a link to Mega Man Maker if you would like to play it. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
We also got $10
Bitch
from
Flower Power ran it
Fish.
earlier.
I don't know if they
Yeah.
sent this while they were asleep or after we woke them up, but they said, I'm dreaming of crushing fascism.
A PSP Mega Man level making game? Oh, interesting.
We also had $50 from Droth the Destroyer. Can't wait for this Link's Awakening DX run. Shoutouts to all my fellow fish waking enthusiasts.
Hybrid's
going
gonna be playing the Mega Man Maker at some point soon.
But then
Yeah.
on the opposite side
Probably
of that, we
no-
had $100 from Morgan.
Probably on our next
Don't wake
Thursday.
the Wayfish.
Yeah,
I'll
and
just
Hybrid's
do
a
another-
lot
I don't
better at
know
Mega
how
Man
to
than
feel.
I
I
am,
mean,
so.
we woke them up, right? So
Oh, there you go.
What's
Squall,
up?
Squall asked if he made a level if you'll play it on stream
yo,
for
I
Mega
cannot
Man
believe
Maker.
that it is day 2, and
I'll play
we've
it.
already raised
course.
$320,000.
Also,
for
this
Doctors
is still
Without
out there.
Borders.
If
That
anyone
is
wants to make
wild to me.
a
Y'all have
rando
shown
run
up.
for me on Ocarina of Time,
With that,
I will
just
run
with
that as well.
$10,000, did you know that MSF can buy
You know, it's in the
4
process of making one for me,
motorbikes
but
used to reach
I'll
remote
take
communities during
other people's as
vaccination
well,
campaigns,
since I play a
and
lot of
can
rando.
treat to cure 37 patients of hepatitis C without chronic liver damage. Did you also know that just a $5
damn.
donation can help buy 4 treatments to cure adult patients from malaria and enough vaccines to immunize 13 children against measles?
News: Cookie factories on strike. Task bot employed to
$5
replace
goes
workforce.
an incredibly long
We're fast
way
grandmas,
with
grandma.
this incredible charity.
The quotes on that
And
are
for
hilarious.
anyone that is not sure about what Doctors Without Borders is, they are an independent international organization that provides emergency medical care to the people who need it most. MSF cares for people affected by conflict, disease outbreaks, disasters, and social exclusion in more than 70 countries. MSF offers medical humanitarian assistance solely based on need, regardless of race, ethnicity, religion, or politics. MSF teams include medical, logistical, and administrative staff, most of them hired locally. Their actions are guided by
You watched the
medical
Indiana
ethics
Jones run
and
last
the
night, Hybrid?
principles of independence,
Nope.
impartiality, and
Ah,
neutrality.
that was pretty good.
To learn more,
I don't
please
really care much
visit
for Indiana Jones.
DoctorsWithoutBorders.org.
I just don't like it.
How dare you, Hybrid?
Hey, you get on my back.
That is like a classic movie right there. That is a part of
Oh.
American culture.
I do not care.
Wow. That is insane. Well, what I was going to say anyways about the game is someone made a pun about
And y'all,
Indiana
don't
Jones last
forget
night.
about our new
Okay.
donate
They
to
said,
charity button that is on our stream.
Isn't
You can donate directly
technically
to MSF
Indiana
from our
Jones a
Twitch
doctor
channel.
without borders?
And shout out to everyone who's been using that. We have already raised over $25,000
He's a
just
PhD
from
in archaeology.
that donate to charity button. Way to go, Twitch
Dr.
chat.
Jones.
We love it.
I guess.
We are still making our way through getting that incentive for the bonus bequest glitch run.
Oh yeah,
of
Star Wars is really
blueprints.
good too. I mean,
With $25,000, we
but they're
will
both
add an
in the same
additional
pantheon of
run
movies. You got
blueprints
Star
after
Wars,
the
Indiana
bingo to show
Jones
off just how
trilogy.
quickly you can get to room
Those
46.
are both the same thing for me.
We have also opened up a new bid war for our upcoming run of Uncharted 3 Drake's Deception. You
Rupee
get to
tribute
choose the
keychain set. That
character's
looks kind of
skin.
cool. Rupee
Your
keychains.
choices are Elena Fisher, Nathan Drake, Victor Sullivan, Catherine Marlowe, and Talbot. Also, welcome back, everybody. This is, once again, Summer Games Done Quick 2025, here raising money for Doctors Without Borders.
You know what? My favorite Star Wars movie is actually
We are still
Rogue
getting
One.
set up for that run.
Yeah.
I
of
think that Rogue
Wolfenstein
One
2:
is
The
one of
New
the best Star
Colossus,
Wars movies
where
ever
we
made.
are going
And it's
to
not even a
meet
mainline
one
Star
of
Wars
our
movie.
enemies, Bungo.
It's
I
like
hope
takes
everyone's
place
ready
right
to see Bungo, and I hope
before.
everyone's ready to stomp some
first movie, right?
fascism.
Yes,
Who's
episode
ready?
right before episode 4. Yep. So, and the Andor TV show takes place before Rogue One and goes into Rogue One.
In
So
the meantime, also a quick
it's
update
cool because
on
you could
our
like watch
Plants vs.
Andor,
Zombies bid
then
war.
go and
Glasses
watch
or
Rogue One,
mustaches.
and then go straight
Mustaches is
into
currently in the lead
episode
at
4 and watch that, and then start the trilogy that
$1,721.
way.
But Glasses is following up super close at $1,100. All
Yeah. Wolfenstein is a little bit more niche than Zelda is.
Yeah.
Also, I mean, they have newer Wolfenstein games, but the original Wolfenstein was like from the 90s, so you know, it's pretty old. And Wolfenstein 2, is that also 90s PC game, or is it one of the newer ones?
I think it's an older game.
Okay, so it's gonna be like Doom, basically. Old school Wolfenstein. Beast of Reincarnation. I like the character of that.
Whoa, that
Wonder what
looked
the
really
gameplay is
cool.
going to be like. I hate it.
Question.
Hate it when game companies don't show actual gameplay, because that's what I care about. You know, I could care less about the cinematics of the cutscenes and stuff, because it's the gameplay that is the thing that matters the most, because that's what you're going to be playing.
All right, my friend.
Yeah.
We have got Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus, and Anarchy is about to speed through it like you've never seen before. This is any percent cutscene skip, so no cutscenes, just explosions.
Man, there's so many times I'll be watching like the video game awards or something like that where they're playing a lot of game trailers, or like E3, and I'm like, cool. Didn't see any gameplay. Gonna wait for gameplay footage to actually check it out.
Yeah,
you know?
It's dumb. I know, it's so dumb.
I'm not even gonna front
Yeah.
with any of you. What is up, GDQ Nation? My name
Yeah,
is
that's what I was kind of thinking too,
around
Squall.
the block a few times,
Like
and
female
I'm here to
Ghost
show
of
you
Tsushima.
Wolfenstein
Yeah.
2, the new Colossus.
Yeah, it
for
looks
the very
interesting,
first
but
time
I
on
really
the
want
big
to see the
stage. My
gameplay.
very first time on the big
I'm
stage
sure there's
also.
videos out there,
I'm
but I
so
just
excited,
haven't looked
man.
up yet. But,
I'm having the best day
but
of
yeah,
my life, low-key.
I want to see the gameplay.
But yeah, this is Wolf 2. Thank you all so much for meeting that milestone incentive.
Yeah,
For
Wolfenstein
the good ending, we are
New
going to be
World
stomping
Order.
out fascism
Yeah,
together. Does that sound awesome?
that was
Jack,
a really
does that
cool
sound
looking game. I
really
did see a
cool? That
speedrun
sounds
of
great,
that,
right?
but I've never actually played it
I'm
myself.
gonna run for anyone not cheering. You're on my list, okay?
Definitely want to eventually, though.
So yeah, without further ado, I think we are going to go ahead and get into the run. We got a little bit of a preamble. Just know that this is cutscene skip. And when we say skip the cutscenes, I really do mean that. So this run is going to be very, very fast-paced. We're going to be locking in. It's going to be
I have a feeling this
on
is one of the
50
newer
from
ones.
start to finish.
Yes, this is one of the newer ones.
Without further ado, I'm
It's from
going to go
2017.
mode. Chat, would you like to
I
help
wanted
me
to see
count
the old
this down?
school
We're
one.
going to start from 3. 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
Thank you so much. Anyway, so yeah, like I said, my name is Anarchy. I also have 2 really awesome people behind me who are going to be commentating. So go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Yeah, I know, right,
I'm
Squall?
Limey. It's been a bit
I'm
since
curious.
I've been up here. I'm super excited to be here, though.
That's why I find it kind of odd that like
the
game
lead
companies
of
do that.
Black in a Flash. Yeah.
You're not
That's
live.
not.
You're in a wheelchair.
That's not, oh, yeah.
Oh,
Sure,
wow.
Whatever.
Dude got
Okay, so that's
murked
Lemmy. I'm
right away.
PT, and I'm also. The
This looks
lead
like you're
of
on
Black
like
in the
a
Flash.
alien
We
ship,
run the
like
Black
the
speed
ship in
running
Aliens
community
right now,
for-
but
How do
you're not,
what do you
obviously.
mean? What is it gonna take?
So, GDQ.GG/BAF,
crazy.
am I right?
Yeah. But no, on the real talk tangent of it, this is very exciting. It's Anarchy's first run on the main stage, and she is one of our regulars over at BAF, so you should be very familiar with her at this stage.
Yeah, it looks like your
especially
legs
the
on your
excursions
character are
of
fucked
one
up.
BJ.
Damn.
How do you say the last name?
Blazkowicz.
I don't know.
That's why
I've showed this guy off a hell of a lot, so.
So what do you think
Like
you're
an
in
old
right
friend.
now?
Are we allowed to say that even?
I don't know.
Like a ship? Like
Well,
a
at the end of
like
the
a
day,
battleship or
Anarchy's very
something?
versed in the ways of
Or
stomping
like
out
a-
fascism.
And
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Underground facility? Where do
There
you
is
think you're in?
a lot of
Underground
bad
facility.
guys. So if you see
Yeah.
any of the bad guys go faint, like
Yeah,
in
I'm gonna
Pokemon,
guess
just
as
start
well,
cheering,
some like
honestly.
underground compound of some kind.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Yeah, especially with. Yeah, we're doing good jobs here. We're doing
Yeah,
Oh.
Loki, I should explain
know
the run.
what?
So this is Wolfenstein 2. This
I don't
is,
know.
despite the title, this is the 3rd game that Machine Games released in their revival of the Wolfenstein franchise. I love every game in this. Yo, you are so in my way, dude. I love every
You
game
just
in
go
this
up that
franchise.
thing in a
I
wheelchair.
run a lot of them. I've run every
Nice.
game in the series.
Literally
I
like in a
moderate for a
marathon
lot of
period.
I feel like that would be
them.
virtually
I've
impossible
done a
in real life,
marathon
but that's good.
before of every game in the
Oh,
old
I don't know. I have a
collection.
feeling you're on like a
like I said,
sub
this
or
is the
something
third
right
game.
now, like a
It's a
submarine.
sequel to the New Order.
I just
which
saw, like, a
was released in
missile sitting
2014.
there.
This game came out in 2017.
Maybe like a
This
torpedo.
was my entry into the franchise. I got this for Christmas of 2017. Just a wee little anarchy, and it was amazing.
I love Christmas.
Oh,
now we're
what a
here,
Great
so-
Christmas.
See, it's
And
kind
now-
of like torpedoes.
What a pipeline, honestly. Like that.
What a pipeline. Now we're here.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, whoa! Oh no!
That seems like a bad idea to do, like in
a wheelchair.
Oh no, you fell
You
out
know,
of the wheelchair.
sometimes you kick flips in wheelchairs, though.
That's not a. Never
It's
mind.
fine.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
yeah.
fine. Everyone understood what I meant. Everyone understood what I meant. It makes.
I just want to like mention that we are storming away fascism somewhat in like a wheelchair. Like we are
BJ
winning
is that
hard.
guy.
Yeah.
He's literally that guy.
He's that
He is
guy.
the protagonist of all time.
This is so cool.
Okay, so like I said, cutscene skip is going to be exactly what it sounds like. We're going to be skipping the majority of the cutscenes. This game has an amazing story. You really should play it for yourself. It really wants to tell this story to you. So there are a lot of instances where the cutscenes kind of take forever.
You know, it's nice
which
that
is great
these
for,
Nazis
casual,
are making their
playthroughs,
ship
but
or
it
whatever
kinda
ADA
sucks for-
compliant.
That's wifey, by the way. I love Anya so much. Anyway, we have some like score coming up, but like it's gonna be kind of cartoony because I'm gonna showcase to you why it's called cutscene skip.
I mean, other than that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so in the case of
Wow.
cutscene skip,
This
it's
is
not like
hilarious.
we're straight up
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, we're just gonna turn it off. It's like, no, it's just the biggest
No, we're gonna
fast
wait
forward
for it.
button.
It's like it's chill. Yeah,
Oh my
sometimes it's
god.
And sometimes you have
Are
an
you
axe.
like look away?
I feel like they need like the Benny Hill song playing right now.
There's just, it's moving very quickly. It's hard to understand, but that's okay.
Right?
We don't really need the story of why fascism came to a close.
Yeah.
We
There
just
we
know it
go.
came to a close.
This is the best game of all
Got
time.
an axe.
Nice. It just came to a close. Do we need the backstory, the lore, and all that stuff? Do we need to like read the thing on the axe? Okay.
I mean,
just wanted to make sure.
all we need is the tricks, really. I mean, we're walking now. I don't know how that happened, but we are going to be doing a trick here, right?
Well, yes. There we go.
It's a ladder. Nice.
We can just interact with that right there for like no reason. It's so chill. Upcoming, we are going to see the first actual out of bounds run. This run is really like low key, like really busted. We're going to be doing a lot of out of bounds, a lot of skips. This first one, essentially, if you crouch and vault over a surface and then you jump, you can kind of just clip your head and it'll push you through. So we're just going to do it.
Oh, nice.
It's that simple, honestly.
It's really that simple. Anyone
and
can
then
do
Anarchy's
That
gonna be
actually looks
running up
pretty
here,
easy
kind
to
of
do. I wonder
going
how
around
easy
these
it
walls
is.
and then getting back in to skip a huge segment of the level.
It saves a lot of time.
Yep.
How much I could not tell you, but it's a lot. Just take my word.
Trust
for it.
us, trust
Just
us.
trust me.
Just
I
trust
trust.
me,
I
bro.
trust.
Right? Oh no.
So here we are. We're coming up to the end of.
I think we can all agree that
that
Nazis-
was Frau Engel. During that cutscene, we kind of just like really
okay to
comically
kill
fast forward
Nazis.
through. That was
Yep.
Frau Engel. She's gonna be the antagonist for this game. We're gonna.
Is she the one with like the reconstructed
didn't
jaw?
die.
That's someone else.
I don't know if that's Becky with the bad jaw, but I think it is Becky with
This
the
fast forwarding
reconstructed
is
jaw.
hilarious.
There we go.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure.
Oh, here we go.
Should
It's
we
gonna
be the
fast forward again a bit.
on this right now.
Right.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was
it
like,
didn't fast
should we
forward
at
this
least
time.
explain the
Just
deep lore on that, or do we leave it alone until later?
To update us on the story here a little bit, essentially what it all boils down to is this takes place in an alternate history, an alternate timeline where the Axis powers were successful during World War II and they sort of took over the world and made everything like evil. In the New Order, we were joining up with the resistance in Europe. Here we are in the United States, BJ's home. And you know we're not going to stand for
All right,
it
that's
to be
enough Mario
overrun.
Maker. Mega Man Maker. Jeez.
So, yeah, so that's essentially what
Okay.
we're going to be doing. We're going to be going to some really cool locales in the United States. I'll count them out. I'll show them as we get there.
I know that there's at least one or two, right?
But before we get to another cool out of bounds,
Oh, oh.
Rara, do you have any fun donations and messages and cool things for me?
You know I do. We have $50 from Danimal for Life. Shout out to the BAF Midnight Wordle Gang.
Yo.
Yeah, it looks like we're on
Time to
a
play architecture.
I've
ship
not been
of
doing
some
Wordle since
kind.
I've been here. I'm gonna be so.
So we got water in
You're so
there.
lame for that.
Yeah,
I
my
am
bad.
Actually,
Water.
can we have
Yeah, there
some
was
more?
water
Next
back there.
donation, please. Yeah.
$10
Oh,
They
from
just went through.
Sapphire and Pink. Anarchy, you are so freaking goated. They added you into Goat Simulator as a DLC.
That's a beast mode donation.
I was
Honestly.
saying, that's
Okay.
actually kind of fire.
I know you're on the back couch. You're like right there.
All right, we're going to do another skip right here. It's going to look really dumb, so I'm just going to do it, and all of you can clap when I do
I
it.
think running
It's gonna
around
look really-
shooting.
Yeah, what?
I don't know. Running around shooting
Whee!
your guns on a submarine doesn't seem like a smart idea.
Well, we don't know if it's a
I know
submarine
that there's
yet,
like a little bit of
but
weird navigation.
I was
because
thinking
of,
like
the
a-
water being.
but
weird
it could be a
and thinking-
submarine. But yeah, I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
so
It's
there's portions where
valid
if
thought.
you're like when you're out of bounds, you'll just like teleport to somewhere.
You have a really
If
weird
you asked me
looking
how
suit,
it worked,
too.
I
It's
could
crazy.
really could not tell you, but it just like does.
You know how to do
It's,
it
like,
though,
so
so
chill.
that's what matters.
I really like the part where you knocked on the door underwater and then you were magically
No,
knocked
but she was like,
underwater.
this is kind of dumb, but I'm going to do it.
Or like whatever.
Yeah. Like, okay.
Also, real quick to talk about also another portion of what cutscene skip means. I kind of just one day was like going through the files in this game. I was kind of inspired by some other communities that do this. But essentially, all of the pre-rendered cutscenes in this game are movie files. So if you like just delete the files, they just like won't play at all. And this is not beneficial for the most part because most of the pre-rendered cutscenes like that play between levels while the game is loading. So you just get like a garbled-looking mess on the screen, and it looks scary and makes me scared.
You just delete the file.
There are a handful of cutscenes throughout the game where they kind of just play for plot reasons. Like they just kind of do it for the love of the game, low-key. And those ones we can delete and we can just keep it moving, and it makes it faster. We don't have to like spam escape like you might be hearing me do to skip them.
I don't really know what's happening here, but there's like arguing.
There was some talking back and forth. There was a caressing touch, and then you left.
Right. This is Wyatt, by the way. I love Wyatt so much. This game has a timeline, a branching timeline system, which returns from the New Order. We're going to do this upgrade here, which returns from the New Order, where at the beginning of that game, we have to decide between whether Wyatt or Fergus, our comrade in arms, survive a altercation with General Deathshead, who we ended in that game. Hello? There we go. And in this game, that sort of decision returns in sort of a less important capacity. But for any % purposes, we are going to be choosing the Wyatt timeline. We want his special weapon, the Diesel Kraftwerk, and some of his gameplay sections are faster than if we were doing it with Fergus. But yeah, this is blasted out Manhattan. It's called New York, like the spelled the German way, because they have been overrun. In this instance,
I don't think we're on a submarine anymore.
No, we're not.
Bad guys
We left.
were
We
victorious
left
here
that.
because they kind of won the nuclear arms race, so they kind of just blew up New York, unfortunately, which is why it looks like this.
That's bad.
Yeah, that kind of sucks, doesn't
Wait,
it?
this
I
is a
hate bad guys. Don't you guys hate bad guys?
sequel to
Right?
the
Bad guys
New
suck.
World
Right,
Order
exactly,
game?
that's what I'm saying.
What was that?
Because it is
Like,
Wolfenstein 2, I get that, but I didn't know if it was a
right?
direct sequel to that game, but I think it is.
Yeah,
So that makes
That's
sense.
the whole reason we got the milestone is because we don't like bad guys. What are we doing right
Bad guys are the worst.
They are so the worst.
Speaking of the milestone, like Anarchy, I know like there was like some ideas that we had about, you know, maybe
Yeah,
an even better editing, right? Like,
Yeah, for this, stomping out of fascism, we can do that more than once if you didn't know. If we, I think at
Was it
15K, 20K, and when we meet the blueprints incentive, we will do it again.
Yes.
I like that. I
Yeah,
like
we'll do it
that.
a total of 3
A
times.
2-for-1 incentive.
So if you
yeah,
like,
this
chat,
is
if we
literally
lock it
value
in-
right now.
If we lock it in,
Yeah, we can lock it in chat.
we can
Yeah,
lock
for
it.
sure.
Exactly.
Yeah, so gdq.gg/donate, you know.
Speaking of donate, I think
I don't know,
Rara was
Squall. I
trying to
kind of
say
feel like
something
it's
about
just New
donations.
York in
I'm
general,
always
right?
trying to say something about donations. It's like my job.
That's a professional.
So that is a twofer
I
for
mean,
that
doesn't
bonus
New York
request
always
glitch
look like
run.
this?
If we meet that, you will get that bonus any percent
never
run
been there.
blueprints after the bingo. Just show off how quickly we can get to room 46, and we will get that good ending again. In Wolfenstein 2,
It's
The
like,
New
no, this
Colossus.
is just Brooklyn.
We are almost 50% of the way towards meeting that. We've gotten $11,000 out of the $25,000 that we need. Chat, that is so easy. That is so easy to meet. Let's get
Reminds me
that
of that,
before the end of this run so we can stomp
Few
more
trauma jokes like,
fascism.
all right, this apartment looks great. All right, what's the catch?
Oh my God,
there's
that's
no
so
catch.
sweet of you to say.
Though technically we're in New
So Anarchy, what's going on in the game?
So what's
Not a
going on,
single
right, is
livable
we are going to
apartment.
meet one of the coolest
Yeah,
characters in
right.
the game forever of all time.
Oh, I love
but we're
Futurama.
gonna, because we don't like to watch
That's
cutscenes, we're
great.
gonna just skip that, so chill. But we're coming up to one of the arenas in this game where we're gonna just be really beating the crap out of the bad guys. We're gonna be beating the brakes
Personally,
off
I
them,
don't
as PK
enjoy
likes to say.
being
I
around
mean,
a
let's remember what I said.
giant city.
Whenever you see something good happen
Yeah, like
on the
any of the-
screen, maybe
any of the
give it
really
a little
big
bit of a
cities.
cheer, maybe PogChamp a little bit in the
That's
chat.
why I
if
like
you
the
see
size
something
of the city.
like on the screen.
It's not too big,
There's
not
gonna
too
be a lot
small.
of that.
So, my friend Rara, so how about them donations?
Yes, my love.
Yeah, it's a
We
little more
have
boring, but,
$25
you know.
from Jaxler.
I know.
I used to
I like
have
the slow
hoop
pace.
dreams.
It's more
Shout outs
relaxing.
to the Win to Meet crew.
Shout out the one to me, that is so awesome.
We also have $50 from Laszlo. Hooray!
Yeah,
hi,
I know, it's kinda crazy,
twin.
Squall. I hadn't
It's
even
such
heard
a
about it
W
until
watching
Hybrid
the
played
coolest
it.
cowboy I know defeating fascism live
oh, yeah.
on the main
Yeah,
stage.
'cause I,
Thank you, Limey and PT for
It's a-
all the
it's a
work you do in
hugely popular
uplifting
game.
marginalized communities
Yeah, I
and
had no
main
idea.
GDQ spaces. I love this family. Good luck on the run, and don't forget you still got to get
So,
the mail.
I'm
through
gonna start a
after
fight.
this.
Oh no.
Love you, Anna.
I love you
Oh,
so
no.
much. You're so funny.
Did you know that Oklahoma City is the 10th largest
Got time for
city
one
in the
more?
United States of
Yeah, of
America?
course.
Tenth
$500
largest?
from Char Bunny.
Yes.
Wow. No, I didn't know that.
I
That's
know.
crazy.
Thank you so
I mean, I know it
By
is pretty
size,
big, but I
I
didn't
didn't
realize
By
it was the
area.
10th largest.
Anarchy,
That's crazy.
you're so
By
cool
area.
and talented.
Oh,
and I'm
okay.
so
Gotcha, not
excited to see
population.
you up on stage. Less than 3. Less than
It's spread out.
Today's a great day for stomping fascism. Less than 3.
Hell yeah.
Like
It's the way I
Yeah.
do. Char will
it used to be
remind
even
everybody
like
that at the
higher
end
on
of
the list,
day,
and like we were talking about that.
fascism should
Like
lose.
Well, yes.
we
Yeah,
were,
Char is,
me and a friend were
was
being
GDQ
like
staff,
purposefully
literally
like
just left us, we're all
misconstruing
staff, we all have worked with Char.
the
Char is
information.
best.
Oh, yeah,
She
yeah.
is. Love you, Char.
And like one guy was like
Yeah.
super pissed because he
Do we
was
have
like
time
from
for
like
maybe one more
like
since we have armor
Yeah, keep going.
cards?
Dallas
Yeah, keep
or
going.
Oh,
like
yeah.
actual
$5 from
massive
Quacksilver
cities. Like
and
no,
Anarchy.
Right.
no, there's no
Can't
way.
believe
There's
stomping
no way.
fascism
Oklahoma
made its
City.
way to the big stage.
It is the
Give him
10th largest
another
city
kick in
by
the head
area.
For me. You know the hymn.
But by
Well-
population, like we are probably way lower on.
You know, the funny thing
chat,
is,
I'm gonna try my okay, so there's
the
this
city I
helicopter
live
we're gonna jump
in
into.
is the
we're
third
gonna
largest
hit a quick
city in
save
Iowa
right
by
quick here.
population,
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
miss.
but you wouldn't know it by
You'll
going
miss,
to it
yeah.
because the area is not that big. But by population wise,
Got
it's the
him.
biggest. So it's kind of the
Right.
opposite situation.
Yeah, it's like
I go never
Tokyo,
business, except for
for
on your
example.
stream sometimes when you go a little.
That
too
is like
fast.
one of the most densely populated cities
Oh,
on
man.
the planet.
I know, right? That's crazy.
What the Spruce?
But that doesn't happen here. Never ever.
Well, no. All right, we can do a little jumpy poo here. I'm not gonna do that because while I was in practice, I vaulted off there and fell and died, and it kind of sucks. So
Because I was on Tokyo
Wait, that was a
Tower,
really fast
and you just look
level.
outside
I
of the
understand
skyline,
why
like
they got jumpy
it's
poo there
just
now.
fucking city.
so
Yeah,
so
you're
remember
just
that
looking
time
at
where we
just
kinda just like jumped
Mediterranean
through, like, a
city
wall
buildings.
landscape
before?
sprawl
We're
everywhere.
gonna go back to the same place and
Buildings for
crazy
fucking
enough, there's gonna be
miles.
another thing where we kind of just like jump through a wall. Hopefully, I will.
Yeah,
do it in the cold.
that's
Anyways,
nuts,
haven't
man.
we
I
been here,
can't
like,
even
is this
like
like a Metroid
fathom
Mania or
that
something
though.
that
It's
you
just
didn't
so
know
massive.
Whee!
Like Tokyo was a very cool city to
All right,
visit.
so we're
I
gonna do
don't
that.
think I
We're
would
gonna
want to
quick
live
save
there.
here just so I don't
Yeah.
soft lock. But we're gonna go.
I
activate
definitely
that
wanna
warhead
visit
tank.
sometime.
There's nukes on the.
But
so
just
we're in
visit.
a submarine.
Yeah.
My bad. So we're on a submarine that we kind of co-opted from the bad guys.
I mean, there's some people that are built for like big cities like that,
Oh.
but I'm not one of them.
Yeah.
Might be soft locked here, chat.
Okay.
I will say that 10 days was a bit much
Maybe
for
it's
my.
Rara.
Yeah, we have $20 for Metroid.
Oh yeah, a little bit
Hi,
long for your
Anarchy,
trip.
You're so cool. I agree. Anarchy's
I
so
would
cool.
recommend
so cool.
like
Oh, that's
Sure,
a
Anarchy's
week
cool.
correct.
or 2 weeks. And
We have $50
if you do
from
the week,
Leo,
then just like
trying
yes,
to sneak in
condense
a donation
everything,
before the end of the day to
then
help
just
defeat the bad guys.
go home. But if you have
Okay,
the
we do have
time,
a little bit of an oopsie here
like
with
take
these
2 weeks,
saves, but that
space
should be
things
fine.
out, have a day to break.
Okay, here we go.
You know,
We're just
just
gonna
a
do
day
that a
like
little bit
just
again, it's fine.
a day here and there
Just
just to
gonna show everyone how
recoup.
to do it again. That's fine.
Well, I think if I did 2 weeks, I would venture
Ooh,
outside of
that's
Tokyo.
Oh,
You know,
I
like-
mean, I did that.
For like 4
Like I would
minutes.
probably be going, like I would spend a little bit of
so
time in
fun, it's
Tokyo,
so
but I'd
fun.
probably be going to a lot of
You're
other
just trying to
places
help us
outside,
get the
like
bonus bequest
you know,
glitch run.
different
from
prefectures
Yeah,
and
Rara,
stuff.
You can keep,
Yeah,
you
how
can keep
far
going.
are
I
we
mean,
from that?
so
We
yes, I
need
was staying in Tokyo, but then there was
$13,151
like
to
a
get
day or
that met.
there was
We're
2 days that
almost
I
halfway through that. And don't forget, if we
took a
meet
bullet
that
train
before
out
the end of
to
Wolfenstein,
Kyoto.
we will get to stomp fascism.
Well, I'm talking about like if I was there
again.
for like 2 weeks, I would be going like to a lot of different places outside
like how you said that.
Tokyo
You said
for
that so
like you know
smart.
a week straight kind of thing.
Again.
I know you want it.
I do want it.
I see.
There's a lot of
Yeah,
really
you
cool
can-
places
you can keep going,
outside.
almost back where we
Like
were. We had some
there's
oopsies with the
places
quick
up
saves, but
north
that's
that are
totally
really
fine.
cool,
Another
places
person who
south
wants
that
it
are
is
really
Baby
cool.
Tech 025 with $25.
There's a lot of really cool
Boo
places to
fascists,
expand.
yay, anarchy.
Yes.
Remember,
So, I would say this,
fascism is a replayable boss.
If you travel with multiple people,
That's
My
kinda neat.
third
I
eye
would
is
make
open
sure
right
that
now.
you
I
are
want to say that's
compatible
actually
with
Anarchy merch that you didn't know existed yet. It's in progress as we're talking about it.
it.
Your group's
Okay, one more time here.
touring style?
Or any quick
Oh,
save.
if I was going, it would just be me and V. It wouldn't be anyone else.
Oh, yeah.
These tricks,
It would just be the two of
until
us.
this far,
Good. Perfect.
Anarchy was nailing all of them, and this is the first time.
Because eventually
there was, like, ever
we
a
both want to
mistake,
go
so, like,
Yeah, it's
you're still
to Japan,
absolutely killing
but
it.
Well, and especially
it would
considering
definitely
was
just be the
also
two of
warned
us.
ahead of time. There's a non-zero chance that this will soft lock, and the game would LOL.
Yeah, I meant to quick save here, and then I just like forgot, so like it's fine.
Yeah.
And we both have the same style of
There we go.
vacationing
Okay, there we go. We're good now.
Good.
trip, so
Hardest trick in the game, by the
No
way.
issues there.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just being really kind about it. I was being brave about it, actually.
If you opt to do
Anyway, so this is a nuclear warhead.
Mount Fuji.
You're just gonna carry it
Oh
with him?
man.
Yeah, well,
I don't know if I would. I don't know if I would honestly
essentially, once
because
the
it's
game
so
loads,
hard to
I'm
be
gonna-
there
this game
when
just
Google
take a
something
little
it's
quick
not
just to learn
got
some
fog
stuff.
over it and everything.
Essentially, what we're gonna
I
do with that is we are gonna go
was
to the bad
super
guys'
lucky.
head.
Oh, you got to
base
see
of
it all?
Operations.
I
and
put
we're gonna blow
I
it up
posted
because they
pictures
don't
of it,
get to
man.
have a big
Well, it was a long time ago. I didn't
Oh.
remember.
They don't get to have
I'm gonna
that.
I'm gonna
Anarchy,
message
bad
you
news.
directly. I'm gonna
Okay.
I
DM you.
just searched up on my phone if carrying
Like,
a
oh,
nuclear
I'm gonna
is, like,
DM you my
bad.
favorite picture of.
Gemini responded
Fuji.
with, yeah, probably.
Oh yeah, Squall. I don't think you'd have to worry about that. Like me and I
Don't
are
worry,
very
it's
very
gonna be
respectful,
fine. It's
nice
gonna be
people.
really.
Like,
I just trust me. Just really. I just need you to trust me.
we're actual Iowa nice people. We're not like
I
the
mean,
fake
I
Iowa
really
nice
need you
people.
to
So
trust me.
you don't have to worry about
trust
that.
me
Also,
with
we
your
do
life,
watch a
you can
lot
trust
of
Okay.
a lot of YouTube channels
Okay.
about people
So I guess
living in
Anarchy is the
Japan
one, you know, like,
that talk about the culture
defeating
in
the
Japan and everything. So
fascism in this
we
situation,
got
yeah.
a pretty good
Something
idea
specifically.
of what it's like there.
Okay. Hey, Grace.
Obviously,
So
it's
remember
a
that
little
nuke
bit different if you
this
go
is
there
Grace, by the
personally,
way.
but
She's the coolest character.
we're not like
It's
just
a
a
black character
typical
in a video game.
dumb
Correct.
American
Okay,
going
right, so remember that nuke
blindly
we
in,
picked up?
basically, is what I'm saying.
So essentially, we're under just we're in
Since you have
disguise.
forgotten
So
my
it's
Mount
July
Fuji
4th here,
picture, I have
actually.
Yeah.
sent you
But
my
because
favorite
the
Mount
bad guys
Fuji
have kind of
picture.
taken over the world and taken over the U.S., they decided that they were just going to make that their day. So that kind of
Like
sucks.
fucking crystal clear
July
day.
7th, so like.
Yeah.
this
Also,
is
I do
not
know that there are
distant, like, an
places
alternate universe. This is
in
why you have to
Japan
donate to
that
MSF
do
right now.
not serve
Exactly right.
non-Japanese
Yep.
native
All the
people
world so
or
well said.
Japanese
Yep.
speakers. So
All right, we're gonna do
we
the
are
video
aware
games
of that.
So-
this is gonna look so funny, I promise you.
Well, okay,
Like this,
because I was
regular
mainly
is
like,
kind of tense.
I never ran
Whacked
into
him
that.
upside the head, by the way.
Yeah,
Well,
you-
you were in like
didn't really
Tokyo and a lot of the touristy
Yeah, we're
areas
so
and
glad
like
we didn't
Kyoto
really
and
get to
stuff,
see it.
right?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
we're disguised as a
Yeah,
fireman,
so
by the
that's
way.
probably
The-
why.
The nuke that we
Yeah.
had is
But
kind
like,
Like-
there's probably
like-
going to be some places that V and I would
I feel
go
like
that
this
would be
gentleman
outside
has
of those
misunderstood you,
touristy
so
areas
he
that
doesn't
we
get
That's
it.
would
super special.
probably
He's
run
the
into
goat. He's
that.
the goat.
Yeah,
Uh,
no
Okay.
good dreams.
And
Oh,
so
I think-
When you skip
I
it
want to
in
get one of
particular, it just takes a really
those
long
things
time
that
to
are like
skip there,
the
we just get a really awesome.
the
look at
translator
Super Bowl.
things where you
I
can
really
like
enjoy how there's
have it in your
800
ear and you can like hear
tutorials.
live
Anarchy,
translation
did you
kind of
need
thing,
help
and then
playing
it'll
this
tell
game?
you what to say kind of thing.
What?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I
Like, I'd
think
have to get that.
I think
By
Squall
the
wants
way,
to see.
you can go ahead. You can, if you have any more
Oh,
announcements,
yeah.
more
The Mount Fuji
donations.
picture.
Yeah, the Mount
before-
Fuji
We are
picture.
coming up
Of course.
on what I would say is probably the hardest trick in the run, but we have a little bit of time.
It
before
is
we
a
get
nice
there,
picture.
So,
Other than the other one.
other than the other one that that happened. So go ahead.
All right, $25 from the
Where
Valiant
can I
Sun.
post
Always
it?
love seeing an Anarchy run of Wolfenstein. You are such
like,
a
if you're
talented
streaming, you can
runner
just
and an
pull it up
amazing
over there.
person. Let's stomp some fascists. $20 from
Oh,
Champ
oh,
Rule.
right,
I
right,
heard
right,
Daniel
right.
mention Wordle
Right,
and
I
it
can
made
just
me
move
realize
it
we
on
have,
the
like, 2
screen.
hours to go.
Yay!
But
Hey,
seriously,
there
Anarchy
it
in
is.
this cup is top tier,
Mount
while
Fuji.
fascism is not.
Hey.
If we meet the tenant
That
right
was
now, I'll do
a
the Wordle on
that was a village
Do
in
the
Tokyo.
Wordle on
Yeah, that's a
I
nice
thought
view
you
right
said you
there.
would do the Wordle
Yeah.
on
No,
That was,
no
um,
fog or clouds
so fast at
whatsoever,
doing the
man.
Wordle.
But it's not
Yes.
over
You
yet.
got it on a
Another
good
2
day.
hours.
I haven't
If
done it.
I
I'm
know,
going from today.
Oh, you
if
haven't done today?
you
So late.
go
Okay.
to
Yeah, I feel I can do it fast. We have to be.
if you plan on going to Mount Fuji,
This is true. This is very true. We're over halfway. Do we have more
$12,000
donations?
to
That's
go.
all.
No, it's okay. I just
Yeah,
put
you
it
can
up on
keep
there. It's fine.
Yeah, so for
if you plan to go to Mount
Shovel
Fuji, then
Claws,
like
we've
make
gotta
it a
make this
variable day,
Bungo's worst day ever.
and then just
Oh,
plan to haul ass
God.
there during.
Yeah. Yeah.
For those
And-
of you who weren't listening, if you don't know who
Full disclaimer.
Bungo is in the search situation, imagine like the bad guys, right? Imagine,
like,
the worst
worst,
guy.
like, that's probably the worst guy.
Getting
Yes.
Yeah,
That's Bungo.
that's Bungo.
to
and
a
we are
spot,
going to
like-
stomp his face, and it goes.
like getting there was a
Right?
fucking pain in
Guess
the
what?
ass.
Very
Oh,
good.
yeah.
It goes,
You have
we
like one
have
more.
$10 from Kiros.
Like,
what do you mean we get to see more blueprints and
Like I had to wake up at I had to get up by 7
Sign
and
me
just
up.
get moving.
You have the right idea.
Gotcha.
Okay, we're gonna have the
Because-
biggest Youch moment of all time.
Like
All right,
You were already in a wheelchair
things,
this is
shops,
gonna be elevator
and
skip. It
buses
sucks.
like start
I'm
closing
hopefully
down
just
around
gonna do it,
PM.
and then we're gonna cheer, and it's gonna
Oh,
be
right, yeah.
It's gonna take you hours
This
to
is a
get there.
parkour game,
So
like, to its core.
Yeah.
You're
unless
gonna be running up, like,
unless
the
like
rail
like
of
you
the
said,
elevator,
you
and
just
it's
take
gonna
a
have,
day
like,
where you're
this, like, huge
staying
auto-scroller.
a lot
Super, super
closer
long.
to
And
Mount
you
Fuji.
can run up here and then jump onto like this thing.
If
which
you're
is, like,
commuting
elevator, I
from
think. I don't know.
Tokyo,
I think that's the
then
elevator.
Whoa.
Running back.
expect to be up
What is
early.
happening?
I
Right.
don't know.
Whoa.
Are you okay?
I do not know.
I'm nervy.
And
I don't
I'm
like
not
this.
nervy yet.
Yo.
Although,
Fuji.
and then he's gonna jump up here and then jump.
Oh, I fell.
I'm putting it on the stream.
See,
it's really hard.
Yeah,
Nice.
okay, so it all makes sense though. So let's
Mount
walk to it together. We're gonna walk
Fuji.
up. We're gonna go up the side.
We're gonna put
walk
Mount
up some
Fuji
more
over the
because we
Twitch
just don't
logo.
have time for this. And that, by the way, on the screen is Becky with the reinforced jaw.
Oh, actually, that fits
Not to be
pretty well.
confused with Becky with the bad
in there.
jaw. That's a different wolf.
Oh, that's perfect.
Eventually, I promise.
That's perfect.
Nice.
There you go.
It's
Now you got a nice,
beautiful. Okay, there
a nice view of
Gaming
Mount
is
Fuji while you're watching.
Correct.
Beautiful.
And then Anarchy has to run up
Beautiful.
here, and then that's pretty much a skip, right?
Yeah, that's it.
We're
That is
covering
so
up
hard.
the
It is so finicky.
the sponsors.
It does not work half the time. It's kind of like physics based.
Yep, no sponsors.
No
but
sponsors
we don't
here.
know how that, like, it just works, I guess.
Yeah, it's weird. It's
Nope, just a
strange,
picture of Mount
but
Fuji.
Anarchy nailed it, so it
Okay.
doesn't really matter.
Are you ready to blow up the bad guys?
Yes.
Okay, let's watch this drive.
Someone's gonna like
Oh, that was
watch
a cool
it
jump, actually.
later
That's
on
awesome. I
and
just
be
started
like,
doing that.
why
It's
is
really cool.
Mount Fuji on screen?
Because it's a nuclear bomb.
Oh, I forgot. That's my bad.
Literally just I think
Raceful.
So yeah,
Who are you?
Like,
Yo, where am I?
and yeah, like I totally want to go back to
What
Japan.
is this place? Rare, can you remind us?
This is Summer Games.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like 2020.
such a cool place. I definitely want to go.
It is.
Oh no, we broke the
I
hose.
just want to remind everyone that we're
raising money for
fascism.
We're raising money for Doctors Without Borders, who's doing great work.
Something
all
that
over
I
the globe
would
as
really
we
want to
speak.
do in
This is your
Japan
SGDQ
if I go
ambassador
visit, but I probably I wouldn't actually do it, but I would really want to. Is just like travel the rural countryside and like the mountain, like the mountainous and hill areas, and just go to all the abandoned villages.
Who wants to
Oh
stop
wow.
some more
That would be
fascism,
pretty
though?
cool. But being a
I don't
foreigner
know.
in Japan, being a foreigner
Texas or
tourist, that would
something
definitely
like
not be a
Buckley's
good situation because if there was some
well,
people out there all of a sudden that you encountered, they would
well, that doesn't
probably
matter.
not be
That's
happy
his
with
dad, by the way.
you,
That's Rip
or
Ross,
some
he's
random
no.
murderer
Okay, he's not the worst guy
that would be
ever,
out
like,
there.
He's pretty high
He's a
up,
pretty
dude.
bad
He's
guy.
really up
It's
there.
like
I can't
top
You
lie.
never know.
He's like, yeah, he's
There's a
up
lot of
there.
tutorials. Do you need help?
Put our own
So
gameplay over
that's
their
the
screen.
Hours Mercer. That's Becky with the reconstructed jaw with the bad jaw. Whatever. Nemo,
That
whatever
would be
it is.
pretty funny.
That's actually pretty funny.
That would be pretty funny, actually.
She like wants to get us really bad. We're like kind of like wanted like everywhere. Low
Like
key.
international, like.
Yeah, like they
I
want us
just,
like really
I just put over like
I know
me
a
playing
really good
Ocarina of Time
hiding spot, like,
randomizer
in the ground. Like,
over
there's
it.
like an air vent and everything.
And people are like, this is Wolfenstein, what the hell?
So yeah, like she kind of found us, and that is like not great.
Let me go to
Honestly.
games real quick.
So
And the Mario Mega Man
oh
Maker.
no.
Everything
Let me
is
see if I
terrible.
can't.
Yeah, that sucks.
They're gonna put you in a wheelchair
Let me see what
again.
the window
Yeah,
options
well,
are.
This is bad.
It's like one of the. Okay, so you know like. No, I don't know. Actually, never mind. I
Yikes.
changed my mind.
That's a plank of.
Yikes.
Anyway, so that sucks.
I know we prevailed in the end, so it's okay. But like,
Anyway, so remember how I said cutscene skip saves well, I don't know that I actually said that, but it saves so
Full
much
screen.
time.
Hell yeah.
This game is awesome, but there's a lot of cutscenes and it makes
Fast
the
forwarding
run really
again.
long without it. This sequence that we're
my
going
God,
through
this is
here
hilarious.
used to be
Look at
7
Cyber.
minutes long worth of cutscenes. It
That's
is like in a
nice.
row.
She's-
Like
she's
in a
creepy
row.
looking.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like 30 seconds. We're done now.
I know that there's like an arena here, which
Yeah.
is like, you know how I feel about arenas, right?
Yeah, this is an arena, and I think that means it's time for my beloved Rara to lock in. Send us some messages, some donos.
We have $50 from Kazoo the Cat. Kazoo the Cat says,
Kazoo
down
the
with
cat.
fascists, up with additional speed ones. Thank you, SGDQ and MSF, for all that you do. Zoomies!
Zoomies?
I feel like that's a cheer.
Yeah.
Aw.
I cheer for Zoomies.
You're
I'm
like in
cheering
the
for
way.
Zoomies, but also I'm cheering for whatever that guy is
He's
doing.
like in my way, actually.
Okay, not whatever that guy's. What that guy's doing.
There we
My
go.
Black
Yeah.
Cat Corbin
We're
had some
driving for that,
zoomies
yeah.
today when I got home from work.
Hey, also real quick, we
Yeah?
just opened up a new
He was
incentive
running all over the
No
place.
way.
for Plants
Going
vs.
crazy.
Zombies, and I want you to
Mouse is
imagine
dreaming.
full-on air quotes for people who
Oh.
can't see me at home. We are going to
He's making little puppy
finish
noises.
the game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, day night, and then you beat the game after. Yeah.
Yeah, if we raise
Oh,
$10,000,
I hate, like, the Twitch game,
you
like the
will
Twitch
get to see us
gameplay
quote-unquote
in
beat
games,
the game
where it's, like,
by
super
playing
fast
the
like
final
this.
boss mini game after the main run.
I don't know, I just don't
Oh.
like it.
So let's get
I
that
feel like
bonus request.
that's
glitch
one
run
reason
for
why I never played
blueprints,
Quake
and
back in the
then
day.
Let's focus on Plants vs. Zombies. I love that.
Yeah,
'Cause it's even worse
was in the
in
commentary
Quake than
practice for
this.
that. Spoiler
I
alert.
see.
And the funniest thing
Spoiler
happened.
alert.
You want to see that?
You can keep going. We have a lot of room
Yeah, there's a
left.
lot of
We have
facets to take care of.
We have $50 from Girl Rascal. Anarchy, I am enabling you to buy more things at the Artist Alley.
Oh
Good
my
luck on
goodness.
your run. You're so
Oh yeah, they have an
cool.
artist alley
Casey.
there this year.
Anarchy, I didn't get to
Oh,
tell you,
that's
but
cool.
So
after
it
you
sounds like
told
they're
me
kind of like
about
morphing it
the
into an actual
Dragon Age
convention, which
keychains,
I think is pretty cool.
I immediately went and bought two.
Yeah.
So I do, B and I do eventually want to go to one, and it would probably be the
Me
one in
too.
Minneapolis.
The artist alley
And
here
so
is so cool.
if they make it
If
into
you're
more
on
of a
site and you
convention, there'd be a lot
haven't
more
checked
stuff
it
to do
out,
there. So that'd be
Please
cool.
do so. These people are so talented.
They have like a game room.
There's someone
Yes.
right outside the screen
Yes, they have a
who's
big game
doing,
room,
like, crochet.
obviously.
It's like so cool.
I mean, how could you not?
$10 from Brian Otto. Anarchy, getting to know you has been one of the many bright highlights in my life over the last year. I find your creativity, passion, curiosity, and ability to coach a children's baseball team so inspiring, and I feel so grateful to be here watching your first
Ugh,
run on
I
the
get
big
like kind of like
stage.
motion sickness from the speed of
who
it.
knew this, but
When it's
Anarchy's
like
most
super,
The
super
fast
fast.
forward.
stomping out fascism
No,
and
like when
coaching a children's
just the
baseball
gameplay,
team.
like when they're
Yeah.
going
These
like
are, like, the
really, really
most
fast, spinning
opposite
around and
runs
stuff. And
ever, probably.
Well, yeah.
like this is okay, but when they were like
Sanchez to, like,
running
hit a
around
homer
and like
in the
spinning it
backyard,
really
and then
quickly
also
back and
whatever is
forth,
going on
it's like
here, we're
ugh.
also cheering for, right?
Yeah, we should probably do some more donations
Yeah.
because there's a lot of people still standing up.
Yeah.
Okay, before you get to that, I do want to say there is.
Yeah, that'd be cool, Squall. We could,
quick, BJ
yeah.
is gonna maybe.
Minneapolis
like,
one is
so,
Oh, okay.
definitely the one I would
You want
want
to
to
deal
go
with,
to.
you wanna deal with the bot?
you can go. Now.
I'll deal with it on
$100
stream.
From Kaito Ace. You know what I love?
Screw you,
Oh,
bot.
You know
Let
what
me
I
get the chat
despise?
up.
Fascism.
That's
So
so
let's
cool.
get more of
Oh,
the
wait.
good stuff by crushing the
Oh,
bad.
I'm not watching our stream. I'm not watching
Vera, can you do me a
GDQ.
favor real quick?
Can you do it real
like,
quick?
Incentive update. Tell us how
yeah,
close you are to
just a
getting
second.
on
All right.
Blueprint, so we can.
You don't have Restream up?
Button again, do
No,
the
I have
ending.
Restream
Like
up, but you have to do it on Twitch
yeah,
too.
So we need $10,000.
You don't just
for
do it
that
on
still.
Restream, you do it on Twitch as
Oh.
well. Like I just
That's my
I just
favorite
removed it
button,
from the
the
Restream
incentive
chat, but you have
update
to go
button
on
is so
Twitch too.
I was gonna say low key. This is like
Have
the
you
best
been not
combination
banning
ever.
our
There are like
bots?
so many people.
I've
who
been
can
banning
Twitch.
them,
There's
no.
a lot of hosts and like
I'm sorry.
like showrunners right
All
now.
basically all it's doing is
forget
just
that I know how
not
to do all
having
this
it show up in
I love that
Restream
I'm
chat when you do the
excited.
Restream
I love
ban.
It's like you're an ambassador and also.
It doesn't actually ban them from
Yeah,
our channel.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
very
yes.
true.
Okay, real quick. We're gonna do some. Okay, so right here, we had to make sure that Sigrun walks out right there, because if she doesn't and you interact with that door, she will soft lock you. Right there, she like really has to like use the restroom like really bad, and she like kind of just
Is that, like,
forgets she has to do that if you don't. So
I wouldn't ban
it's still
him.
low. Oh, let's press the enter button. That would be cool.
What if I really have to use the restroom right now?
You know, same bestie.
You better go really fast for the rest of this.
No.
All right. So remember that time we went to New York? We're like back here. Yay. So we're going to this bunker, and it's like this whole like big thing you're supposed to go through. We're looking for the location of the next group
I
of
don't
resistance
think I'd really
members
enjoy
in the
Manhattan
United
just
States.
because the
Yeah,
amount
that
of
sucks.
density of people that would be around.
My dog doesn't really play well with other dogs. Can you not like?
Shut up. Anyway, we're looking for the next member of next resistance group to bring into our fold here. They're gonna be in Louisiana, New Orleans, but we need to like. I mean, I know that, but like BJ doesn't know that, and everybody else doesn't know that, so we have to go find them. But instead of doing like this whole bunker thing, we're supposed to do like a whole lot of stuff. We're just like not gonna do that. We're gonna do like the coolest thing ever. So I'm just gonna do it, and then like.
You do a lot of the coolest thing ever in this game.
True.
Well, yes. Okay, so.
Ah, another optional ceiling I see.
Whee! Okay, and that's bunker skip.
Woo!
Nice. That was kind of the coolest thing ever.
That's what I'm saying. That skip looks so cool. It's so easy to do. It's awesome. By the way, if you wanted to like play this game because it's so awesome and cool, and learn the speedrun because it's also really awesome and cool,
And Anarchy's
this
really
game
awesome and
is $6 right now on sale. It is
$6.
$6.
Damn, $6.
I can back
Whoa.
that up because Anarchy checked it while
Steam
I was
summer
with
sale.
her.
Yeah, I had to make sure. I had
Game's
to,
up.
I had to
Yep,
give my
you're
local
right.
chatters
You're probably
the right
right.
information.
Steam summer sale's going on right now still.
Anyway, yeah, this is another like arena, so like you can low-key like keep going.
We have $250 from Anonymous with no comment, but thank you so much for that generous donation. And $50 from a fellow fascism stomper, also going by Anonymous. First time donating. I love GDQ and the good cause because it supports Doctors Without Borders. It is great to donate and stomp fascists.
Oh, yes.
We have $5 from Van. I cannot believe we're seeing the one, the only big ranch on the big stage.
Fighting robots. Crazy.
I wear, for those who don't know, I wear a lot of hats. I'm currently Anarchy, but later this week you might see Coach Anarchy. Also at Flame Fatales, you might also see Big Ranch as the bonus game, the first bonus game of the event with my really good friend Heavy Chevy. I'm so excited for that.
The donation continues real quick. We love you back here, bestie. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Language.
Oh no, it said a bad word on stream.
She also has a
Twitch is going to
whole baby,
demonetize
by the way.
him.
She has the entire chart.
Oh yeah, 2 black characters in a video game.
Correct.
Unprecedented amount of black characters in a video game.
Oh, New Orleans.
So here we are.
Ah, New Orleans.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
And
Here we are
you
in
knew.
the next cool place. This is probably
Yeah,
like
new,
the
new,
longest
the
level
German
in like
new.
the whole game, I think. We're in New Orleans. We're gonna rescue Horton's group here. There's gonna be a couple different sections. There's this first section. Ouch. There's this first section here, and then there's gonna be a second section, and then we're gonna do also one of like the really hardest and like stupid skips in this.
Speaking of
run.
Germany, I
But,
need
like,
to
it's so
see
chill.
when the
It's so chill.
I feel like
women's
there's been a lot
soccer
of hard
team
stupid
plays
skips in this run
next.
because this
The,
looks like pretty difficult,
the
honestly.
Euro women's
It
Euro
is,
competition's
as
going on
the,
right now
the kids
for
say,
soccer.
difficult, lemon difficult. I can't lie. But like it's
See,
okay.
they won-
I've played this
they won their
so
first
much, I
game
love it.
2-0,
It's great,
so
and it just
had a good start.
it comes with practice.
Hey, I also want to shout out
the
for
Women's
everyone
World
at
Cup?
home. Everybody's been doing
Euros,
most of
not
the
the
talking
World
for
Cup,
this.
the European
okay.
competition.
Nailing all of these difficult
I mean,
tricks.
it's
Correct. So absolutely,
it goes World
she
Cup,
is
then
killing it.
Euros,
Right.
I know we're in the middle of
as
it, but
in regards to
please give her
big
a follow if you
competitions
think
for
it's
soccer. So
We're the commentators that are really
I'm sure other
excited
people
for
around the
backup
world
support.
might
We're
think
like
differently
backup
about their
dancers.
regional
There's
tournaments,
just a cool
but
sequence
I
break
think
right
the
there.
Euros are
looks
right
really
under
cool.
the
It's
World
like
Cup.
top
Case
down,
in
but,
point.
it's so cool.
There's a
So that's cool.
lot of teams, a lot of countries
But
in
yeah,
Europe,
like I
so a
said,
lot of teams. You
Anarchy
know.
ASF, as for long, it's Anarchy as Fortnite is actually.
Let's see what we got.
But yeah,
She's not lying.
You can follow me everywhere. Twitch.tv, Blue Sky. That's mainly where I'm active, but yeah.
You have like an entire Google Drive folder full of pictures of like Mario.
I do. On my stream, when I don't feel like using my webcam, I just have a lot of pictures of Mario from Mario Odyssey as my webcam. He's great. I like him.
Anarchy, have I told you that you're like my favorite person?
Oh my God, you have, but you can tell me again. Thank
You're
you.
my favorite person.
Maybe like one more time for good measure.
You're my favorite person.
Thank you. There's one more guy here. So
Damn,
there is.
Spain is just stomping teams.
Getting the last of them.
That's a really bad guy right there.
Yeah.
But to
Oh,
be
by
fair,
the
they
way,
don't have really
this
heavy
level. So this is the first part of this level,
competition
part
in the
1 of
bracket.
3, and then
First
we're
game
gonna
against
do
Portugal,
the thing.
5-0.
We're gonna get the good ending.
Jeez.
Second game against
I believe
Belgium,
it. So we got a little
6-2.
bit to go.
Thanks for your incredible donations, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah.
With
That's
your
crazy.
power of wanting
I
to
think
stop
Spain is
fascism,
going
we're
up.
almost at $300,000
I think they're one of the
for
favorites to
Doctors
win.
Without Borders.
I was gonna say
Germany
where are we
plays
at on
tomorrow.
that
We have to watch
blueprints
that.
incentive? Because at
Tomorrow at
15,
work.
20, and 25,
No.
I will do it again.
Only
play-
GDQ.
Yeah, right? Only
$10,325 remain.
They play Denmark
10,300.
tomorrow.
Things are updating as I talk. Remaining to get that bonus B-Quest glitch run for blueprints, and don't forget that is a twofer. Because if we get that met, we will also
Blue
see
Sky?
the good
No,
ending
it's not dying.
again.
We're also
Blue Sky is basically
Well, I was gonna say, actually, to clarify, if we get another 300, we're gonna
basically
get it
the
second time.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
And
is
then
new
another
place to go
5K,
from
we're gonna get it a
from
third
Twitter.
time.
I got
And then
you. I
another
got
5K.
you.
we're
Whoever
gonna get
said
a
Blue
fourth
Sky's
time,
dying
because we
does
just
not know what they're
really
talking
want
about.
everyone to know how smelly.
Yo, if
fascism
you can
is.
if you can get it to 15 out of 25, I will do it a
is.
second time.
We're like right there. Like chat. Like I know someone who's gonna want to snipe on that.
away,
Like you're gonna want to go like to work tomorrow. See our coworkers be like, hey, I like did that.
I helped.
I put Fabrice in the room of like fascism. Like
Yes.
Okay.
It's so true, though.
England lost to
Ew.
France 2-1. That was kind of an upset,
Alright,
even though
so
France is also
we're
a really
gonna
good
get to
team. But
this next
England
winner
was
zone,
the
and then we
they were
have
last
the
year's
worst thing
winners of
ever.
the Euros.
But
So.
I like we'll
So they
we'll
were the
see.
favorite.
It might be
Yeah.
the best thing ever. Who knows?
I think it's subjective.
Oh wait, no. Sorry.
It really
Was
depends
that
on
the
which
Euro?
side
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
on.
Because Spain won the World
Oh,
Cup.
Loki,
That's
I like
right.
didn't even explain. Okay, so when
Yeah, the
so
last World
BJ
Cup.
died by
So England,
Yeah,
I think they won the last
died.
Euros.
Yeah.
He got beheaded. But what happened in this wonderful universe is
I don't
that
think
we
it's
got
gonna
him
happen
a
this
new
year,
body.
though.
We got him a new body that we stole from the bad guys using their own tech against them. Okay, I'm gonna do the cool thing.
You have no idea how little that narrows it down.
Oh, I missed it. One more time.
Hey, Blizzard, how you doing?
Hey, how's it going, Blizzard?
That was a broadcast of all time.
Yeah.
This is the Women's Euro Cup.
Yeah, national teams, Squall.
That
So,
is so
yeah.
hard.
We get two
countries.
endings.
As opposed to
Let's
clubs.
go.
Okay. That is so hard, by the way. You have to basically, so we picked
But
up
there was
a
the
FIFA body where he can
there
kinda-
was
he
the
just gets, like,
FIFA
these stilts
Club
that he
World
has.
Cup that was going on recently,
And
which that one is
you can
actual
use that
like
to do
club
really
teams playing each
awesome
other.
Shenanigans.
Does Manchester United have a
And
women's team?
right there, if you
Yes,
jam
they do.
your head into a wall, you can just like clip out of it.
All of the,
and
I
then you
think
can
pretty much
navigate out
all
of
of the
bounds.
major Premier League
It
teams
is really
have a
hard
women's
because
team
it's
now,
really-
if I remember
it's just hard.
correctly.
But anyway,
Cool.
we are.
I think
we're
Arsenal
ready to do the good ending. Chat. Are we ready?
and Chelsea might be the top women's teams in
I'm
England.
excited.
I'm so ready. I've been ready for this. all day.
Manchester United, I think, is pretty good too.
You're not gonna miss it.
I'm not sure because I don't really watch the
Also,
women's
that guy right there in the rope,
Premier
that is
League in
like
England.
That's
worst
the
guy
really bad guy.
ever.
That is the worst guy.
Boo this guy! Boo!
The guy it looked like he just laid down on the
Dude,
ground.
Dude, he sucks.
Yeah.
It's weird. The whole thing's
Okay.
awkward.
Are we ready? I need you all to get so loud.
I have no clue, Squall.
Ready?
No clue.
Yeah.
But honestly, I don't think it really matters.
And it's called the good ending because we die right after.
Because you're
Technically,
talking
that's an
about
Easter egg, that's
maybe
not an
one
actual valid
person
ending
in
to
a
the
whole
game.
league.
But
So
because you did it again, let's get really loud. Are we ready?
Yeah. Kick that.
Yeah.
stop it!
Yeah.
Stopping Hitler.
Thank you all so much for meeting that milestone. For
Oh, mine was good, Blizzard. I was
getting us to,
floating on a
certain
lake,
milestone
drinking
on
some
the
beer
Blueprints
for
incentive. We should,
2
like,
days
We
straight.
should like fund the rest of that, like, shouldn't we? I think
Very,
we
very
should.
relaxing.
We're also almost at 3:30 right now. That's like
That's
amazing.
super real. I'm positive we can get
Stayed
there.
home.
I'm
I
so
believe in
happy.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not bad either.
But yeah, so
Yeah.
remember when we like kind of blew up the bad guys' base of operations?
It was pretty cool. Like since
That,
it was so
like, they were
hot
like, oh, that
recently, the
kinda
water
sucks.
was
So
actually
they're
kind of
like,
warm.
What like
So it
could
was
we
almost like
do?
kind of bathwater
Like,
warm,
where
you know,
should
where
we
it was
put
like
it next,
not like
right?
cold.
Because we can't put it in like another.
But there were some
room
cold.
because they're just
There were
gonna
some
blow it
cold
up again.
spots, so it was
so
cool
I've
enough
got it,
where it
right?
wasn't
Right.
like hot, you know,
They
like it
already
wasn't
took
like
over the world at this point,
nasty.
right?
Right.
What if they
But
like
the nice thing about being warm
Like, what if
is
there
there
were,
was a
like,
storm
other
that rolled in
places?
Saturday
like the-
night,
like the moon
and we
or
stayed in the
whatever.
water and we watched the
That's
storm
that
roll
moon.
in, and then it
Yeah,
rained on
right?
us.
They,
It was
okay,
it was
so
actually
in
really
the new
cool.
order,
Nice.
Because the
bad
water
guys-
was
That
nice and
sounds-
warm,
they went to
so
the
we were
moon.
sitting in the water all
Yeah,
warm, and the
they
rain
kinda
was coming
did
down
There's
cold.
a moon level.
What?
And
So
I
we were
think by
fine,
the time Machine
but it
Games
was
got
it was
to
pretty
this
sweet
game,
actually. I've
they
never
were
like been in
"Oh,
a
how
lake
can we
when a
top
storm
that?"
is just going
You
through.
can't top that. That's the moon. Like,
That sounds pretty
Now
cool.
we're on Venus.
Yeah, it was
So they kind of just
it was
moved their
definitely a fun
really big
experience,
base over
one that I've
to
never had
Venus.
before.
So,
what if we
yeah.
just picked up our base and moved it somewhere else?
Because there was actually pretty cool
Venus.
wall cloud that
Exactly, yeah,
kind of
exactly.
came in.
That was their thought process there.
Yeah.
I love how Mars was like right there.
We watched a
and they're like,
little bit of
"No."
fireworks. There were some people
like,
around that were
like
kind
the
of shooting off
hot
fireworks
gas
along the
on
lake,
Venus,
but
like,
the big
that's
fireworks
real.
that they usually do
Yeah,
at
be
the
real
at the
about
lake,
this.
they didn't do because of the
We're
storm
gonna shoot
that
right there,
came in.
so this will
So
aggro
unfortunately,
them
we
a little
didn't
bit
get to see the
sooner.
big
It'll make
fireworks
my life
show,
easier.
but we saw some
There was-
fireworks.
A hot gas planet just isn't.
There were
a
some
vibe.
fireworks going
Oh,
off
well,
from
I don't
Who
think
said
being
the-
like
around my
Who said
house.
the
This is
bad
the
guys
vibe.
were smart? Who said
Yeah,
that?
the
It was
unfortunate
actually
thing
really
is there's
Okay, you know what?
people that shoot off the really
you're-
loud
you're
boom
awesome.
ones like
Anyway, we're
at
gonna
3
do
a.m.
a cool
in my
with
neighborhood.
The things, the stilts
Oh, yeah,
that we have
fuck
about
those
Battle
people.
Walkers, we can
Yeah.
do some cool like little parkour moments here.
Yeah, it's like
So
that.
we're
You're
gonna
just
do
trying to
this
be a jerk at
cool
that point.
Thing.
Well, we were paying attention
That's
to the
like the best
lightning,
way I
and
can describe
fortunately,
it.
there
It's just
wasn't
a
any
cool thing.
lightning
Yeah, I mean, it
anywhere
is,
near
yeah.
the lake.
That was
There was only like
Unfortunately.
Like,
I said,
outside
fortunately,
park.
That's how I
Oh,
did it.
okay.
Yeah, that's how y'all didn't do it that way. That's weird.
There was only 2 lightning strikes that we saw, and both of them were like way far
No,
away
actually, no,
from
I
the lake,
didn't
so
do
we
it.
didn't
That's
have to worry
really
about it.
hard in Anarchy.
But yeah, we were
The first try
definitely
was
paying
cool.
attention to
Yeah,
that.
we're done now. That was so cool, right? That was so cool. You guys should clap.
But nope, I'm alive. I didn't get electrocuted.
Let me stop talking.
I'm getting lost in the plot right
So-
now.
Like, but this actually looks hard.
It
So-
is, probably.
Oh, sugar.
Yeah.
Oh wait, huh?
I'm
like
just making observations.
Oh,
That's
that
all.
sucked. That just happened.
Oh no, Blizzard.
Can like fire like exist like
Face
that?
planting in the ground.
You know,
I don't even want
stopped-
to. I don't want to.
I've stopped
Oh,
thinking
brats.
about it a
I
lot.
love good
I've
brats.
just
Brats.
looted rock.
Yeah,
Because,
ribs.
You know,
I had
sometimes you just pick
ribs.
up your base and go to
Yeah, it sounds like a
Venus.
good force.
Yeah.
Okay, chat. By the way,
Yeah, normal Monday.
we're gonna do another.
Nice.
We're gonna do the
So,
last skip of the run.
yeah, I had
We're gonna go out of
ribs
bounds, we're
and
gonna
then
do the
steak.
school thing. It's really hard, by the way.
So,
Nice.
how to bounce.
I just love how many
Yep,
optional
and
ceilings there
bounds.
are.
Okay.
Optional ceilings.
What I'm gonna do is we have to jump onto this thing. It's transparent.
So it looks
I
like
can't
with
see
the
it, but
timing,
we
I
just,
think
like,
after
nailed it,
this
so it's
run
chill.
we'll end the stream.
Nice.
Yeah.
We should be able to watch
Easy
the rest of the
peasy,
run.
Lemon squeezy.
I thought
Exactly.
you was gonna say beautiful cover girl, and I was real confused.
Okay.
This skips an
Maybe
auto.
she's
This is an
born
auto
with it.
scroller. So remember that time we were in a wheelchair at the beginning
Maybe
of
it's
the game? We're
Maybelline.
this is almost the end of the game, actually.
Oh, this is just a Metroidvania.
Yes.
So that like section right there is supposed to be reminiscent of when BJ
Nice,
was
they're
in
at
the wheelchair.
330,000 right
Yeah,
now.
Stuck a little bit.
That's pretty
It's
good.
gonna push
Not
this out in
bad.
a second. Hopefully, there we go.
My guy was sliding down there. Did you see
Yeah.
him?
You can get stuck in between these barrels a little bit, but like it's
You
fine.
get stuck. It's
There we
fine.
I don't like that guy that shooting you is still
Lasers!
It's like lame.
Oh no, lasers! Are there sharks with
okay, no.
freaking laser beams?
They don't affect you if you don't look at it. Apparently.
Yeah, so we're almost
Apparently.
at the end of
Yeah, 'cause that's how
this
lasers work.
here. I think Rara,
Well,
it's Rara
if you
time.
want
I
to
think
not
do
lose
what
your eyesight, that's how
Oh,
lasers
thank
work.
you. We have $5 from Satan herself.
And as long as they're not
Anarchy,
weapons
greatest
grade.
of all
Well,
good
yeah,
of
yeah, if
all
they're not weapons
time.
grade, then yeah.
You're incredible at Wolfenstein and even better
weapons
of a
grade, I
human
think
in
it would
real
still
life.
hurt you.
Stomp those fascists. Woo!
Nonsense. If it's
We have
not in my
$25
field of
from
vision,
Evie.
it does.
Hi, Anarchy. Hi, Limey. Hi, PT. Smiley face.
Smiley face.
And $15 from a tea tree. What no one on stage is telling you is
Yeah,
that
I'm definitely gonna
Anarchy
watch the VOD on
casually
that
world
one,
record in the
Blueprints.
practice room like an hour ago.
That is
Yeah.
Yeah,
that is
it's
true.
But we didn't want to like jinx it.
That
Yeah,
is
we didn't
so
want to
true.
say
Yeah.
because it's like we didn't want to burn bread, and it's like, oh, you're gonna get on stage, and it's like, well,
It's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah,
I
it's
think
fine.
a record on stage is dead a little bit, but that was so
Little bit,
cool. That was so awesome. I got a new world record for this category in the practice room a couple
space
hours
suit
ago. A 47.
Yeah, wait.
54.
There's so many transitions
so
in this
cool.
that are
That was
lost
like-
because of the cutscenes being skipped so much that you're just like, what?
So you see how there's your screen look up into
It's
the
like all of a sudden you're an astronaut. Like, what?
Yay! Hooray!
For our audio listeners, we hit 3.
Happy
Oh,
birthday!
by the way,
Happy
it was
birthday!
By the way, it's the guy. It's his birthday.
Happy birthday
Nice.
to you.
And now it's not your birthday.
game's still trying to tell you how to play.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I don't know how to play. I don't know.
Never played games.
I like
before.
Fergor, actually.
What's a video game?
Are you back on
what's
a
that?
submarine?
Right, so we're just gonna do this little home base little thing. We're gonna go check on
I don't know.
Wyatt for the last time. He's like,
Is this like a spaceship?
the best way I can put it is he has been like tweaking this whole time. That's like the best way.
Is he
I can
tweaking
put
or
it.
locked in?
He's not locked in. Dude, his little rat friend died. He didn't come eat his cheese.
No!
He didn't eat his cheese. No. But it's okay.
Not the Ratals.
Oh,
Ratalis
wow.
mentioned.
GDQ.gg/FF, I think it is.
Well, yes.
Yeah. I had to think about that for a second. I was
Yeah,
like,
I'm pretty sure.
Let's go Fatals.
Let's go for towels.
I do want to shout out Let's Go Bingo as well. That is the next run.
it's true. Blueprints Bingo is upon us.
That's gonna be so #banger.
Let's go bingo.
Let's go bingo.
Bingo, bingo.
Yeah, the originator,
Bingo,
the originator
bango.
of Let's Go Bingo is on the back couch, which I'm super excited about as well.
I mean, we had bongo bongo. Now it's bingo bingo.
Yeah.
Speaking of your back couch, I have another donation from
Oh,
someone
fast
back
forward.
there.
Of course. Good.
We
Thunder.
have $10 from Osmorn. If you see her on your FYP, just know she's speaking from the core.
Thunder.
Hey, Twin, I love you dearly. I'm so excited to see you here on the stage doing what you love the most. You're incredibly
Oh yeah,
talented
it
and
rained a
you've been
little
an
bit
amazing
when I
friend to
drove
me.
home today.
Can't wait to be
It
your
was
friend
crazy
for
because
many
there was
years
like
more. Much love
no
from
rain,
the
no
back
rain. There were
couch,
clouds
your
kind of
friend
rolling in,
Oz.
Thank
and I
you.
could see off in the distance
Okay,
the heavy
I'm
rain.
gonna
You know, like
do-
you
I'm
can
gonna
actually
do the
see
thing,
the
I
rain
think.
sometimes off in the distance.
I used
Yeah, I
to
could see
have
it, and then all of a
dreams
sudden it
till
was
I
on top of
found
me.
out
It
there
was
were
like a
other
torrential
ways to
downpour
score.
There we go.
for about
Beautiful.
5 minutes,
That
and then it
love
was
that
like
one.
For
clear
the
skies.
fans.
It was
I feel like
crazy.
such a big
Oh, that's a
rat.
bad guy.
I'll show
Yeah,
you the
looks like a
video
storm's
later.
rolling
Okay,
in.
fantastic.
Small one.
Okay, by the way,
Yeah.
this is like the last.
But I wonder if it's gonna,
this
like,
is like the
be one of those
climax
storms
the
that,
video
like,
game. This
it's
is we're
just-
almost done, by the way.
You're gonna blow up.
Oh yeah,
I like how you're
could
just
be.
casually punching in codes and everyone is still trying to cap you.
Yeah. Though,
yes.
for tech, it's not this level, it's the next level, right? Where it's like we go.
Yeah, before the
And
this
then-
is like the
yeah.
this is I would
Yeah,
say
it's a
it's not the last level,
self-moving
but it is like
storm,
the
which
climax
is
of the video game.
Yeah, we're getting close to
actually really rare.
Ooh, I have like no ammo in my.
You're
weapons, that
it looks
kinda
like you're in
sucks.
some sort of airship.
Ammo management is scared of you.
Oopsie poo.
It's okay.
It's okay though.
That
Airships.
happens.
No.
I haven't
looks
seen
like
a
an
Sid
airship.
around here.
Okay, we're gonna do that.
Right? Where's Sid?
We're gonna that guy.
He's the only one that can make an
I
airship.
do like the exploding
And
the
also
bad
that
guys
guy.
in this video game right
And also that guy too, and also this guy, and also yeah.
now. There's a lot of guys trying to get you right
Oh,
now.
I can't remember where I was watching it, but like
you were in a wheelchair at the beginning of the game. Like, what?
I was watching a Final Fantasy VII OG run,
Oh, hi.
and apparently there's a scenario where Barrett could be in your party when you meet
Yeah, so that's
Sid.
actually what we're doing right now. By the
Yeah.
way, I didn't even like explain it.
And you remember how whenever you meet
but
Sid,
we
like
are
he's
back
like
on
just cussing up a
Frowingos,
storm?
Flying Fortress
Yeah.
yeah. Essentially, we're trying.
Like, there's a
to
chance if Barrett's in your
disable its
party,
defenses,
be the one to
and also so we can like go find
What's with his
Frowingos
language?
and like go like
Right.
a little bit.
Barrett?
You're
Really?
like, what are you talking about, Barrett? Come on, man.
So we're gonna do this.
Could be
center,
Squall.
and we're
I
gonna
mean,
kind of go to
sometimes
where
the storms do end up coming from down
I
south up to
literally
here.
I can't put this any better. It's like the final like climax.
Fortunately, I don't have to
Because
worry
it's
about
not
getting
like
flooded,
a final,
though.
Like there's not a final.
Like I feel like I
boss.
already got a piece of that storm.
It's just like a big story moment, is the
It's,
thing.
yeah, it's just
What
like
day
a
was
big
that?
Story moment.
That we're probably gonna skip.
Kind of.
No, well,
I
a
don't
little
remember.
bit actually, kind of a little bit.
Wasn't it like Friday or Saturday?
No,
the subtitles really quick.
It was actually that was actually the 4th of July.
Anarchy.
Oh, so it's
Yeah.
Friday.
We're
Okay,
gonna be friends
gotcha.
forever.
Am I what?
Wait, no,
gonna be friends
Thursday?
forever?
No, Friday. Yeah, Friday.
Friday.
So that was on Friday. So it wouldn't have been this storm from today. It was probably because we got rain over the weekend too. So it was probably that storm when I was in the lake. Honestly,
Oh yes.
that was probably this part of the storm system or
By the
something
way,
related.
up-
But
we're
it might
coming
not
up
have
to the
been.
last, like,
'Cause
little bit. It's kind
Texas
of an area,
is
but not really, but
really
if you have
far
any
away
last
from
minute
Iowa.
donuts,
But sometimes it
any
does.
messages you wanna get
Storms
in.
do reach up
We
from there.
have
What is happening to you?
Oh yeah, that's right. Because
from
like
Justin. Woo! Stopping fascism,
so-
cool blueprint speedrun, and
so
supporting
4th
a
of
great
July, my
cause.
dad smoked
Well
some
worth
ribs.
it.
This is so worth it.
This is very.
Like we said,
And,
for that little bit you were getting that.
he was
2 for
complaining
1,
because
which is,
like,
such a
well, it rained, so it like
Really
it
is. We
cooled off the
have
smoker, which messed up
left
cooking,
for
know,
that
smoking
Blueprints
the.
Request glitched run.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And my dad was like, it rained, like yeah, it was raining. He's
Dad.
like it rained.
Y'all are killing it.
Blueprints
What?
hasn't even started. I mean, like obviously we're on the stream. but
Apparently the
wasn't
storm
fine, but
system
Yes.
hit my parents,
Thank you so much for the
but
donations.
missed me.
I know
And
this
they
is
live, like,
completely
Whoa.
unrelated.
6 miles
to everything,
away
but,
from
like,
me?
the gun you're
That's
using
crazy.
Right now, the back shot
You know what? That does
actually
actually
really
happen
happens.
in my town a
The
lot
what?
too, frequently.
Like, shut up.
Because
Because,
the
like,
river
I don't know how
and
to
like
describe it, because
like,
I
so-
feel-
Recoil on
yeah, that works.
client
weapon.
I don't play
client
first-person shooters. The only
scientists
one I play is
have
Borderlands,
stated
okay? I'm
that
just here for the vibes
the
I don't play
because
first-person
I'm
Quad
like-
City area where I
You know
live,
what?
like
What
it
do
does
you mean?
the
Remember
geographical
I said we were, like, gonna
landscape
kinda skip it?
and
There's,
the
like,
river
those two
doesn't
really
affect
big robots. You're
the
supposed to fight
weather
them.
all
It's supposed to
right,
be,
like
really scary, but we
like
just
tornadoes and stuff coming through.
I'm gonna
But there's
the
something
clip
about
art.
this
We are
area
coming
where
up to
storms
the end
kind of
of
go
the run.
around
We
the city.
got
It's
this last
happened
little thing we're gonna
that
interact with, and
many
then we have
times
the
since
last-
I've lived here.
The walk up to Becky
And
with the
that
bad jaw, who
is-
low-key we, like,
I know
didn't
the reason
get
for
to
that.
see that.
Oh,
yeah.
what is
Yeah, we
it?
saw
I'm
it,
curious.
like,
What is
raw.
it?
Sucked and
Yeah.
then we're like,
They
That is
fixed it, I
the
guess.
yeah.
heat
I
from
would
the
like
city.
To have Liming PT, you can go ahead and do your shout outs here.
Oh, okay.
Because cities are
I should
just
go first,
hotter
that's
than
unfortunate.
like the
Yeah.
surrounding area.
IPT.
Okay.
So the
as I
storms,
kinda
like,
stated,
don't
I
like
don't
heat.
actually play a lot of FPSs. That's because
So they naturally
I
just
like
move.
being here to support, and I do a lot of
Well-
challenge runs.
well, here's
and
the weird thing
Soulsborne
about that,
games
Hybrid.
Specifically, like I don't shoot things.
Other
but you
cities
may catch me dodge rolling for my life
around the
in
area
Bloodborne Endless
and
every now
further
again.
in the state
You
that
can
are
catch me
even
over on
bigger
Twitch.tv/Rosalie
don't have this
Twisted,
happen to them.
Even though everybody calls me PT, I'm also the official.
It happens all the time here.
It's me.
Well, I'm just saying, like, like there's other
And,
cities, like there's
I
one
wanna
city that's
dedicate my
45 minutes
outfit
away
specifically
that
to Rara,
storms go
who
through
gave
and
me the
doesn't go around
challenge
ever.
of, I said I want to wear my
So
shirt
it-
that says,
it's kinda
"Have a
weird.
good
Are
day,"
they-
because this is the day that
Are
all
they like
people who celebrate fascism
urban
deserve.
cities?
And she said,
It's-
do it, but
it's
make it
not-
fashion, and
it's
that is
not
why
that
I
much
yeah,
smaller
this is what
than the area I'm in,
Yes,
but it's
so
a
I
little
hope
bit
that I have
smaller.
satisfied you and made you proud.
You always
Honestly,
You're late.
proud that there would have been huge
Frostler,
cheers for,
you're
one
late.
hit list, like you just saying the
Where
words
you, where
together.
you caught at work.
It's
Okay.
true. It's true.
Live
but it's
before
Yeah.
the video, we
How's it going,
we are
Frostler?
coming up on time.
Yeah,
Time
yeah.
is going to be
How are you doing?
really,
But there
good.
are a lot
Thanks
of
for
times
coming.
though where on the Illinois
I
side it'll
do
rain
cannot-
and it won't rain
I
on the
really-
Iowa
it's
side,
a little
or
bit of a gore warning. We're not gonna be
the
able to skip this
Interstate
cutscene.
80
I really cannot
kind of
overtake
goes
you. We are going to
through
be anything.
It is
the northern part
it's
of
rough.
the
All
city area.
right.
And there's some times where it's like above, like north of I-80 where it's rain, and nothing south of I-80, so it's kind of crazy.
Yes, the heat rise. The
Yeah,
heat
yeah,
rise from
yeah.
cities
I was not lying. I didn't
cause cities storms to like just pass over. Yeah, that's exactly it. Oh.
I didn't lie.
It's really awkward because I'm just sitting
Why is
here
she
like
looking
this.
around?
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, like in general, like with the on the Illinois side, it's
Cockroach. Like you
part
can't get rid of
of
her.
the metropolitan area, and sometimes that gets hit, and we don't at all. It's just really weird. I think that warning's a little late.
I'm Lemmy.
Oh my God.
I'm here every now and then. I don't really care about.
I think they should have had that at the very beginning.
She is so dope. Please follow her.
Limey, it was really good to see you again, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm doing pretty good, Prosser.
I'm gonna miss you, I think.
Only for a few days.
But yeah, this has been Wolfenstein 2: The New Colossus.
It sucks.
This
Unfortunately,
game's
we're
very
going to end the
first
stream soon,
showing on the
Prosser.
SGDQ stage. My very first showing on the big stage here. I am.
But if you look closely, you
absolutely-
can see Mount Fuji on
my
the
heart
stream.
is genuinely
That is
so
the
full.
picture
It's
that
one of the
Hybrid
best days
took when
of
he
my
went to
life.
Japan.
I'm so happy. But I do want to say that living through constant, unprecedented times really does suck. I think we all know, the kind of stuff, the kinds of stuff that is going on in the world right now. It's really difficult. It's really tempting to give up. It's really tempting to be hopeless.
Yeah,
What
it's
is it
very nice.
that we
It's
can
nice
do
picture.
as individual people
Yeah.
to help
I'm
make
just
the world a
gonna
better
delete it now.
place? It's really easy
Okay.
to want to give up. I want you all to know that the
So-
easiest and the most important form of resistance
It looks
is to
like
live.
Thursday
it is to
may
live,
actually
it's to
be
live
pretty
gloriously, it's to
stacked.
live wonderfully, it is to
Yeah.
live.
Yeah,
To
it might be a
support
good
events like
another
Games
good
Done
stream
Quick,
night for
who in turn
Thursday.
support
So
charities like Doctors Without Borders.
If the stream
is what it
falls
means to
behind
resist.
schedule, then yeah, like it's gonna be like we're excited for like a Mario Kaizo, a Super Mario, some Super Metroid. Like it's
you know what,
Thursday
Squall?
could end up-
Squall? I'll put Mount Fuji up on Thursday.
yeah.
I'll put it up
Yeah.
on Thursday. It's fine. It looks nice. It's a nice picture,
It does. I mean, would you rather look at sponsors or would you rather look at Mount Fuji?
Exactly. It's just covering up the sponsors. That's all.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I made the stream so that we can talk, so we don't get talked over.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we'll end it here tonight. There's still, there's a lot of good runs, this year. So
A lot of
definitely
good
tune
runs
in
this
for some
year,
good
yeah.
runs, and definitely donate.
Donate if you can.
Yeah. So we're gonna head out. Stop streaming tonight. We'll be back Thursday night. Sounds like we'll have some good stuff. What?
No, I'm just watching it. Her mic's not on. Oh, I hate that.
Oh, you're right. I had it muted, so I didn't even know her mic wasn't on.
She's might be like, okay.
I just unmuted it. Nice. All right. Yep. We'll end it here. We'll see you on Thursday night, everyone. Thanks for watching.
All right. Good night, Frost. I hope you get some good rest.
Yeah. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.